like egos and we put them on display. Come on down to the charade. We will never stop playing power games.
Whoever dealt it surely felt it. We've been shelved since the secrets have been held in. God may be real, but I surely have not felt him.
It is not you, it is me. All out of words and ink. Balls down in your court, so think. What do we do to keep our facade in sync? Yeah, only I don't fucking know, but we must find out now certainly, or we will most surely say.
I don't know what God is, but it is not on this computer. You won't know I thought it ought to serve me 'cause I'm a loser. Or some might say they're truthers, but when truth comes, the truth hurts. So don't pursue her, just consume dirt. Piled up high to your shirt, misconstrued worth. We all have our due share.
Just say no, man, but yes, sir. Or else you won't heal soon. Oh, how the king! Oh, how the slaves! Oh, how the game! Oh, how the
I came into this place to collaborate, not captivate. When my mind was changing, I could stand up straight.
Call it as I see it. When others were fake, that's when I realized the delusions I had made. New alliances were made while I decided to engage with intensity while they keep playing games.
But all I hear you people claim is that your truth is the only way. We are the fucking cupcakes.
Are we cupcaking the night? No, we might just be chilling, you know. We were gonna wrap it up, but somebody seems like they're willing to be held accountable, but I highly doubt it. So we'll see. I don't want to poison the waters or muddy the waters, but we're essentially going to do something a little bit unorthodox here. What we're going to do is this. We are going to pin the thing. Hold on, bear with me. Yeah, I don't think my cupcake buddy is awake. I can text him and see. Let me see if he's awake. Where the fuck is he at? There he is. Producer Moose. Nice. What's up, man? Because I have a theory, right? My theory is that the intention, right, would be to provoke the illusion of a false desire to stand on the truth whenever confronted. However, when provided the opportunity, like I said many times, it doesn't have to be here. It could be anywhere, privately, offline, online. I believe that the truth will not come out because it's not allowed to. So what we're going to do is we're going to hang out. We're going to do our thing. And I needed to be very clear to these people, right? What is the most important thing that happens online? I want to know the honest answer for the audience. Is it not to... Because for many people, I think they would want to entertain, right? They want the numbers to go up. The numbers is a metric of value to these people. They would put it in their veins if they could. The numbers. That's what all they fucking think about, but then they're going to deny it, right? So does Paul enslaved artificially inflate the numbers? It's the main question tonight, right? Now, does he do that? That's the question. I believe it's an easy answer, right? I believe it's does he? No. He doesn't. He doesn't do that. Does Cage? Absolutely, Cage does. Does somebody else? Maybe. Who knows? But do I know that it happens? Of course I fucking know that it happens. Did it happen to me? It might have recently. With this one 10,000 viewed live video I got. Seemed to be a little bit wacky. Wasn't a whole lot of chat action. The numbers were kind of jumping back and forth, pretty high, pretty low, pretty high, pretty low. It didn't seem genuine to me, but I didn't, fuck with anything. So what was the initial response to that? When I said that I got 10,000, Mr. Said, "What do you think, that was authentic?" I said, "I don't know. It's possible." "Well, did you buy the bots?" So, "Well, no, I didn't." "Well, how does it feel?" Almost like he was so ready to say it. You know what I mean? So ready. So unbelievably beyond ready. Now, what do we want to do in this space? I think it's important to find resolution when necessary, right? But is that how everyone operates? No. It's not everyone operates. A lot of these people, they want to have total control. And they want to make themselves feel powerful. Now, the only way to do that sometimes is to cut out everyone who will question you and call it, they just don't want me to co-create. They just don't want me to be able to be creative and have the creative conversations and be entertaining. Okay, well, sure, if that's the case. But it's not. That's not the case. It's not the case at all. The case is that you want to wield people as pawns. I don't want to do that. You're a lot of my most, the people who watch my videos the most are probably the ones who love you because they're just constantly here waiting to hate. So are we going to hold each other accountable for the lies? That goes both ways. Or are we going to run away? Like I said, I'm not trying to pull you into my space. It's my last intention, right? But where else is it going to be, right? Because you want to control every other space, right? You want to control NPC space, which is great, good. Who gives a shit, right? I can look at the lack of respect you two both have for each other and then see exactly what I need to see. You can make up lies about me and who else? A lot of others, right? A lot of others. So That's the problem, right? You just want to show up and let all that shit vanish to the wayside because you don't want to be questioned. You want to be the authoritative voice of reason here, and that's it. But let's question you when we need to question you. Let's make sure that we don't pull punches, because I believe that's when you retreat. I don't think it's anything to do with you can't co-create. I believe it's when you cannot be free to do whatever you wish to do. Now let's see who's in the back. Let's take a nice little gander here. Are you here to choose love?
What do you need, Landry?
I need you to be held accountable.
Okay, I guess I'll submit myself to your version of holding me accountable here today, so you can
No
have
submission. No submission needed.
traction and energy and attention and some kind of content. Okay, I'll be a part of that.
Why do you think that's the only thing that it is?
Do you think
Is
it's
that
at
how
all
you
weird?
operate?
Do you think it's at all weird or even different at all that I say, hey, you and I say we have ideas, let's create something, and I say, give me a limited control to decide what goes on in the venue within reason, and you say, no, I'm not going to be controlled, and then proceed to do that with Moose? What's the difference exactly?
How does Moose control me?
He literally threw me out 2 weeks ago and had the keys and all the rest of it. What's the difference between him having control over the chat box and the panel and everything else directly versus me indirectly lobbying for the same thing? What is the difference? I can't find the difference other than I bring something to the table and Moose brings him high, giggling at best, at worst catatonic, and almost nothing to say, sitting there in silence. What's the difference? Could you explain it to me?
I don't think that he has selective memory like you do.
Again, you're focusing. What's my selective memory? I'll play out every thought train and track with you right now to show you how this works. You still haven't learned with me. So let's do it. We'll do the simulation now. Let's play out every one of your trains of thought and make sure you deflect and obfuscate and jump around, because you know that at every road end is going to be the same subconscious idea that you don't want to address. So go ahead, start at 1 and we'll end on 10.
What's that subconscious idea?
No, we'll get there organically and authentically. I don't want to lead the witness, right? That's how this works. That's why it's so fun for you and many others, right?
It's not, dude.
You love it. You love playing the magic 8-ball with me, where I'm the 8-ball, essentially. I'm the white 8-ball.
Is that
You
what we love
shake
to
me
do?
up and then see what I'm going to give you back.
What does that even mean?
What does it mean? I'm the magic 8-ball. Shake me up like you just did earlier, putting my name on there. Do I buy my numbers and all the rest of it? And I'll give you a message back and you'll be entertained by it. That's why you keep feeding into this. You don't know it maybe, or you won't cop to it, but it's obvious. Look at the smile on your face. I make you smile in a way no one else can.
Keep feeding into what? That's also not true. Keep feeding into. I mean, you always have a way to get me confused right off the gate.
It's not hard
to confuse me.
It almost seems like you come into this in that state of beingness, confusion. So we already made a non-claim today. Claim, non-claim. Does Paul buy his numbers? You know I don't. You know that I don't want that because it would interfere with my algorithm. You know I want to rise and fall on my own merit. Whatever it is, it is. I have to play the hand that I'm dealt, right? So that was cool. That's cute. Now you got me here. And again, all it was an elaborate pitch for me to work with you. But you can't work with me because you won't give me the same privileges Moose has for some weird reason.
Well, let's go ahead and break this down, and we can take it slowly, like you said.
Let's break it down. Unpack that for us.
Nice and slow, right? So with Moose, right? Is there any sort of demand from him for me to make the chat comfortable to him? And
what's the difference if it's a demand or not? He got the same privileges I was asking for. I asked directly. He indirectly manipulated you like he has many of us because this is a pattern of behavior.
Did he? Well, how did
he manipulate me? He shows up around my place, Jack's place, and your place over the course of 5 years whenever someone's having strife with someone else, and then plays the position of, no, I see your side, and I want to work with you, and I'll be your right-hand man, and then we all kind of play into it to varying degrees. This has been a looping pattern. It's happened with everyone. There will be another you at some point. Moose will get tired of you and him making barely any money and realizing he's got to go off to his next sort of endeavor, I guess you could say, to put it nicely.
All I want to do is be able to acknowledge the things that have happened over the last week, right? That's where we have to start. Otherwise, we're going to be seriously undervaluing the facts of the matter, which is what kicked this all off, right? What was the original point of contention? Do you even remember this time around?
Me being honest and direct from day one, this goes back months ago, that, hey, I think I have something to offer. If nothing else, I bring energy and focus and certain ideas. You say we've heard it all already, so I don't even know why I'm here, because why would you do an elaborate pitch to co-create with me if I didn't have anything else to bring?
I want you to be like, okay, here's the thing, right? I want you to, I don't need.
So you're going to tell me what you want me to be. When do I get to tell you back what I want you to be? That's the weird thing about this whole thing the whole time.
Is it?
It kind of is.
So I don't need to have total control over you. And I don't think
No, but you need to make money or you don't get to stream. That's what you told me privately.
Sure. And
so I can make you more money than anybody else who's been here, but you don't care about that. You care about that till you don't care about that. I could bring you more views than anybody else here. You care about that till you don't care about that.
When has that ever happened?
I can bring you a more interesting repartee than anyone here. You admitted that earlier because I was Judge Unslavious on OTWs, and you have a perfect opportunity for all that, but you won't give me any control. Because I'm manipulating you and trying to hurt you and whatever, while I'm actually trying to bring something and support you. But you see care and support and energy and attention and power and value as a threat. So that's why you go with the lesser of all the evils, so to speak. If we're going to consider us all here batshit crazy and evil, you make Moose your key holder, right? That's your decision. But you wonder why you can't hit a $230 goal over how many weeks now? I don't know. I haven't been here.
That was that started yesterday, so we've gotten to $90 in less than 2 days.
That's actually not too bad. I can't really say anything negative about that. And again, it's all about the money.
It's not going great, but like I said, it's trending upwards.
Again, OTW made $100 last night, probably because I was co-hosting. I think a majority of that was after I started co-hosting. So, it is what it is, bro. You could call it bragging and whatever else. Like, I come to channels, they double their numbers and they get more money. I don't know what the fuck else to tell you.
Half the time, we can't even concede on that. We can't even talk about money because it's about the truth.
Right. There's priorities in life, Landry. I don't think you realize how that works. Priorities. There's a list of them. On top is us, at least certain times, being as authentic as we could be with ourselves and each other. Then there's a time for the entertainment. Right. And then with that info and that tainment, we get infotainment. And then that brings in attention and views and value and tribalism, of course.
Lots of that. Yeah, definitely a lot of that. It is fascinating.
No shortage of that. Mostly by people who don't get any money on YouTube, or barely any, can't subsist or exist for any long period of time, and barely any audience that sticks around if they're not trolling or hating. By the way, take a look at your chat box right now and you'll get what I'm saying.
Well, you mean you're talking about the part about me or Flow State asking how much he made last night?
I'm really not interested because, again, on the list of priorities, Flow State does gossip, drama, hating, and constant back and forth nonsense, punching up, as he admits, which is why he does broadcast about me. So he admits indirectly that I'm above him because he only punches up. That's why he did another broadcast about me.
Targets.
Again, you guys always have a way to spin your words and how you explain shit into the next explanation to cover your last revelation. And I find that to be humorous and entertaining.
Dude, okay, so my issue is very simple, right? And I've said this, I don't even know how many times. And whatever other things come into it, I'll get there in a second. But first of all, what is this shit to where everybody has to retreat whenever there's the slightest bit of conflict? How can we not manage that? It means that you got to gray rock them.
You want to phrase it as if people are afraid and intimidated by you because they're kind of done at times doing the spinning.
They're done before it even begins. They're done before it even begins.
Right, because we've done it with a cast of characters for years now, and it's fucking draining and boring. When the majority of this shit is fucking obvious on the face of it.
Kundalini presentation where everyone sits in silence, is that entertaining?
I don't know what you're referring to. I guess this is more like passive aggressive sniping at someone that I'm not aware of, or what? Because that's usually what you do.
So here's the thing.
What are you doing today? What is your broadcast about other than walking around the streets looking shifty-eyed and wide-eyed, mumbling and stammering and rambling about me and my numbers?
I've gotten much better with my speech.
Oh, yeah, you're fucking great, man. You're going to get a Pulitzer Prize soon, like Snappy Snaps for being a journalist any moment.
I never said I was a journalist. I also never said that I have the truth.
Okay.
But people, they are looking for something less serious in a way, to where right now we could
Who are these people? You've decided what everyone's looking for while calling me a narcissist?
Not everyone, but some people. They don't want to.
Why don't you just keep it in the eye? You don't want to take yourself or anything in life serious. That's why you blow off all your appointments, fuck people over, piss people off, and act like a fucking clown while you do it. Because you don't want to take yourself or any principles or values or discipline or habituation seriously.
I do take it seriously. I take it very seriously. That's why these things are important to me. The most important truths that I can find are in the way that we treat each other on this space, as real or not real as it might be, how limiting it can be. I've tried it from many different angles. I've been criticized from every different angle. And no matter what I do, people will come and say it's the wrong thing. And it's fine. It's the internet. And, whenever there's a success, the same people are nowhere to be found. But they'll be there the second there's a slight failure that they can point and say, oh, what's that? You're just failing, because that's how you operate. You want to see other people fail. I believe you do. Is that true or false?
I want to see whatever is meant to happen, and then either learn from that or, I guess, comment on it if we're doing whatever this is here for supposed entertainment.
I think I might have forgotten to say thank you to Snow. Thank you, Snow. It's much appreciated. But let's see how much Paul brings in tonight. But I mean, this whole thing of not
Landry
doing the drama.
That. Landry actually told me the other day never to come back to his area again, and then proceeded to do broadcasts with my name in it. Not a genuine statement.
Well, because you only
Neither
want
of them are a genuine statement. You didn't ever want me to not come back, and you're not actually doing broadcasts on my numbers. You're hating and lying on me because you're jealous of me while claiming I'm jealous of you.
What am I lying about?
You literally were sitting on the train cope-troping saying I'm jealous of you. What am I jealous of, dude? I have more of everything than what you want. I know you don't know because it doesn't make sense, and when things don't make sense, they're not true. I have more of everything, including stomach and dick, most likely. I don't know that to be true.
You have more stomach?
I have more stomach than you and more dick underneath it.
I think that's
what you got to take the good with the bad.
Do you want to put some money on that one?
You got to take the good with the bad, right? That's what they tell me.
I didn't text him, I swear.
Yes, you don't have to text them. You guys in your water seeks its own level, right? The majority of the time, you don't have to have physical connection and text.
Is Paul still punching up?
I'm okay being on the same level. I don't feel the need to let everybody know that.
Of course, you'd be okay being on the same level, but you're not.
You
haven't been from the beginning. I'm the guy who gave you the conversation about streaming. You've never given me credit for what you know to be true while lying and hating on me on top of it.
I have no idea what you're referring to. Do you want to specify?
Okay. Yes, we had conversations about you doing a stream and us even working together at one point, and you said streaming was such a big waste of time because I'm so poor and broke and it would never be profitable for you, so you wouldn't waste your time. Boy, how that if we're gonna have it back and forth, you got to let me finish.
You go so long, Paul.
I know, and that's always your excuse for talking over me. Works so well.
It's not an excuse, it's the truth, dude.
It was only 10 seconds or less.
And then stop talking. Go ahead.
That's fair enough. I can accept that. So I guess I was right, like most other things with you, right, Taylor? Many of them you haven't found out yet. That streaming wasn't a big waste of time for you, was it?
No, and that's also not how the conversation went. What happened was you accused me. You saw that I had a mic, which was gifted to me by a viewer. I didn't buy it. And you said, look, you're buying mics because you want to be...
This is way before that. That was when you already started the broadcast. This is before you were ever doing a live broadcast. This was on my panel, Jack's panel.
Right. I think we're talking about the same thing. Anyways, it was an accusation, not a discussion. And you're right about my response. I did at that time think it was a complete waste of time. Turns out I was wrong.
Right. Now, what are the possibilities that a lot of the shit you think you're so big brained and clever about, I'm actually right about and you're wrong about, while you lie on me and presume and assume?
Well, hold on, wait. Can I ask one question before I forget? So you've said many, many, many lies about me this week. I've seen you do it over and over and over again. The thing about the conversation about you had with my wife, you've completely changed the entire story. You've made claims about that. Would
you like to pull it up and review it?
If that's what you really want. But let me finish the other one.
You spent so much time pulling up so many other things from 3 years ago. If you're going to do this, let's just pull up each thing and show me to be the big fat liar that I'm not.
Okay, so you want me to pull up the lie?
Yeah, pull it up. When I said to her almost half truth, bit non-bit, as they like to make fun of me for, half truth, half joke, because there's some truth in every jest. I'm telling Landry to get his shit together. And she said, yeah, I've been telling him for years. Half truth, half joke.
So that the statement was, and we can upload up. It's along the lines of, I said something was about to happen or that I was getting things started around here. And she said, I still haven't seen anything happen yet. Which is very different.
Right. It's
So
very different.
Yeah. That's not years. That's this time online. That was like a month at the time. So that's one. But I mean, there's been several.
Okay, so the overall impression wasn't a lie. You could say that I misremembered it or you misremembered it,
Those
but
are different
ultimately the
things.
sentiment was the same. I was saying that you were boring and nothing of any substantial beingness was coming out of here, and she pretty much agreed. Would you accept that?
No.
Okay,
She said
that's not it either.
She said, I'm wasting my time talking to people like you, people like Jack, because y'all are
right.
going nowhere.
People have more audience than you and more opportunities as far
I
as.
just started, dude.
What opportunities?
I'm
do you
not
have?
denying that.
Yeah, what opportunities do you have?
Is there a reason that we need two people now cross-examining me, or can we just have the back and forth? Because this is always what it turns into, and now we're opening the door
is
for
a
a second,
panel.
a third, or fourth person.
Panel.
This is not
Then
what it
that's
turns
fine.
into.
Then I will just decide who I will
you
interact
kicked
with
me
and
out
who
of
I will
fucking
not.
Jax, dude. You like the second I say one thing you don't like, you're like,
I didn't
"Get him the
kick you
fuck
off
out
of
here."
Jax. You conceded that I was correct again, that you were not there to have a conversation or add anything. You were there to change your name every 30 seconds, poke and prod at people,
But
do things alike, and as you put it, troll. I almost got done there. It's like 10 seconds or less each time. I know a lot of ADHD here. You can't wait for that.
Well, yesterday I said like 3 sentences, and you still were like, Jack, I just can't handle him being here. You do it with everyone. It's not just me. When you get in your feelings,
are you
make
lying
sure that
now?
the
Did I
person kicks
actually
him
say
off.
I just can't handle you being here?
Okay, that might not be the exact quote.
Right, of
Yeah,
course it's not.
Right. But
So I was supporting Jack in his vision and desire to have a broadcast where there's flow and conversation, not this flow, a different flow that's actually more flowy instead of showy with nothing beyond it, right? So yeah, that's what I was doing. I was adhering to his wishes and what he said he wanted, whether I believed it should be that or not, which quite frankly, I'm in support of it because it's a bit different, as you like to talk about. So many things that are different that you're looking for. So yes, if you're going to admit you were up there to troll and we were actually having a conversation with the Thorpes and other people about faith and God and religion and history and legal lawful, I'm into that. That's exciting and interesting for me, not for you. So don't be a part of it. If you're going to troll, I'm going to encourage you to be thrown the fuck out.
Why are you even there? Like, why are you even at Jack?
Here we're on to the next thing now. Why I'm there. I just told you why, and you're not actively listening.
I am.
You're waiting to speak. I'm interested in certain topics and ideas. It's the majority of what I find purpose and value in. It's part of my life and lifestyle to some extent. You may not agree with that or want to be part of that. That has nothing to do with me. So the answer was in the question. See?
Do you have the capacity to engage in a conversation without having to try to dominate it and run the show?
Do you feel dominated?
I'm referring to your conversation earlier with who was the new guy with the beard, where you start like drilling him about questions about his disability.
Where I started doing accountability with him, asking him about his career and his beliefs and his wife and everything.
You're accountable for shit.
I wasn't. He did. He displayed and revealed who and what he was and how he lived, directly and indirectly, even down to his wife telling him, "Get off the internet. You're a clown." You think that's a new dynamic around here?
What gives you? I mean, I don't know why you think you have the authority to demand people answer your questions.
I didn't. He chose not to answer a few of my questions, and we moved on. What makes you think that I'm seeking authority rather than answers?
He chose not to answer them, and you took that and you signed guilt where there was no answer.
Well, it's somewhat revealing. I'm answering your stupid questions right now that are patently obvious, even though I don't like you and respect you. I'm still engaging you for the truth and the answer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving you what I would want because I would want it, not because I think you're entitled to it. See the difference?
Sure. Whatever you say.
Right. More dismission, more avoidance and dismissing, right?
No, because I was listening to you. See, normally I don't really listen from the bushes a lot. I'm an interactive person.
Oh, no, not at all.
And
like, I believe that.
It's a flash in the pan, right?
So I don't. But I did earlier. I sat and I listened to Jax for a while. And
what a coincidence.
Interesting observation. Let me give you my observation. That you went around the panel and person by person asked them like accusatory questions to put yourself in a
No, I
dominant.
didn't. I didn't ask Ragamuffin anything. I didn't ask Grace Thorpe anything. I didn't ask OTW anything, and there was 2 other people there. So you just made a false statement.
You don't need to ask OTW anything.
I did it with 2 people. One of them was willing, who actually cared about the truth and wanted to do fellowship and be who and what they really are, even if they didn't like my answer, and they were very diplomatic about it. Ben Thorpe. Kenny, not so much. So you just maximized like times 3 or 4, because there was at least 10 people up there, and I talked to 2 of them.
No, there was other people. You did it with Landry too. There's a third one.
No, sure. I didn't. I let Landry sit there for 20 to 30 minutes playing name games and trolling, as he admitted, and then I finally addressed it because it was fucking distracting and embarrassing.
You know, if I would have said anything out loud, it would have been just as easy for you to get rid of me as it was when I did say something. Because Paul,
again, you're presuming what I was going to do and not do, and
do it every time. You're making
your decisions off of that.
Yesterday. You did it yesterday.
I don't know what that means.
It means that you said, Jack, can you just get him out of here? And he did it because he's like, okay, now
I don't like looking at you in slow state, smug, duping delight, power hungry, manipulative faces.
We're not power hungry.
You're douchey and annoying, and you have little to nothing to add usually to any serious conversation of any worth. That's my opinion. That's my perspective.
Well, I've told you for years I'm perfectly happy to interact as equals. You refuse to do that.
That's not true. We could interact as equals if you would finally stop grinding your axe for me and having a hard on for me and punching up, as you say, and trying to take what you think I have. You apparently are in a great position right now, according to you, because you keep saying it. So you should have no issues anymore with me or chasing me or what I have or undoing what I've done.
You refuse to believe that I actually believe the things I say about you, don't you?
Okay, that's fine. If you actually believe the things that are not true about me because you don't want to look into yourself about why you would choose to believe those things about me, then that does not lead me to want to work with you. Because you have a completely negative opinion about me, and it's skewed. It's not based on any facts.
This is what I'm talking about. You feel and you won't work. You won't exist together unless you get to determine what I even fucking think.
Why does it matter to you and Landry so much? It's weird. If you don't like me and I'm a narcissist and I'm power hungry and controlling and I bring no value for you or others and you're all equals, why do you even care?
We should be able to.
I should be a non-issue for you. I should be another loser on the internet. No, it's weird.
You try to control things. You try to have power and you call everyone else playing power games. You do it. So we're trying to be able to hold our own and say, no, fuck that. We're not going to fall into the OTW camp where we just say, yes, sir, do whatever. We'll do whatever.
I know you got something to prove for an audience.
No,
instead
dude,
of figuring out how we could just...
It's being a man.
You would know all about that, right, Landry?
Just knowing what we have control over and what you have control over. You get to control your thoughts. I get to control my thoughts.
Yes.
There you go.
Who told anybody they couldn't control their thoughts? I encourage you to do that. This is it's so bizarre. I'm encouraging you to control yourself and your thoughts and make sense.
You're encouraging
and be honest with yourself and others.
You control my thoughts, Paul.
Okay, doesn't that go both ways? You would prefer me and the audience agree that I'm still on heroin and that Jennifer's my mama and I lived off her and I snitched on someone to get out of jail. You're laughing about it now as I repeat it, and you know you said it.
I did.
There's your duping delight.
It's not duping.
So I'm supposed to respect
Hold
that?
on, one second. I'm sorry. I don't like to backstage people, but I just want to play this because I want to make sure that we.
And you pretty much are doing everything you can to make. Well, this is not quote unquote work.
So, I'm not sure what's going on.
Here with a lot of this, you know, we have an inner bitch / whore that says anyone can come in and experience me in my portal because one of these people is going to be the one. You know, and it's usually never the case, right? When you make way for all the non-suitors to leave, that's when your knight in shining armor shows up, I would think. I could be wrong.
Part of that I can see for sure, because I've said this myself and I've experienced myself. We make excuses, and good enough might be comfortable for a little while, but it prevents great from emerging. And that is actually being great is actually the last part of that Andy Stanley series I mentioned I put in the description. Whoops. Hold on. Being great, being willing to
If not, you just kind of get lost in the sauce.
Aren't you always
Yeah.
But life
I
is
think a lot of these areas, including mine for a while, need a good clearing out for an extended period so the greatness can come from within and attract that from without, right? If not, you just kind of get lost in the sauce.
Aren't you always clearing out your area like on a regular basis?
I think I did a great broadcast yesterday. Held over 200 live viewers, did over 15,000 overall, got another 100 subs.
Is that what I asked you?
Excuse me?
I said, is that what I asked you?
I answered indirectly what you asked me. Yes, I'm always clearing out my space or keeping my space clear to keep a focus and to generate from inside to the outside with some level of creativity or just an empowered focus, an inspired focus. That's my perspective of myself and the broadcast I did yesterday. Maybe others have a different way of looking at it.
Oh, yesterday was
Possible.
fun. So I'm not sure what's going on. If there's underlying digs there or something.
There's a bit of bitterness and resentment, Jack, because I'm not because Landry is not quote unquote working with me lately.
You think I resent you for that?
Excuse me?
You think I resent you for that, or I resent you and that's just
I
part of
think that the whole reason you even came up here is because I'm here right now. You came up with a smirk and you knew this was going to go here, and you pretty much are doing
Where did
everything
it
you
go?
can to make it go there.
I didn't go anywhere. I'm
An
very cordial.
interrogatory where you're
I cannot
interrogating
make,
me.
I know I'm
You're
cordial.
looking for a
I'm not
gotcha.
there.
It's obvious, Landry, and you're not going to bullshit me that you're not, right? So Mr.
Right.
Talcott
I'm
sees and
not. I
feels the
came in
same
here,
thing. I'm feeling, here goes I came in here to be polite and nice and kind and all the rest of the passive
What is
aggressive
going to happen
garbage.
here? He's going to try to make you kick me, maybe?
See,
Yeah.
as you were saying,
And that's what you want, right? That's what you exist in these spaces to do. You want to play the power games, and you cannot imagine that someone else like me doesn't want to do the same thing to you and others. I believe that it is very clear here, dude, that I can't get a word in edgewise unless I sort of take a moment to get that out there. So I apologize, but this is the only way for me to really explain to you. This is what you want. You spent how long trashing Jack when I first showed up here? Just giving him every single name in the book, just making me feel totally. I mean, obviously you can't make me feel any type of way, but just muddying the waters. And then now you're just side by side. Okay, we're just here to co-create. We want to have a positive discussion. That's all well and good, but we should be able to have discussions while we still hold each other accountable without you just trying to say, I exert my force on you. And that's it. That's all I want. Because you can't have it that way and then expect people to be worth having around. Not everyone's going to treat you like Snafu does. Well, they just succumb to your will. So I apologize, and I'll yield.
Pretty sure you just put me in the back. I'm not going to take it as a power game because it's your broadcast. And if you want to get a word in edgewise, as you say, or do a monologue, you're free to do so. In that moment specifically, I thought Jack and I were having a decent conversation with good energy and kind of getting over past resentments. Doesn't mean I agree with everything still. It could be a middle ground. Doesn't mean I agree with everything he says or does. And I still talk about that from time to time. Even last night on OTW saying I think he's a wacky guy. Doesn't mean I can't also take up for the truth regarding Snafu and all the rest of it, which I attempted to do. So I'm not seeing the issue or the problem other than that you didn't get to come in and control Jack's broadcast to do an interrogatory about me to play gotcha games about whether I clear my space or not, which is my fucking right to do.
I barely opened my mouth.
It was enough. Wasn't wanted by either of us. What are you not getting about that? Why do you even have to make it anything more than that? Neither of us wanted you there in that moment doing what you were doing, and that's why we both thought better of having you out. And that's what happened, and you didn't like that.
He wants, so he does it.
Seems like you're trying to control other people's minds and broadcasts, Landry.
It's not true. It's not true. If that was the case, listen, I'll have the interaction with any of y'all. If you want to exist in space, I've said this many times, we can do that. Or we can just continue to do what you do, lie, obfuscate, all these words that you always call out, play the power games.
What am I lying about? What am I obfuscating about?
Let me finish. And show up whenever you see an opportunity to exert control again, as you always do. You leave and come back. These areas, I come here too often. I shouldn't come here. I should stay away. But you're always coming into them and doing the same thing that you criticize others for doing. But then you just want to be free from all criticism about it. So what do you expect?
It's not possible to be free of all criticism.
That's what
doesn't mean that I want to stick my head into a sewer beyond what's necessary to fix the plumbing.
So you just want to be free from criticism, and it distracts you? That's your excuse?
We're looping again. We went over this weeks ago, and you won't take my answer. I guess you just fashioned me like slave state to be just constantly lying or saying something different instead of just accepting what I'm saying to be true. I don't find it to be a productive, co-creative environment to have a chat box and a panel filled with people who want to do nothing but talk down on me and not even be direct about it and be honest about what it is. Beat around the bush.
Dude, you fucking don't say shit, man. You know what you do. You know what
Okay,
this
so
is.
now we're gonna do that. So
But
when
you
do
know
you
what this
throw
is.
me
This
out
is
and
the
do the same thing?
I'm not
that
doing
was
it.
done
I'm
with
not going
you?
to throw you out, but I'm not going to listen to
So
the
what
same
is your
nonsense.
what is your issue exactly? Paul maybe buys subs. That was your broadcast earlier tonight,
That's
but
one
you
of many
didn't want
points,
interaction with me. You didn't need it. Then when I showed up, predictably, right? Then
So,
when I showed up,
the other
predictably,
day-
it becomes, hey, why don't you? We work together and you do Judge Unslavious? That's what you just said on the train. Do you want to pull up your words on the train again?
I remember what
Then
I
you
said.
said you're not
All
talking
right.
about me with a broadcast naming me. Was that being honest and genuine, Landry? Who's lying and obfuscating exactly? You made a broadcast
You
with
are.
my. I know I
You
am
can talk loudly.
because it's
You can do this,
you
but-
because it's you here right now. So it has to be me, right? Because
No,
you're you, so I have to
say
be the one
things that
doing
are.
it.
I say things that are sometimes not. I sometimes speak before I think. I've been very clear
Yeah,
about that.
sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. But you know
Most
what I
of
don't
the
do?
time, and then you have to get corrected. Daddy's got to check you and remind you of reality. So did
what
you
do you-
just? So did
Okay,
you just
let's
put
slow
a
down.
broadcast with
If
my
we-
name
if
in the
we
title
don't
and
slow
then say on
down,
the
we're not
train
going
you want-
anywhere. Yes,
This
I
is
did
real
do that.
slow.
I did
Real
that. I
slow.
did that. Yes, I did exactly what you said I did.
Okay, so
Do you
isn't that
feel-
weird? Isn't that
Is
bizarre?
that weird? Yeah, it's very bizarre.
That you would make a broadcast with
Is
my
it
name
true
and
or
then
is
say
it
you're
not
not
true?
It's not true.
So you don't have Cage inflate your subs?
No,
for you?
I don't. As a matter of fact, we could bring Cage in here right now as a
Can we
witness.
go over your metrics? I'll pull mine up. You can pull yours up.
That's fine. Why am I
Let's do it.
stopping you from going over metrics?
I already did it. No, you have the back
Right,
end. I
you
can't
already
see
did it. So what? This is
I
so
can see-
ridiculous.
No, it's not ridiculous. It's holding each other to transparency.
Right. Where you accuse
an
me of
easy
things
solution.
that you can't prove and then
I
try to
can-
take
Social
supposed
Blade
evidence
is-
out of context and make a federal case out of it when there's
Social
nothing
Blade
there.
is not as great of a tool as the actual metrics are. I've been very transparent about everything happens here that you've criticized and that you've made.
So
claims
what are you
over on
saying? You
FAWs.
want me to bring up on my end
I'm
my
saying
YouTube
you would
studio?
settle it once and for all.
You want me to bring up my YouTube studio
Yeah,
and share screen?
just analytics. Yeah, we could just compare and contrast.
Okay, if I'll entertain this.
Okay.
Even though I'd rather not. I mean, if this is
Sure.
gonna put something to bed for you and put it to rest,
Yeah, I mean,
I'll
'cause
entertain it.
at the end of each stream that you do, it tells you, you got this many subscribers and this many views, and you were, hyping about, oh, I got this much,
Right.
but we still don't seem to see very many
Right.
new faces in the area. So if
you're
doing
saying that,
if you're
but
doing that good,
I don't understand how you come to that conclusion. I had a whole cascading chat yesterday of new people, and I do every time I hit the algorithm, especially, of course. So I don't know where you're cherry picking these results, non-results.
So, okay, is it the people who are like they're Democrat, Republican, they're triggered?
Right.
Those are the ones. And
Why don't you just ask me how to get in the algorithm, and maybe I'll help you.
I've gotten
instead
the
of
algorithm before.
projecting
And you know
lies
what
onto
happens,
me
dude? Jeeps
and
comes
denying
around
my
and Jeeps
experience.
starts freaking out, and it's like, because the idea of somebody else succeeding without you scares her.
No, the idea of you trying to create a non-petition with me and then wanting to succeed based on what I do while denying it makes me not want to be involved with you or help
So
you on any
here's what you
level
don't
or give
understand
you
is-
access to the well on any level to draw from.
You don't understand what I'm saying. What I'm trying to tell you is that I can do a totally random, in the moment idea, right? It can have success. It can have.
My
upward-
analytics are up, Landry, whenever you're ready.
All right, go ahead and share screen. Flo seems unimpressed. Yeah, Flo, what are your thoughts?
I just think, honestly, that Paul needs to relax. I don't know why we keep coming back to this loop.
Yeah, Paul.
I don't know why. See, that proves who and what you are, that you made it all about me. This is what narcissists do, is poke and prod someone, then point to their reaction. And that's what you all claim I am. Landry just made a stream with my name in it. Are you going to address that at all?
No.
That's true. I did do that.
Of course
Yep.
you're not, because you're biased.
What would you like me to address about it? He's not denying
Accountability.
it. You're right.
He's wanting an interaction with me. That's why he named his stream after me while saying he wasn't talking about me and didn't care.
I mean, he named his
You
stream.
honestly
after
believe
I don't
that?
think there's nothing to be addressed. It's
Nothing there.
obviously
Okay.
happened.
Doesn't
It
mean anything.
obviously
Nothing
happened.
there. Didn't happen.
When
And
I
you think
told
this
you
is being
I didn't
honest,
want to interact
Landry,
with
and being
you.
accountable? That's
When I
just-
told you
you're
I
gonna
didn't
sit
want
next
to
to it and
do it,
allow
you
this and
need to
say that's what
relax.
it is?
Just relax,
Can we
Paul.
relax?
Jesus.
Again, just
Me
because
too.
I have a certain pattern and energy of speaking doesn't mean I need you to coach me on how to present.
You don't. It's not exhausting carrying around this level of anxiety all the time.
It might be, but I don't want to become like you, either devoid of any care or any kind of principles or passion. Okay, so I'd rather be me and work how I work than be like you and work how you work. If I had
Maybe
to do
somewhere in the middle, there's a sweet spot.
That's what I've been saying.
maybe, and
That's what
maybe
I've been
you
saying.
could become more like me and I'll become more like you. But then you'd have to be honest with yourself and me, and you haven't done that yet. You've done nothing but
I'll be
lie on me
more
while I've
emotional.
inspired you in various
Oh my
ways.
God, Paul! I'm being more emotional now.
Right, because you want to equate
doesn't feel
compassion with emotion
feels
as if
awkward.
emotion is a negative thing, right?
No, it's just more. It's
So
just
you
more
don't have any
emotion than I have to be
emotions,
feeling
Taylor,
right
or
now.
do you like to be seen in public as something you're not
No.
really? Because you're not genuine. You have a
It's just
ton of
hard for me to get
emotions.
too worked up about this again.
Again, the presumption is I'm too worked up. This is kind of just how I am in the majority of my interactions. If I'm not at like extreme levels of
Well, I've heard-
declension, I guess you could say.
We've been chill before. We've had chill interactions. It's about one every third or fourth interaction is pretty chill, right?
Okay.
That energy. Just do that.
Right, but it seems like you want to control my mind again and that you're giving me life coaching lessons. I didn't
I'm
ask for
making
any of
a
this. We're focusing on the facts, not anybody's feelings, I thought. What's the difference, my energy and how exhausted I am? I know you love me and care for me so much. While you lie on me and the woman I've been with and everything that I do, you love me and care for me so much. You're just trying to help me out. That's okay.
I'm trying to help me out. I think it would be more pleasant for me.
Right. That makes sense to me. Now I can believe you. See, now I can respect you because now you're being honest. You don't give a fuck about how tiring it is and exhausting for me.
No,
I don't like when I present like this.
Dude, it's so exhausting. Like just breathe. Like take a deep breath. I'm not trying to just do this whole power thing. I'm just saying breathe. Like it is literally exhausting for all of us. So please, just
right. And you
take it down
weren't
a
just
little
doing
bit.
that at all, Landry. So now you're
I
going to
was.
tell me not
No,
to
I
do.
was. I'm
Okay.
telling you, I want to both just.
Okay, so let's breathe together.
How about a little David Wayne?
In and out. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. We're just gonna hang out now. You guys are not gonna say I bought my numbers. Oh wait, you are. You're gonna accuse me of shit, but that's okay. Let's breathe. And then you're not gonna put me in your titles while you're not talking about me, but you are. So let's breathe. You know, let's be a little bit more passive aggressive and disingenuous. And then let's ask Paulie Boy to feel safe and trusting and just breathe it out. Do a guided meditation here today.
Right.
Being worked up doesn't make you any safer.
I'm not saying that it does. Tends to just be the way that I present. If I'm engaged and I have a passion or a care for the truth or what's going on, which I do with a lot of this stuff, regardless of how ridiculous it is on the face of it, there are underlying themes here that I am passionate about and that I do value.
That background with OTW.
So what are we looking for here exactly in the metrics? We have every 4 days or so, 4,000 people, 3,000 people, watch time, 5,000 hours, views, 48.1, same as usual, subscribers, plus 89.
So you said you got 100 subscribers in one day.
50.
100 in the one stream.
So we're looking at pretty similar metrics here between me and you, Paul. I just want to point that out.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. So,
Okay.
Mr. Big Bad, you know, Wolf, I just think it's.
I could have 0 views and I still say I do a better broadcast than you, and I think the majority of the audience would agree, unless this is what you call a broadcast.
What?
Sitting back and going over my numbers and going through the filing cabinet.
So did you lie?
I don't go in the back of the analytics. I just pulled up the analytics and I just said it's 40 right there. I look at my count at the end of the day, and if it's up from the 4 number to the 5 number, then I probably say 100 and maximize. So 50.
I mean, either way, we're kind of
And
splitting
if you'd
hairs.
like, I can pull up. If
Are
you'd
we
like, I can
splitting
pull.
hairs?
I mean,
I don't know.
It's not.
If you like, we could pull
Yeah,
up my
here's the thing.
original channel where you watch it go from hundreds
Yeah,
and
I'm
thousands
not-
of subscribers every time I broadcast to. I can't get more than 10 live viewers, which we
Yeah,
won't
I'm
talk
not-
about that either. The
That's
shadow
fine.
banning and the
I don't care
corruption.
about that one.
And I know you don't give a fuck about standing for what's
What
right,
I'm
your fellow
saying,
countrymen, and the
it seems like
corruption.
you're trying to find a way to assert your
Do you
superiority.
think you'd
Actually,
be
I've heard you.
passionate
I've
at
heard
all?
you.
Do you
Okay,
think?
I thought we were going to take turns talking, Paul.
Can I ask you a question first?
Sure, you go ahead.
Do you think you'd be at all passionate and hyped up if you had to give up 2,000 to 4,000 a month minimum because you were shadow banned and can't get more than 10 live viewers on your broadcast at any one time? Would that make you a little
That would.
insightful?
Yes, that would. But it wouldn't be
Incited?
impacting my this conversation 4 years later.
Right. I don't contend to be somebody who can easily put a lot of this shit aside and keep it aside, right? You know, even if I can forgive, I may not necessarily be able to forget. Okay. And for someone like me who didn't have many opportunities to come to a place where doing what I do that people say they get value from and getting results at court was also allowing me a livelihood. Yes, I took that very personal. And I'm not quite sure that I'm completely over it.
Fair enough.
But I've had to move on, and with God's grace, I have to say, I'm not doing too bad at this point, and I don't really have much to complain about. So that's what allows me to kind of keep the train somewhat on the tracks.
So
I see that some
Can
way.
I have a
somehow God
moment
provides.
here with David Wayne just real quick? David Wayne, did we catch what just happened with those numbers? Right? It's not about the numbers, right? It's never about the numbers, except it is. It's about how he's doing so much better than me and all that. And then what did we just see?
It is about numbers unless you call him on it. And then when you call him on it, it's maximizing. And we probably still have time for the bit non-bit shit. May have cut him off too soon for that, though. Let's continue.
All right. Fair.
I'd also, if we're going to do this, not that we have to compete or play the game, I'd like you to pull up your analytics because I don't think that you got 5,000 hours of watch time, and I don't think that you got 526 views in the last 48 hours when my broadcast was 2 days ago. So 3 days ago.
They're on the screen.
2.5 days ago, to be technical. I don't want to be accused of lying.
4.6 thousand watch time, 50,000 views, $700. It's obviously not including the cash apps, but it's it's also a little. I think it's 2 days delayed, or maybe 24. But regardless, not very different, the two of us. And,
right. The only problem is you're not taking into account that this is a second channel that also, up until the last 2 months, if you ask the audience who's been unsubscribed regularly, many of them not given notifications and no access to the algorithm. This is why the collectivist system is the way it is, to allow folks like you to say it's all the same because you want to deny the rest of the information that either
just need to be the biggest, baddest guy on the block. I don't
it's
need
not
to
about
be.
that. It's about what is.
I wanted
and
to
what's
work with
real.
you. You
And
said do it on
and
my
other
own.
you and other collectivists want to skew.
I'm a
the metric.
collectivist. You are a collectivist. You want people to go with the group. I've seen that with you and NPC and OTW. Y'all want to have your little group, close off the group whenever anyone questions you or makes
No,
you
that's the
uncomfortable.
group going with the idea, not the other way around.
No, that's the group who thinks that they're doing something different than the mainstream is doing, which the mainstream normies are all going along with the vaccines.
The presumption is that every moment it has to be a competition. There's a lot of times in these spaces where we just want to have a good conversation and bring good energy and do fellowship if possible and practice not being complete retards.
Me too. But I don't see that. I see people either want to sit back, hang out, and watch a video in silence and talk about the Kundalini, or they want to talk about me for fucking 10 hours. And then when I say let's have the one-on-one, you're the only one who actually shows up. So kudos to you, Paul. A lot of these other people who you have under your wing, they won't even do that. Which, to be fair, those are the fights that I'm like. And I say
again,
fights,
this is what collectivists do in democracy. They skew the numbers and then they get on board and say, see, everything's equal. It's all the same because you just smash someone over the head, proverbially, metaphorically, to make sure they couldn't rise to where they were meant to be. So,
you're trying to make sure that I can't rise.
And again, maybe that's my narcissistic projection. I think I'm just as good, if not better, than Andrew Wilson and the rest of these tards. Now, what I will say is that it is very likely that I would never get to their subscriber level or value level because the majority and the masses typically are never on the side of rights, freedom, principles, truth, or faith. They're always on the side of right wing, left wing, taxpayer mainstream narratives, right? So,
Bro,
so what I do,
you should aim for what Andrew's doing. You guys have a lot in common.
Okay, I know. I've heard that from you before, and I think that you think it's funny and
That's-
clever. Yes, you have. You said it a few other places so far, but hey, it's good to repeat it everywhere you go so that people could try to run with the narrative. I get it. So
I'm
we're nothing
offering-
alike.
yeah,
we don't
I'm trying to
stand
offer
for
you
the same
some
things.
encouragement and I thought you'd think it as a compliment, so I
No, I
apologize.
don't take
if
it
you
as a
don't want me to
compliment.
compliment you and encourage you to your face.
I don't take
Thank
it as
you.
a compliment.
You can't do anything. Aim lower.
Right.
You're not like anybody.
That's fine. It's not about that. You're making it about that. I'm saying what I do is not what he does. Our intentions are not the same. Our results are not the same. And you could claim he has more when it comes to viewers, subs, and cash. That's because he's punching left, as he admits, and taking up for a right-wing narrative. See, when you talk the truth, you piss everyone off.
You don't talk the truth, Paul. I've heard you lie about me all the time. You're gonna
I
ask
do
me, what's
when
the
it-
lie? What's the lie? And
You
I'll
can
tell
say all that. You can say all
true.
that.
There's many others who you do the same thing with. Whenever you're over there and you're trying to, you encourage people to go against people that you're having issues with. You want them to, and you say it's about the truth, but it's not. I'm willing to engage with the truth. I hear very little of that. I hear people just sitting back and sort of circle jerking with their friends, and we call it the truth because we have a video pulled up on screen.
Okay.
What's so truth about that? Why don't we just, if we understand the concepts, we should be able to have the conversation and not treat it like a speech, like TML, like, yeah, I'm presenting you this information and like I'm the authority of the source. Why not have it where we have
What's
the
the
engagement?
conversation?
The conversation should be, hey, here's what I know and what I've learned about this subject, and let's talk about it. And like, oh, what have you? How's it? Applied to
You
your
mean
life?
like you did today on Jack Talcott's?
What do you mean?
You sat there and admitted you were just there to troll and duping delight and push buttons and play games. You weren't
Yeah,
there.
because
to
I
join
don't
the
think
conversation.
that Jack wasn't talking. Jack doesn't engage conversationally. Jack does the loop. Like I've had it 1,000 times. I have nothing to
So
say.
we
to it.
weren't talking about certain things and having
You
an
were,
energy and
but
having numbers
y'all
higher than
y'all
usual.
were doing the script. You were doing the script. It was very much we've heard
Okay,
it
so
1,000
Landry's
times.
going to be
The
script police every
the
time that we're not being
interesting thing-
authentic to him.
I'm
We're
not
doing the
policing.
script. Okay.
You do what you will. Do what you like.
Right. And when you're not a part of it, you're going to tantrum, make videos about me, say you're not talking about me while the title has my name,
I
and you're
wasn't
doing
talking
hours
about
on
you.
me.
I'm not doing hours on you.
You did an
I-
hour and a half or 2 hours on me, did you not?
I mean, I'd say maybe less than half was talking
Okay,
about you.
less than half.
But you were in the title, obviously, yeah, because
Right, obviously, but you weren't talking
you're
about
lying
me.
me. So no, I was talking
Right.
about you. Not the entire time.
Okay. So
The title was bait. It was sort of the low hanging fruit.
okay, so now what?
I'm feeling
Here we
pretty
are.
content. I feel
Now
very-
we all
proved
dogpile
you
on
totally
David
proved your
Wayne.
point that we're all the same as far as broadcasting and all get the same results. Because my first channel with 24,000 subs is shadow banned. Can't get more than 10 live views. Can't get more than 1,000 views if I'm lucky after the fact. Was stricken dozens of times. Was demonetized. Was
that's
demonetized
perfect.
by their own admission, not even for a breach of policy. I have that email.
We should talk about why though. Why does that happen? Maybe because we run around with the strike team. Maybe that's why we can't get out
No,
up certain numbers.
I'm clear that was part of it. I've been honest with everyone about that. That snafu struck me at one point. Again, I don't know what Wizard is doing here, why he's giggling. He needed my platform to get 5,000 in one day to treat himself.
They're the same one, right? He begged
Well,
for
yeah.
it.
So again, if it's all the same, then the Wizard needs another 5,000. Can we raise it here?
Oh, I needed 5,000. My turn.
Yeah,
Wizard.
David Wayne needs 5,000. Can we raise it here in one day?
We can't even raise it for Snafu's clutch.
No, that's okay. I live off the state.
Why
of
would
my life.
anyone raise money for snafus? I'd rather give him. I'd rather donate to fake cancer.
Well, there you go.
If
And
people
Snafu's
saw that, I mean,
clutch.
I know that I've looked into those videos. It's clearly it wasn't fake, but y'all sit there and Snafu runs the narrative that it was fake.
No, I'm saying now it would be fake. I'm not making a claim.
No,
about
I'm
it.
not. I'm saying you are. I'm sorry. I'm saying Paul does. Paul lets him sit up there and say, "Oh, and then Perro faked his cancer, and we all know." It's like, no, we don't all know.
And do I not correct him on that? At least sometimes, some places.
No,
I don't
not
even
often.
know. I may not do it every time he says it. That could be anything he says, even stuff about me. He cycles on the same stuff over and over again, as I guess a lot of us do in our own way. But I've never accused Wizard, even though I have no idea conclusively what he went through or what it actually was. I don't want to believe that, and I've never repeated that narrative that he's in the hospital and doing mammograms or whatever the fuck they're called, sonograms, and
But you say he
passing
begged
out
for
on
it.
stream and
You
all the
say he
rest of
begged
it.
for it.
What?
You say he begged for it. You say it all the time. He begged for it.
And then you say I lied about it. And then when I asked you about the lie on OTWs, your explanation, quote, it wasn't a physical lie. So tell us what a non-physical lie is. You
I don't remember saying it wasn't a physical lie.
Oh, of course not. Of course not.
So can we stick to one thing at a time? What did he just ask me, Landry?
Why would we want to stick to one thing at a time when
You don't do that.
Because you guys are about the truth and I'm not, and this is all the same here till you guys are above it, right? So since I'm beneath it, then why not embody the real truth?
I just don't think
Tell
that
us,
you're.
Paul. Tell us, Paul. Why is it?
Oh yeah, that's right. He said I said you begged for it. So what would you call it when I said you needed the 5,000? You said you didn't need it, but you took it and wouldn't give it back and used it for motorbikes and cancer treatments. What would you call it?
Because I said I didn't need it. I only wanted it. And in that, I also explained that what I wanted was my expectation of maybe a couple $100 because I didn't have great faith in people. And when I get $5,000 in that account, when I woke up less than 24 hours later, I said, fuck no, I don't want any part of this anymore. So I stopped it. And then guess what? I'm faking cancer. I begged for it and I lied.
Wait, why would you not want to be? Why would you not? Why would you not want to be part of something that wasn't bad and wrong on your part?
Oh, not bad and wrong because you want to bring Snafu up and play me as a bit non-bit? You cuck motherfucker. You ain't no fucking pimp.
Can we try not to curse and do ad hominem as much as? Okay, so twice my age and he can't have a back and forth without calling names and stamping his feet and tantruming because he doesn't have the truth. You had the truth, that'd be powerful enough. You wouldn't have to yell and scream. Didn't they just tell me to take a breath and relax? Weird how they're not going to tell you the same thing.
We just agree that El Perro was
that logic, then it means I have the truth.
So
again, I'm wondering why the same people who just are now giggling and laughing and looking wide-eyed are not telling the same thing. I'm not offended by it. There's another narrative. I'm not offended by it. I'm pointing out what it reveals. Why are you not asking the guy who's screaming doubly loud, cursing and yelling and acting like a fool to take a breath and relax because you don't like it?
We're all conspiring against you.
Exactly. You can tell a genius when all the dunces are in confederation against him. That's an old quote.
And we're doing it with YouTube too. We work together.
I know.
The first channel.
There's where Dusty does is reveal and admit the truth while acting like it's a bit or a joke. There's the bit
also
non-bit
with
that
the
I
government to get you for back taxes.
Okay. I don't know what you're up to, but what you're not up to is being honest and genuine and straightforward. I just gave you my analytics. I just copped to the fact that I may have maximized. And I said the other day we're up 80 to 100 subscribers, and it was 40 because my number went from 9.4 to 9.5
for the whole month. It's a big maximization, but it's not a lie with you. It's a maximization.
It's a bit, non-bit.
Well, I'm not actively maliciously trying to cover the truth. I'm overly trying to inspire myself to keep my momentum going.
Same.
Because I've been shadow banned and fucked with. You haven't had that because you don't post any content that is anti-establishment or anti-statism or fascism. You don't do anything to push back against the control system. You are the control system, as a matter of fact.
I know you're not.
You are what they. This guy below me says, "Why is he free when I go to jail doing activism?" So he is a fascist.
You didn't do any activism. Now, I know you weren't talking about me when you said I haven't had any.
Who need to be here to be part of the persecution.
I know you're not talking about me when you're saying that I haven't been fucked with by YouTube, right?
Can we get back to Wizard? Because Wizard, after saying
let's get back to me because I got to tell you, hold up.
We've been waiting months now for you to address your issues with me in some venue where you feel trusting and safe enough. So maybe this is it. You can scream and curse at me and act like a fool.
Like I didn't do it on flows. I didn't do it on OTWs. I didn't
do
it on many channels. And you did nothing but stop and interrupt and project over me. You insolent fucking bitch. So hold up. Grab my soda because I told you. I'm colder than hell and I ain't buying what you sell. It doesn't ring my bell unless it's got that smell. You know, like grape vape. And we ain't talking vapes or color of drapes or a gorilla and a cape. It's the good shit. Just one hit. You're so lit you fall into a bit non-bit. What's fucking funny is you're a monkey, high school flunky, a heroin junkie, obliterating carnation with gross castration, in skewed citations by your intimations. Get real, young man. There's only one stand, and you can't stand a suntan. How are you going to live on the land, bitch?
Oh!
Now, how many days did you stay up sleepless? As you admitted one day, you stayed up a whole sleepless night writing a poem about me while you say you live rent free in my head.
Yeah.
I've written many poems about you that I turned into.
What did all that amount to?
Inspiring.
That was cute and clever, and you know, the non-crowd I'm sure would be clapping if they were here.
We are on. What do you mean if the
we were
non-crowd was
actually,
here?
I thought, talking about what happened to get you some resolution because you can't stop writing poems about it.
That was great resolution.
I don't give a fuck about you and what you do and don't do. I've moved on. I don't even
Obviously,
let people like you on my panel.
Not you either, huh?
Well, you
I
do
think that's
because you
pretty
have an
easy.
account called Paul Jr. You did multiple broadcasts about me. I've done none about you. You wrote
And
poems
you cared
about
so
me and
much
admitted
that
you
had
were
to project.
okay.
that
Are
I
you
lied
not talking
and
over
I
me
begged.
while I talk over you, or how does
and
that work?
Good quo pro.
Okay.
It's not good for me, but it's
Hypocrisy
good for
as usual.
you fucking gorilla king. You ain't nothing but a fucking monkey.
I know you want to topple what you see as the pimp and the gorilla
I
king.
don't
So
need
my
to topple
triggering.
you. I don't need to topple
Okay.
you. I'll climb up on your fucking neck and fuck you in your ear, bitch.
Is that before or after I get you 5,000 that you never thought would be possible because you have no
Obviously
faith in
after.
yourself and God and what you
Obviously
produce,
after.
but obviously had to get a wake-up
Yeah.
call about me and what I do.
Yeah, faith, hope, and charity. The third of which is the greatest of thee. And those people gave in charity, not because of your fucking grand ass.
Well, so then why can't you reproduce the results in your area with what you've built or not built?
Yeah, I didn't already
Even
produce
if you did, you would deny it, Paul.
Exactly. I already
I
did
can't
produce
deny reality. That's the thing.
You
You guys
tried.
think you
You
cannot
tried to
lie,
deny
but you
it.
can't. And then when I bring the reality,
What
you
is
tell
this
me I'm
shit
denying
then, dude? You told me you were so far beyond me. I'm fucking neck and neck with you.
Good for you, Landry.
So what?
Then
You're
everything
fucking
should be
maximized.
good
But it's
for
not a
you,
lie.
Landry. Then everything should be great. By the way, I'm not seeing the same charts there, but that's fine.
What do you mean? What's the difference? So we have what? 50K views, 4.6K watch time, plus 67. Obviously, you don't have your shit monetized because you're PayPal and all that. That's no problem. We go to you. We are.
You're missing
essentially
you're missing
neck
an
and neck.
extreme. You're missing an extreme idea here as well.
What's the extreme idea?
You make 3 to 5 broadcasts a day. I broadcast once every 5 days. So that means I have 5 times the analytics than you, because if I broadcasted 3 to 5 times a day, it would times 5 my analytics.
Wouldn't
So
do that.
I, by definition, have 5 times the analytics. And that's why if you go to my views, I have about 5 times your views. So very cherry-picked, sort of in denial, delusory metric. Yeah, that's how that works. It adds it up based on how many broadcasts you do. So if I averaged 1,000 views or more, and I did a broadcast every day, then I'd have 5,000.
When did I start?
I'd have 5 times the metrics of what you just showed there and what I showed there. So
Well, then
it's
do
not
it.
apples and
Then
oranges.
do that.
It's apples and oranges, not apples and apples. We also have to take into the fact that I burned a first channel that was minimally doing 2,000 to 4,000 a month in cash, and had 24,000 subscribers within a 6 month to a year trajectory. Okay, so again, another beta campaign of equalization and equivocation that amounts to nothing if you're being honest with yourself and everyone else. But I'll accept it if you want to act like once every 5 days is equivalent to 5 times a day. We have the same metrics. Then I'll accept that.
Can we accept that you both still have small penises, regardless of what the metrics show?
I actually can't because I
willing to
rechecked
put
on that.
I'm willing to
report
put money
that.
on it. Let's do that.
Now you want to see my dick. Well, I knew this would come to this at some
No,
point.
you know
This
what?
is what's behind all of it, isn't it?
I'm
Really?
having to follow in the footsteps of my forefather, who in flat Earth's name we pray.
Yeah, I've said for the longest time that I had a small penis. Turned out I just had big stomach syndrome, BSS. So I actually measured recently, and I'm not doing too bad.
Thank you so much, Lindsay.
Did you measure from your taint?
No, I measured from the top, above the, not underneath where the balls are, but
from
the top
of his skull,
from the guns, right? From the guns.
Bro,
I
if you
measured from the
measure
guns.
from the bottom, you can get at least another inch out of it. Pro tip.
Oh, okay. Hey, be right back.
Thank God he told us he was leaving. He was.
So Landry, how do you feel now that we uncovered that I have 5 times the analytics that you do? I can stream 1/5 of the time.
Now
and,
you're obfuscating again.
well, that's what it is. I can stream 1/5 of the time and get equal, if not more, than your metrics. That's what we just uncovered.
So let's break it down then, right? You want to put in hours streamed, right?
Right.
We could do the exact calculations. I'm happy to do that. That sounds like a fun project, right?
Right.
But I thought it didn't matter. Also,
you were the one making
when
the
you're
point
starting,
and doubling and
I
tripling
know.
down on we're the same thing. It's all the same, but you left out some key
I'm not
factors.
saying that you're not. No, I'm not saying that you're
made you-
not still ahead. I'll definitely not concede that we're on an equal playing
Yeah,
field.
that and
what
a
I will
dollar get me
say,
on the bus tomorrow.
what I will say is that I'm just now starting, and there's nothing but Paul lovers just coming in. You cannot get rid of these motherfuckers. They just nonstop with the, what are you doing? You're failing. This is the metric that you find success in. And it's like, you would think they're coming from somebody like Mr. Beast, the way they talk about you. And it's just not true. We're close enough to where those people can at least be
Extreme maximization. Nobody claimed
That's
that.
what you
Again, I
do,
think
right?
the claim is pretty
Maximization.
simple. I think the claim is pretty simple. If we look at Chili DeCastro and Brian from High Impact and other folks like that who found it necessary to have me on with regularity because they saw power with my performance and with what I do in court and value that they sell products for but don't actually bring the experience for, it would make sense that I would be equal, if not superior to them in metrics. And it's not even close because the system and the deck is rigged.
Bro.
Now, with that said, I'm not going to let that hold me back. I'm going to continue to try to inspire and motivate myself and probably maximize at times and call 50 subs 100 because they've taken 23,000 from me. And that's none of you guys' fault or problem.
They took them from you.
And that's what I want to question, Paul. Because somebody down in chat, does it matter, asked me, why did I go to Paul's platform to begin with? Well, back then it was Paul Unslaved. And you had that 22,000 subs. And I was listening to you talk about constitutional law. That's what attracted me. Then you got fucking victim feeler hurt because they took that channel and you changed your platform. Now you're this narcissistic pig tearing everybody down to turn around and build them back up because you're this great heroin junkie that came to enlightenment and knows all about the universe during his heroin addiction. Good work, buddy.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for noticing and taking note of me. And again, it's the same platform that got you all the money for your ailments that you created for yourself that you couldn't get on your own. So this is how you show how thankful and grateful you are, of course.
Yeah, and
this is how you show how faithful you are, how honorable you are.
And I couldn't get it on my own. But remember, of course, folks, that's what I wanted was $5,000, right? I wanted you people to pay for the hospital.
Well, no, you needed it, but you claim you didn't need it. You wanted it, right? Mincing words, playing fucking power games.
Again, jumping in over me. Power games, you motherfucker.
When you do
ain't
it's
no
different.
power.
I know, I got it.
Because I've showed $17,459 bill that comes every 6 weeks. You may owe nothing. Why? Because I know how to work the contract. I'm not privy to the contract. I'm a third-party benefactor, yet fucking ignorant. You want to talk about the loss goes from the bottom up. You're fucking stupid while you profess your Christianity and all power that which is ordained by God. You insolent fucking heathen blasphemous motherfucker.
I'm still the insolent heathen blasphemous motherfucker who you needed to get you your cash while you say you don't need cash to treat your cancer and buy motorbikes.
And there you go, projecting that I needed the cash to pay for my cancer and get motorbikes. And that's not how it happened. You keep projecting this thing that I did it. You insolent fuck.
Again, without me and the audience I cultivated and the platform you were seen on regularly.
The one you culted.
No, I said cultivated in the sense of showing
the root
up.
is culted. The root
is it different when you talk over me versus when I do it for you? Because I keep yielding to let you.
Projections.
Okay.
Fuck you and your projections. Let's get this shit clear. Because the root of it is
yelling on the internet award goes to Wizard today. See,
no, he has not come close to doing it as often as you, Paul. Come on.
I know, but when he does it, you won't ask him to take a breath.
Rare. It's rare, dude.
But
you're hypocritical here. We have a double triple standard.
You'll ask me to shut me up. You fucking.
If we were on Jack's channel,
have I done that yet?
if
As
you
you
were,
sit
if we
there
were
and
on
claim
Jack's
that you
panel,
More
give these
projections
people
of what I
voice-
would do. We're not in the now. You didn't learn from your daddy, your second daddy, your mommy, who you went over to, Jack, for the longest time after you got a bad taste with me.
You claim
Now
to be
you're on to some other step parents because it didn't work out there either.
as you claim to be a protector of the First Amendment, and you claim, oh, you give those people.
All you have to do is look at how parasitic you guys are and how incestuous you are, where you can't create your own shit for any amount of time, and you have to be on other people's channels with regularity in order to be relevant.
that's you doing the same
I
thing.
may
dude.
be at these other places, but I don't need to do that for relevancy and to
No,
bring
you
value.
need,
Oh,
dude,
no,
you
you
need
do.
us. You
I'm
need
not
us.
getting
One of us.
any benefits from
One
being here
of
today,
us.
viewer wise or
But
cash
one
wise or
of
anything
us.
else.
Paul,
One
you'd be
of
nothing
us.
without us. We made you. We taught you everything you know about broadcasting. We gave you all your subs.
No, you got
They
it
all come from
backward.
us.
If
You
you,
got it
if,
backward.
if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't even know what
I'm
legal lawful
your
was.
daddy, not the other way around. Remember?
No,
I had
dude,
to
think
get
that- I
Wizard
think
in
that
front of
barely
your
should be-
street,
My
man.
daddy. This
I had to
dude may
inspire
have
you to
made
start a
that mistake.
broadcast to pay
I
your
didn't.
bills,
Neither did I.
right?
Now
I had to bring two channels to Landry to give him a boost in live views.
calling Landry world's best mommy. I did do that once, but I did it
Great.
under an alt, so nobody knew it was me until now, so I can deny
I
it.
didn't know you had alts.
I don't use them much.
And by the way, why did me wanting to do a bit non-bit Wizard put you in such a rage that you said you'd never be back and then never stop talking about me since? Why was that such a big problem for you?
Because we'd already discussed it twice. And in our second agreement, you agreed that according to Matthew 18, verses 15 through 20, there's a process called private process, where if you had a beef with me, you would bring it to me in private. And instead, you wanted to bring Snafu up and play a bit non-bit, making it a public issue again. You had aught with me, and instead of bringing it to me in the private, you played your bit non-bit. I told you I'm not going to play those kind of bit non-bits. If
I
I'm going
didn't
to
have an issue with you.
If I'm going to do a bit non-bit, it's going to be my bit non-bit, and you'll notice my bit non-bit that I played for a month and a half didn't say a fucking word, was a comedy bit non-bit, and you giggle like a 10-year-old fucking boy. See,
I don't deny that.
my bit non-bit is a little bit different. Your bit non-bit is a judgmental fucking passive fucking aggression of telling people your accusatory fucking detrimental fucking bitter words towards them.
Fucking, but I'm bitter. So what does Snafu Snaps coming up and doing as you put the bit non-bit of him going to the bank with a piece of paper that says I'm the bank manager, which everyone got laughs out of, which was entertaining, which obviously wasn't what you do, whether we believe in your process or not. I can't do that on my broadcast. I can't have Snafu walk into the bank with a piece of paper and claim he's the bank manager and say he's doing what you do.
Sure you can. But when you bring him up on panels specifically to interrupt and overtalk, you train people like that to do that. You use people like that.
Did I train you to do it here today?
That's your blood sports shit. And I don't
okay.
Like
So
I
Daddy
said,
did it all again, but he's not Daddy. Right.
Yeah,
Daddy didn't love us. Daddy gave us money, but we didn't want it.
Snafu's daddy. You're for sure Snafu's daddy. Nobody denies that.
Dude, it's crazy,
I
though,
have a
man. It's like
question.
it's bizarre. Like yesterday,
No,
I have a
Snafu had
question.
just, after fighting me and lying on me and striking my channels and me being forgiving over and over again and attempting to do fellowship with him, has finally started to find some love or acceptance with me and what I do, and believes that I'm not a pogo, as he said for so long, because he knows the story of
The silver lining to all of this is the Powdered Dusty got to actually speak with a Christed being. Flo, do you feel any better about your take on religion?
Which one? Which Christed being did I speak to? I must have missed it. I don't really talk to
well.
myself.
Well, Paul,
Well, I mean, yeah. Could you bless me before we go here tonight?
I don't think even God himself could bless you, let alone a God of all media. I mean, I'm very limited in my powers and scope.
Do you think that
where
my
two or
evilness
more
is
are
as
gathered
powerful as
in
God's
Paul's
goodness?
name.
You may not think well of me, but you certainly think highly.
I don't know what that means.
Where two or more are gathered in
I
Paul's
think that's
name,
another
so
coat projection,
shall
if
he
I had to
be.
guess.
No, just let it sit with you. You'll get it real quick.
All right, so the energy's fizzling out. And,
It's not, though.
It's
It's not
going
fizzling
nowhere. There hasn't been a
The
point made.
energy's
It's just a
still-
bunch
dude,
of feelers
here's
while you
what you don't
project onto
understand.
me and
I've said this many
cherry pick
times.
facts and deny realities.
That's the same thing you do, but that's fun. I
I'm not
told
doing
you
that.
you do that. We've seen 3 examples of it tonight. I mean, what are you talking about with
What
the
are the 3
numbers?
examples
You're,
again? Remind me.
you're minimizing and maximizing with the numbers when you get called out on that. With the El Perro, when you said it was begging, when you said that you put these stories out there that are so exaggerated.
I've copped to the facts that there are times where I minimize and maximize when I'm in the
Okay,
heat of the moment.
so
I don't equate that to telling
do
outright
I
lies to try
lie
to
and
demean
tell
and
the
devalue
truth?
someone.
Yeah, you do it in an accusatory manner to make the other person look bad. That's the problem.
I didn't need to make you look bad. You already looked like
the
shit.
fuck
That's
you
what you're not
did.
getting.
The fuck you didn't.
You tantrumed and said you would never be back and haven't stopped writing poems about me, doing broadcasts about me, and typing in every chat under 20 alternate accounts for the last
You're
year.
maximizing again.
Okay?
Let me maximize because you had you and your crew go around and strike 19
There's
of my
no
channels.
me and my crew.
You had 19.
Yes, there is.
You had 19 of my channels struck, but you ignorant fucks are so fucking dumb. You don't understand. I turned around and made 19 more
Because other
channels.
people think that you're a jerk off and look like shit and don't want you around
Dude,
anymore.
More
That's me. I
people
did
think
that.
that about
Right.
you than Perro. Come on.
My channels haven't been stricken in over a year now because
Because
whether
you are
I'm
the
an
strike
asshole or
team.
not, maximize or not, I think most people, even the people who don't like me, think that I want to do good or be good.
Dude, there's only like 1 strike team. You tamed the dog. What do you expect?
Again, this is just, you got an answer for every day of the week of why it's not that, what it seems to be and what it looks like.
What do
So
you
I've taken
mean?
accountability tonight. I've copped to what it
Who's
is
the
versus what has
P-bomber?
been said. You're denying every allegation, spinning and twisting, and then blaming me for your results.
I'm not. I'll cop to any truth that comes up, and I always have.
So I'm the reason now that El Slavo is not liked by pretty much anyone. I did that. I'm responsible for that, even though I'm not a god of all media and nobody's daddy, right?
That's your
Vietnam bit
projection.
again.
You ask these people if they like me. Why don't you ask these
Did
people?
I
if
ever
they like
encourage anybody to strike you or anyone else's channels?
me? Ask you. No, let's stay on the thing you just said.
I'm right here.
Yeah, let's stay on the thing you just said. None of these people like him. Why don't you ask them? The only people that don't like me are the people that are in your cultivated society.
They don't respect you and your presentment because you've shown who and what
Who
you
is
are over
they?
and over again.
Who is
The
they?
majority of
See,
folks
you
here.
generalizing. See, there you go.
All the people who
generalizing.
contributed 5,000 to you that haven't given you
Yeah,
shit
again,
since. Those people.
maximizing. See, this is exactly what he's talking about. You maximize and say
It's amazing.
everybody.
We're acting like we don't know what we're talking about here.
Hey, can I ask you a question real quick? I want to. Sorry, just real. This is important to me, Paul. And I'm asking this with all my heart. Do you love yourself?
I'm sure there's ways that I do or try to. I'm sure there's ways that I could improve.
Do you hate
There's
yourself?
probably ways that I want to believe that I do or believe that I do that if you
What
held
do you
me
love,
to, I
what do
probably
you love
don't.
about yourself?
I wouldn't call it love
What do
about
you
myself.
appreciate the
I would
most
say
about
that
yourself?
that's a better way of putting it. I think there are certain things
Cynthia
about
says
me.
she's cool with me. I love you too, Cynthia. Be blessed.
I think there are certain things that God has blessed me with that make up for the other things that I may not possess or strive for.
What
Always looked at
on
Cynthia.
the inverted side though, and I'm trying to be I want to be reflective of these things in myself. So I'm just asking you, what are the dark things in yourself that you feel that you can't look at, that you want to look away from? What are those things?
I guess I don't know if this would be considered part of the criteria, but continuing to live a certain way, knowing that that might bring me back to court over and over again, and potentially go to prison.
Okay. That's something that you hate about yourself, or that you would not want to?
No, it's a testing or challenging, darker aspect to the creational experience. I try to just transcend it or transmute it. I would say at times my laziness, it seems a little bit more to be a self-starter, right? And have to like motivate myself and convince myself to move forward with what I know I need to do. My at times lack of attention to detail,
Question. If your viral video of driving around without a license plate on managed to get, up, let's say 20 people took that and lived by that example and then ended up in jail, would you remove that video?
No, because I have 3 more videos where I'm taken out of the car and arrested, and content creators did whole viral videos on that, mocking me and making fun of me because of the look on my face, as if I didn't know that I was going to go to jail, right? So no, why would I? It's equal opportunity. This is the actual experience. This is what potentially can happen, and you're probably more likely to get arrested and go to jail than you are to drive off with nothing. And I think that my channel reflects that. So I don't hide the darker or negative aspects of the results. I put that on display, potentially to my own detriment.
But that's the answer that you're comfortable with, right? There's another side here that I can't force anyone to do anything here, but can we look at the aspects of how we treat people in this community, non-community, and the way that we organize in this space? Because that's where I keep thinking that has never been a part of the loop. From what I can tell, nobody seems to cop to the fact that we position ourselves here in certain ways. Where I see you call out everyone these power games and this and that. How can we not acknowledge the way that we do it ourselves when we call it out with everyone else?
You're asking me a question from the negative. You want me to answer a question from the negative? How can we not?
I just want to know, like, when you're in this space, do you not use people as pawns to sort of get your goals completed? And rather than just them being people, you kind of see them as, okay, what can I get this guy to do for me? How far can I take this?
Can you give me an example?
I think Snafu would be the furthest extreme. OTW is another one. It's pretty far out there.
No, I don't. When Snafu shows up on my broadcast, I almost immediately remind him of what I want and need there. And I almost immediately admonish him not to bring in other people and start trash talking people, because I don't want to be a part of it.
So easily conditioned to Daddy's love. A platform where he can run his mouth when he wants to, because Daddy will let him.
Again, I allow anybody to show up on my broadcast.
Except me.
I've never kept you. This is where it always goes back to.
Oh, no.
You're literally all just wanting access to me and what I do, but you just can't be man enough to say, I want to co-create with you, whether I think you're a jerk off or not, and I want to speak on the issues and the fact. Wizard, you don't think that on some level...
You get to project that I'm a lying, begging thief, falsifying my cancer. As long as that's your I didn't
say that. And if you're going to attribute what Snafu says to me, you're not being honest.
Snafu does say
what's fine. You're free to call me what I'm not, and it doesn't bother me because everyone, including me, knows I haven't been on heroin in 12 fucking years or more.
I know, because now you're so sassy. Yeah, you're a Taurus.
Yes, I am. I'm as sassy and fine as they get. Whatever you want it to be, dude. Whatever you want it to be.
Well, I want it to be silence because you're running your mouth.
Well, then stop typing and stop yapping and go off into retirement.
Oh, you can run your mouth in a bitter way.
Go fishing all day, every day and have peace. You don't want that. So why say it?
You can run your mouth in a bitter way about everybody else. But when somebody wants to speak the truth about your bitterness, now you want to project and intimidate that they're the ones doing it.
No. Landry already asked a great question. What are the darker aspects of me? And I think they've showed up here in external form. You are a perfect example of the lack of attention to detail, the laziness, the procrastination, the entitlement, the selfishness, the greed, and all the rest of it that lives within me that I don't want in me, or I want out of me, or I want to demonstrate with me. Right? Get that demon straight. You let it fly on display because that's all of who and what you are, and you take pride in it, right? I don't want to be it. And I acknowledge it lives within me, but I'm attempting to straighten it before I get 65 broke and diseased, chain smoking cigarettes and projecting my failures onto everyone else on the internet.
Yeah, and that's, of course, a projection about me.
So that was a perfect question that led to a perfect answer of you are all the darker aspects of me, as you even admit you are the dark wizard and the clown. Okay, so while those things can be...
I missed the super chat. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to miss this. It's a question to Paul. Paul, if you stop being so insecure and stop being afraid of people discarding you, you may be able to find friendships again.
I don't know what that means. Again, another projection. I have 7 people as of yesterday, from 6 up from 3 over the course of 2 weeks.
What does that mean?
It means that I at least believe, whether I'm delusional or not, I guess we're all going to find out, that I have people who are willing, who trust me, who find value in what I do.
So they're not on the land yet.
And those would be suckers. Oh, and let's talk about...
Right, so let's hate on Paul and what he's trying to do all the way till he either gets it done or doesn't, right? While you do little to nothing.
But it's already got to be done because you're already in a place but the place isn't good enough for you. The land is desolate. Not Paul and the 5 people that are supposed to be able to steward the land and redeem the land as possessors of the land in stewardship as a sojourner with the God that
Are you
gave
doing
you
that?
the land.
Are you doing that?
Oh, let's talk about what you're professing you're doing
Right.
while
So
sitting
you're
on
going to
land.
give me advice twice my
While
age from something
sitting-
you're not doing
while
that I'm
sitting on
at
land.
least attempting to do.
He's not
Yes,
claiming
you're
he's
right.
doing
I
it.
don't want to live in a sandbox next to power lines. Forgive me. I'm such a bad person.
So you picked a bad spot and you're blaming it on the land and going to move somewhere
I'm not
else.
blaming
because
anything on
better
anything.
land.
We're picking up, moving on. We 3 to 4
I want to say
the
something.
investment.
Peril.
Hello?
I like the energy,
Hello?
but it is getting a little redundant. Can we bring it down a little
We
bit?
3 to 4x the investment. We're moving on to bigger and better options that include trees and wells and self-sustainability to some extent. It's better on all levels. Is there something wrong with doing and being and having better in your life over the long enough period of time,
What
or
does
would
it
you rather
mean,
me
though?
stay the same? And
This
and-
is a
and-
script. Being and having and doing better.
I just explained it.
and I get
Going
nothing
from a
but criticism.
10-acre sandbox with power
land,
lines next door.
acquisition, power.
What about the place before that
Hello?
and the place before that?
What about the place before that?
Exactly. With the same condition.
How you doing, Joe Cool?
Land wasn't suitable.
What's going on?
So you had to move, or you weren't suitable.
There's a
but
property
they
of
told you to move.
There's a property. It's not ideal. There's a property of 40 acres that's 17 miles up a dirt road in a mountain with rocks in the way where you need a lifted 4x4 to get in and out. And you're lucky if you can get in and out during the winter months when it dumps on everybody. Okay. So Wizard, this is laughable. I have a master mechanic out here with 3 lifted trucks, fucking 10s and all the rest of it. And he's saying it's not ideal. Not to mention we can't drill a well and it's high desert.
Because nobody knows how to steward the land. Imagine that.
Oh, well, if we
could
only
learn
had
this,
you there to take another bowl hit and tell us all from the couch how to do it without being it yourself or organizing it yourself.
Hey, come
What
on,
up,
man. You
David?
got to get off the couch before you criticize others for being on the couch. But then
Okay,
I get criticized. Oh, what did you do, Landy?
I'm
You went for a
doing
fucking
way
walk?
more on the
You
couch
went for
than
a
he is
walk?
off the couch. So I do have freedom to speak from the couch.
That's retarded. You just said you have
Because
the ability
apparently when I speak or move, other people move. So we come together, just like when Wizard got his 5,000. When I said, hey, I encourage everybody to contribute, they got up and moved their ass for some reason. That's a quality of
another
leadership.
super chat from Ruben Crab saying, Paul, you've created a rough exterior to keep people at arm's reach because you're afraid of being loved and then losing it. We love you, Paul. I would second
Very
that.
good,
I would
Ruben.
There
very
might
much
be-
second that.
There might be some truth to that. You're not breaking ground here. I've talked about that many times on my
Landry,
broadcast.
that's what I gotten back.
There's a reason why, on some level, whether it's valid or not, that I'm that way. And you guys are a great example of
He's
What could you
actually
do?
just like this is his heart. and
We
he
tried.
just
I tried to
rejected
love
it.
you years
So
ago,
I
buddy.
kind of just always feel
great
sorry
stuff,
for him.
Cynthia. You're a regular
He
psychologist.
is.
You get the
He's
Maybe
a
we-
wounded
maybe we
child
could be his
who
mama.
feels abandoned and doesn't like
his
women
for
because of
your
it.
health and safety. You're a regular
You're
genius.
Does someone need a
hugged by all
mommy?
of us right now, Paul. This is your warm mama
I don't
energy.
love you,
hug.
Paul.
Stay away from me and don't tell me.
You're
Wait, is this
being
loving right now or is this
accepted
passive aggressive?
despite your
I don't want to be
bitterness.
accepted by you
You're
people.
being
That's the thing. You don't
loved.
get it.
You don't.
I don't want to touch by you and I don't want to be accepted by you. Stay away from me.
Look,
I remember that.
So is this love again right now, just like it was that day, or was it passive aggressive kind of poking fun at
You
me?
just need a mommy. It's okay.
it's-
And all of you beta males are going to try to run for being my mommy, aren't you? You're all competing for that spot to be the mommy. And how sweet,
Okay.
sweet of you.
Beta male.
Well, we can't calm you down, Paul. So we might as well at least enjoy, have fun with it. So
Right. It's pick on Paulie. Paulie's not loving enough. We're very loving. Paulie's not honest enough. We're very honest. Paulie has the same metrics as us, even though it's not even close.
Paulie makes it so even with
It's
that
very
victimhood shit. Y'all attack me every time he reads
I didn't say I'm attacked. I subjected myself to this knowing exactly
Oh,
where it's going to
everybody's
go.
talking about me behind my back and lying about me. You've been a victim since I said they
Yeah.
fucking fucked
Paul,
out
I
your
it's
don't
not
believe
proven
that
lying
your
about me all
intentions are
week.
pure. I
Yeah.
don't believe you have honorable motivations and good faith. I don't believe you want to talk truth. I believe it's all comes down to this. What you just showed. You just proved
Well, let
it.
me ask you, Paul.
You don't really love me. This isn't your love for me, calling me a bitch ass motherfucker.
Yeah, okay.
competing with me for no reason when I'm not competing with you, bringing me up on your broadcast when I don't even mention you on mine, and tell
Yes,
Snafu
you
and others to
fucking do.
not.
You don't do it on
Oh,
yours.
you
You
don't
do it
mention
everywhere
me?
else you go.
You don't mention me.
I mention you on my broadcast, Wizard.
Wizard in your mouth.
Not on
all the
your
time.
broadcast.
I
You
have
do it on
Wizard in my
OTW
mouth all the time on my
on
broadcast. Wow.
Not your broadcast on
Fascinating.
OTWs. You know, OTW is a branch of Unslavia, and you get whatever you want to say there.
Oh,
you can
so
say
now
it.
if I go to Enslavia, where Wizard shows up every day with 20 accounts, and I respond to him, I have him in my mouth all day, every day, even though I don't mention him at all on my broadcast or anywhere else. See the game you're playing?
No, I want to try this. Just give me a second here. Hold on. Oh, sorry, wrong person. No, wait, no, I want this. This is what I want. Oh, nope, wrong.
Spin you,
What's
Dave.
up,
What's
Joko?
going on? Nothing good.
Taking
to
it
see you.
easy, man. How's it
That's-
going with you?
That's the best way to take it, man. I'm gonna take it easy and I'm gonna smoke some weed with you, man. And make sure
It's
I'm
a
taking
deal.
it easy. Been
I'm
sleep
with
all day, man. Been on a long trip.
Same.
I slept all day and I just woke up. Was it?
Same.
Love
Same.
it.
About an hour ago for me. But yeah, you got the right idea. I'm gonna take care of this real quick. Blowing loud.
I'll join you, pal.
What's up, Joe Cool?
What's going on? It's always a pleasure, man. Flo, a pleasure. Modern, good to see you.
We got another. Come on, man. Rude Butt Crab. This is the same guy who put me. No, I wasn't even an F tier. I was so bad that I was not an F tier with another $5. You're a fearful child with his blanket over his head. You're safe, Paul. Daddy will pat your back until you calm down.
Right, because that's a guy who's genuine and honest, the guy who ranked broadcasters, and I wasn't even on the list.
You're mad.
Because it shouldn't bother you.
It doesn't
so
matter
much,
whether
dude.
I'm mad or not. It points out a dynamic of why I'm not safe with you and trustworthy of you. It's simple.
Is that a yes?
You can make
safe.
it all about how I'm a
You are
broken child or
safe.
not. You got to be safe and trustworthy to get someone to feel that. And I could be overly traumatized. It doesn't change the fact that I'm hypersensitive to bad faith and dishonor and shitty intentions or lack of discernment.
Was
Why?
that like
Because I
the
know it
long
lives
way
in
to
me
say yes
to an
or
extent.
The question was, were you mad?
me on the list.
Right.
Again, you're doing the thing that I'm crying about it. There's no benefit or detriment to me of being on or off the list. I'm just pointing out what it means about the list maker. If Jack Talcott, OTW, and the Rotten Tomato and all the rest of them are on a 50-person broadcast list, and I don't make it, even though Laundry does 2 months in,
You mad?
I was still.
You
laughing.
mad?
someone's not
bro.
being honest with themselves and others.
Dude, I was
They must have an issue with me.
You know what I did? Whenever I
can't be
got last place,
unbiased.
I made my own list and I put Rude Mudcrab as first place. So
Great.
That's about how serious we should take
Again,
this
you
shit.
want to
It's
deflect
superficial.
and obfuscate from the psychology and the sub-psychology and project
No,
your
no,
own
no.
onto me while not addressing the original claim.
Oh, Jim from Florida has a headache fund. I'm sorry, man.
Oh, Paul, you should be
we
thrown
were
out and shut
enjoying
up.
ourselves last night.
Because
you
we
know,
love
having
him
a
and
good
care
time.
about him.
No, dude. Listen, Paul, we do. Here's what I want to say. It's where
I
it
know,
comes
you
from
do.
for me.
Totally.
No, it does come from that place for me. I'll tell you that. And that's where I get frustrated when I see sort of what the miscommunication seems to be. Where even with Joe Cole, we didn't get a whole lot done. I mean, we tried to cop watch. We didn't find a whole lot of action, but we tried. You know what I mean? We tried something.
And I enjoyed your company.
You'll try
Yeah.
anything to get attention, including attempting to feed the homeless. Like that's a genuine intention, right? And you're going to
It
bullshit us
is
that it
genuine.
is.
That's why I can't fucking
Okay.
do it on camera.
So
'cause
just
it made me
feed him in
uncomfortable.
private then instead of
I
making it a
did. That's
broadcast.
exactly what I did.
There you go. Imagine
What the
that.
fuck?
Imagine many of us might already do that. And we don't get online and talk about it because we don't need to. We have other things we
I
can
bet that
prevent.
homeless guy doesn't
You're the
care.
only farmer with
I bet-
soft
I bet
hands
he
and no
got something to
calluses. Bless
eat.
you, says Lindsay Smith.
That's funny. Yeah, far with
It's
soft
fascinating because again, I'll bring on the guy with me over here who's a master mechanic who wrenches every single day, all day, and he's got just as smooth of hands because he wears gloves all the time.
hands.
But I know gloves are a foreign idea to Lindsay the Genius
Nonsense.
Smith.
Nonsense.
Yeah, I've
Ain't
been
no
wearing
master
gloves,
mechanic
too. I
got
feel
soft
that.
hands. That's not a thing. Whether you wear gloves
I
or
may not
not.
particularly like Paul, but almost everything being said to him is bad faith arguments from Kazum.
There you go. And
Oh,
Kazumi
no.
is a very third party and impartial being from what I know of him, and doesn't really quite like me or even act like me a lot of the time. And I don't think I'm really his cup of tea. So, and he admits that right there. I didn't even read that first part. I may not particularly like Paul. So he notices what I'm seeing here, that you're all projecting onto me as me while it's you. And this is the reason why like 3 of you at least are on panel right now, because you have
Here's
issues with
what I
me.
want to point out.
And you're not here for Landry and to do co-creation.
Dude,
you're
what are
here
you
to play
talking-
these fucking non-resolution games with me, because this is gonna.
Okay,
You're gonna
let's point something out
go
here,
right
right?
back to it, and nothing was solved, and you're gonna keep it going.
Hold on, sorry, I have to do this. We have him. El Perro is here all the time. We could be doing the most boring thing in the world, and El Perro's going to show up for it. David Wayne's been working a little bit this week, but David Wayne is the same thing. He'll show up. Flow State's got to, be punching up, so he won't be here as often. That's a fair situation. Joe Cool actually came, and we were in real life in my fucking car. So come on, Paul, get real.
And yes, people attack you, man, but you kind of bring it on yourself. Kazumi is right. Motherfuckers attack you all the time, but we're men. We got no fucking
Don't deny
patience
that.
for. Hold on, I wasn't done. We got no patience for some motherfucker who whine and cry all the time. Men jump that guy. Seriously, I don't give a fuck how good it's going. You're gonna read a chat from comment and you're gonna be like, "Y'all attack me," and it's gonna open a floodgate. You play a role in getting attacked.
Wait,
all
so
the
you're
time.
admitting to being predatory and hyena-like? That when someone
you
that's
admitting
what you
to
heard?
being gay, motherfucker?
Wait, so me showing any authentic emotion or being vulnerable makes me gay?
No,
If
no,
you
no, no, no.
rephrase that shit like that to play a victim, yes. You understand what I'm saying? When a dog comes into the kennel with shit energy, the other dogs jump him. Nigga, change
Yeah,
your
you're
energy.
talking criminally minded predatory instincts. That's not.
You need that,
virtuous.
don't you? You need it to be criminally minded so you don't have to
Of course
fucking
it
face
is.
reality.
You're talking
right
like someone in prison who's lost all hope and
Dude,
lost all
have
faith.
you heard yourself, man? I've heard you. I came and told him to stop
I don't
sucking
deny
Satan's
that
dick, man. Like, come on.
I don't
dude.
deny that lives within me. I'm just saying Joe Cool is right now supposedly conscious in a present manner, holding that up as something virtuous and or what we all should
just
be
make
doing
an
or are doing.
observation. If you
There
didn't
was a
cry so much
time-
and make yourself a victim, niggas wouldn't attack you
So
so
you're
much.
admitting that if I'm weak or if I show vulnerability or true care, that you and the others are going to jump me
No.
because that's
I
unacceptable.
am not
No,
even
no, no.
just
Admitting
talking
it.
about. You needed to be
Thank
about
you
you,
for
nigga.
admitting
I'm
that you're a
talking about
collectivist,
human nature.
predatory scum. Thank you.
Look,
That's
Criminally
Psyop.
minded
He's
scum.
just
I
like
already
a
knew that.
fucking woman.
That's why I don't feel trusting
I'm
and
such
safe
a
around you.
victim.
And I got news for you.
I
If we
don't
were
really
in the room
care about
together,
what you're saying.
if
I
we
need
were
to
in the
make it
room
where I'm a
together and you
victim
tried
in
to
it.
actually
Nigga,
jump
I
me, you
wasn't
get the
talking about your
surprise of your
goof
life.
ass. I'm talking
Okay?
about humans, period.
So
It's
let's
human
stop
nature,
pretending
period.
over the internet and LARPing.
Make it about Paul. It's
Let's stop
human
pretending
nature,
over the internet and
period.
LARPing. I would almost
It's
pay for
human
all
nature,
5 of you to
period.
jump me in one room.
I don't
and
want
do
to
what you
jump
say you're
you.
going to do
I
on
don't
the
want
internet.
to jump
being
you.
jumped.
I
It's
would
human
pay you to
nature.
try to do it.
Fucking
Because I
Paul,
want
you
to
ain't
see you get it
special.
done.
You ain't special, Paul. It's human
And
nature.
make sure when I'm being
Stop
weak and
making it
vulnerable
about
before
you,
I
nigga.
switch into another mode that you get it done.
I don't even know what you're
I'm
talking
here to
about
try to
because
be
you don't went
supportive.
off to
No.
you don't went off on a tangent to save
but
Oh,
yourself so
isn't
you don't
Paul
have
leading
to
the group
face
to
reality.
steal land from another? There we go.
I
More
want to point
lies and
something out,
projections.
right?
Let's
Paul,
highlight it too, Landry, because we're going to jump on board as Joe Cool just revealed all of you. He thought he was being cool and cute and clever. He just revealed the psychology of all of you. Thank
No,
you. I couldn't
you're
have said it better
a
myself.
Cool. I never liked him anyways. Paul's right.
Right, fuck Joe.
I said it from the beginning. He just
I
admitted
gotta
it without
switch things up or I get
Amazing.
bored.
Everything I say, you guys, if you
no,
talk
you
long enough,
said-
admit it's true. And that was how I
yes.
started off this conversation. I don't feel
Everything
safe and
Paul's ever
trusting
said
with
has
you.
been
Hey,
It
completely
might
true.
be hypersensitive and traumatized.
Guess-
I'll even
guess
give
what?
you that. It doesn't bother me to be vulnerable and real like it does the rest of you. I'll be an
Is
open
that,
book.
see how
I'll be
you
the biggest-
gotta rephrase some
Right? And
shit,
the
Paul?
reason
How
I
you
don't
have
feel
to
safe and
rephrase?
trusting around you is because
We
we
say
show vulnerability,
hypersensitive
criminally
and
minded
soft
scum like
ass
you try to take
motherfucker,
advantage
and
of it.
you rephrase it to "I'm real."
Right.
Ain't nothing
Right.
that
Joe
fucking
Cool, you
good
wouldn't
about
do
being
shit. You wouldn't bust a
hypersensitive.
grape in a fruit fight. Who are you
Joe
kidding?
Cool doesn't do things on the ground.
I'm not trying to fight a motherfucker no way, Paul. I'm just trying to explain
So
how
then
some
cut the
big old
bullshit
nigga
about how
whines
you're
and
going to jump
cries
a
all day.
motherfucker because he's being real or vulnerable. How about showing some fucking love?
I am
instead
just
of
talking
some
about a
passive
big ass
aggressive
nigga
hate?
who cry all the time. This is your grow
Oh,
up
okay.
right
I'm
now.
crying. Boo hoo. Let me get up.
Yes. Everybody's
Boo-hoo.
attacks
Someone
me
get
all
me a
the
tissue.
fucking
Dude,
time.
do you
You don't
remember
get
when
tired
you-
of that fucking song, nigga?
I'm crying now.
Don't you get tired of that shit being a victim, Paul?
Don't you get tired of being a fake
that a
ass,
yes
passive
or a
aggressive,
no?
wannabe cool
Is that a
motherfucker
yes
who
or a
named
no?
himself
Dude,
Joe Cool?
is
I know
cool.
you
Ain't
think
that
I'm cool now,
Tips
nigga.
I got from
Thank you.
Wizard that don't even work.
I love hearing that from Paul too about all the people who don't work. Like, Paul, does this work?
I was talking about Wizard stamps. I've been getting these stamps from Wizard. He says they work. I take them to the post office. They're like, "What the fuck is this?"
Fuck you, Wizard, with that.
Oh, you
stamp
can't
shit.
do a bit non-bit. Oh no, you can because it's double triple standard here, right? So you can do a bit non-bit with Wizard.
No,
you
we just
can.
don't care
I
about your
can't.
whining.
Snafu can't.
Everybody
right?
is well past trying to like pacify you. Nobody gives a
Yeah,
fuck.
right.
says, I
Fuck
demand
No one's
squatters'
ever tried
rights.
to pacify me. That's
We've
ridiculous
been
claim.
trying to talk you down from the ledge
Ridiculous
for
claim.
years,
There's
bro.
no ledge.
Right.
No
That's a
ledge,
good
as
way
Wizard
to
would
put
like to
it.
say. There's no ledge. KNOW.
Won't you step back from that
That
ledge?
ledge,
Hey,
my friend.
Here's
It's
what
the
I'm trying to say,
projection.
though, right?
You guys are all cool and calm and collected and got it together and know yourselves and
Okay,
are
you're not
actualizing
gonna
and
step
realize
back. How can
you're
we
not
get you to
any of
jump off?
that. You're in denial. You're delusional. You play power games. You project lies onto other people. And when
Right.
Oh, sorry,
Yep.
my bad. Wrong guy.
hey, let's go to the next one
All the
now.
things you say are right.
Non-tent. It's a non-tent cycle.
All right. What have I done to you?
Recently that I know of, well, you admitted the other day you did a broadcast about me, but I don't mind. I mean, it's all fair game, right? If I was what you said I was, I'd have my team strike you, but it hasn't happened yet. So
You're right. I'm a liar. I lied all about you.
okay, there you go. See how easy that
Everything
was?
I've
You can
ever
bring
said
everyone
about
back up
you is a
now.
lie.
You lied about everything, and if you're willing to cop to that, then we can move forward. I don't give a fuck because
You have
like,
you have a
I
monopoly.
just showed if you
Paul,
want to consider it a lie, I maximized
why are
on
you
my.
talking over me when I'm giving you everything you want? I'm trying to tell you everything that you say is correct. You have the truth.
Right,
Fuck
but it's
Chuck
passive
Norris.
aggressive. See, you're still doing the game even when we're not supposed to be doing the game, right? You're passive aggressively
No,
agreeing with me
We're gonna
because
play
now
the
you're
game,
trying to
Paul,
pacify me
because
and placate me because you just
I
can't
know
be
that you don't
honorable and
have kids, but
honest.
you've been around kids enough. You understand that when you have a baby that like you won't stop crying no matter what. You at some point you're just like, oh well, fuck it. We might as well just have
Right.
fun.
That's what it is.
We're breaking it from its binky. What's your binky? What's your issue?
Got it.
There's
breaking me from my
something is
binky.
clearly agitating you. You're constantly in a state of rah rah rah. You're doing this blah blah blah.
It's weird because earlier today when I was with
There's
Mr.
some sort of-
Talcott as
hold
Landry
on.
played,
There's
it
some
didn't
sort of
seem
discomfort. If you could identify it, we can maybe remedy it for it. But you can't identify it.
I can identify it.
What is it?
I don't. You already identified it for me. Rude Mudcrab did. I'm just going along with it.
I didn't see what rude. I was.
I know
not
because you're
being-
never paying attention or actively listening. You're always waiting for your
Okay,
next
so you
fucking
wanna-
game you're going to play.
Do you want to?
So
Since you know what it
Rude
is, you wanna remind
Mudcrab
me, or do you wanna play a
revealed
little
what I
withholding
already was
games?
honest about on my broadcast, that I don't feel safe and trusting around
Right.
people who do certain things, nor do I believe that I should.
What am I asking you to trust me with?
Again, I'm not saying that you are. You asked me a question.
You
Why
don't
do I
need to
have
be-
an
you don't
on-guard
need to
presentment at
feel
times?
Safe or trusting. You don't need to feel safe or trusting. You need to recognize that you cannot trust people, and you'll be just fine being around them.
I don't deny that.
Okay.
That's part of my walk in faith, right?
Same with
We
all
need
the
to
other
practice
people. This
enough.
whole gray rock concept is retarded. Like it's ridiculous, dude. None of the
You just don't like it
power
because
game.
it doesn't benefit you, right?
No,
That's all this
here's-
really amounts
that's
to.
the only
You
reason
wanna
why I'm
talk
talking to
about
you,
playing
Paul.
Well, I got one real question though. If you're gonna gray rock somebody, wouldn't it be somebody like Andrew rather than somebody that already is a gray rock and means nothing?
I don't know what gray rock I'm at. To
It's
Google it,
ignore
I
them
guess.
until they go
Gray rock
away,
is like
right?
bad crack.
Gray rock.
Talk about
Man, that
power
was
games.
funny.
It's saying don't watch them when nobody watches me. Don't you get it?
Right, so it should have no effect.
don't
Landry
give
shouldn't
one-
be worried about it.
Exactly.
If nobody's
Hey,
watching,
I
if-
know,
if-
you know my
yeah.
issue has nothing to do with you, Paul. I've been trying to have a meaningful resolution with your son, Mr. Patrick. He avoids it because you tell him what to do, and he got his feelings hurt over $100. And instead of sort of conceding, he's gonna do what you want him to do. But as soon as you,
Patrick doesn't seem bothered by any of this. Why are you?
he still talks about me all the time. He spends what fucking
That means he's bothered by it because he uses your nonsense as non-tent and he admits he doesn't have much of his own at times. He's freely open and honest, like you're not.
I'm definitely as honest.
Why I respect him because he says his broadcast is garbage at times.
I've
You
said my
respect-
fucking.
he said
What if I
he's
said my
He says
broadcast
a
wasn't
large part of
garbage?
the
Dude?
reason
What are you
people
talking
go over
about?
there is because I show up there and bring people there. He
You
says
respect
also
him
that
because
sometimes
you
he's in
feel safe
alignment.
around
and
him
he-
because he'll submit.
Yeah,
He
dude,
respect
that's
anyone who
But look,
submits.
listen
and
to me.
agrees
Hold on,
with
listen
you.
to me. If you insist on people submitting to you in order as a prerequisite of being around you, you're only going to be around shitty submissive people.
I don't consider you and other people here to be very courageous or honorable or
I want to say,
non-submissive.
hold on, I'm sorry. I have to do
You
this. I'm sorry,
dodged
I'm
what he
sorry.
said.
Just let me
I
get
don't
your,
see how it relates to him, and I don't see it makes.
It's not about me. I'm not talking about me.
I need some mediation from someone here. My issue, right, with Paul.
Can I answer to that, Landry?
You can, but all you did, you.
I have 7 people right now I'm going on the land with who have
Oh
value
my
enough to put in,
God.
who are all non-submissive people.
We'll just take your word.
It's
for
the
it,
way
right?
that they live in life, what
Yeah,
they
we'll just take your
do,
word
how
for
they
it.
live, going to court, all the rest of it. They're not
Okay,
submissive
well,
people
I
at
don't- I
all.
don't
They're
know
quite the
about-
opposite.
Are they
Try
living
again,
on your
Landry.
land?
Try again, Lance.
Okay, so just let me ask
No,
you this,
we're
right?
living on our land together. It's a group effort.
So are they like in
That's
an
a
RV next
community.
to you? Like, we all have
Excuse me?
RVs. Are you like, you have your own RV and they have their own RV? It's just next door, like neighbors.
No, there's probably going to be 1 or 2 people who decide to get one
Are
because
they
it's a
roo- oh,
second or
so
third.
they're not there yet
He said
Hello?
they're gonna be. You didn't say
Everything
they
I
are.
say, you cut me off to go to the next
because
thing.
you're
It's
not
almost
you're
like
not being direct.
For
You're not being specific.
clarification, you
I
said they're
am. I'm
there
being
now,
very
then you
direct.
said
2
they're
or 3
gonna be.
people out of the 7 are probably going to do that, and the other 4 may build houses. But 2 of them are just investing on second and third pieces of property. They're probably not going to live there at all.
I think that you stand in the way of progress between people in this space. I think that people
Oh,
don't.
now I'm
I-
the
Let him
I-
finish.
problem.
Let
I
him
stand
finish.
in
Let
the
me hear
way.
what he's saying.
I'm
Okay,
trying to
you're
say
right, Joe
that,
Cool.
that when I have any sort of common ground with people in this space, whether it's creativity, you can call it non-tent, whatever, because if you're just looking at numbers, fine, right? If I'm working with Patrick and me and Moose and him, there's getting something going, you see it, you don't like it, you come in and it might be subconscious, but you try to tear it down. And he says, yeah, you know what? Fuck AI. AI is retarded and all this shit. Where whenever it's saying something that you like, yeah, Landry's a piece of shit. You're like, yeah, I like the AI. And so there's not a consistent standard. And when I'm trying to work with somebody, it's like, well, why do you want to work with him so bad? Why are you obsessed with this guy? It's because we got something going, but you fucking came along and just said, no. It's about the broadcast.
So you're
It's about-
complaining
it's
that
about
I'm
going 12
influential?
hours.
Let him respond a bit.
You're not
complaining that I'm
influential. You're
influential,
controlling.
too
If
influential
you
for
were
you?
influential, they would be inspired to do something different. Not exactly
I think a
what
lot of
you want
people
them to
have
do.
been.
What, 12-hour streams?
Again, you always have the reason why it's not that instead of listening to other people say it is
On the
that.
land. All right. So
Because
what land is Patrick on?
again, you know, you
What have
want
I
to
learned about
pigeonhole and
Patrick's
cherry pick.
digestive health?
You've asked.
What other
Patrick.
topics have we actually gone into?
Okay,
Why
you know
can't
what?
we
You
t-
tantrum
show-
and let me know when you're
Show
done
me how to
coping.
dig a hole. Anything, something new.
He is saying you have influence, but you use it to separate motherfuckers rather than bring them together.
And waste time.
Well, in order to bring together, you have to separate. You would know that from the scripture, right? Wheat and tares. Can't just
You
bring
know-
everybody together without any conditions.
Don't change what I just said. I know you
Can't just
need to
equally yoke with anybody
restructure shit
anytime.
to make
There
yourself
has to be a
feel better.
precondition.
Do you understand how a motherfucker could use his power for shitty things like to pull people
Do you
apart?
understand that you're projecting or
Are you
presuming I
answering
only
my
use my
question
power
with the
for negative
question?
rather than for good as well?
You answer my question with the question to dodge some shit.
No, I'm pointing out how disingenuous the question is.
Yes, so you're not answering it.
You're avoiding
dodging.
all the other things I'm involved in that are redeemable
I
for other
don't
people.
care
That
about
doesn't.
all
I
the
know
other
you don't
things.
care
I was
about that. You
talking about
only want to
one
focus on the
thing in
negative, according to
particular.
you.
I wasn't focused. I was restating what Landry said to make sure you understand. You're dodging and dancing so fucking
Landry
much. You're
doesn't
gonna
need
wear
an
out your
interpreter.
shoes.
That's another issue
Whether
that
he
goes on
needs
here.
or not,
You're
I
doing
can do what the
collectivism
fuck I
again.
want to do.
We have 5 people who have an issue with me who want to
comes the victim
Not all
shit.
about
It's
I
not
have an issue
victiming.
with
I'm
Joe Cool and
pointing out the
Wizard. What do you mean? You've
dynamic.
been right
It's
the whole
not
time.
genuine. Kazumi already backed it. He doesn't even.
Anybody who says something positive, you love. Anybody
Yes, I
says
know.
something negative is the enemy.
And that's why I pull it up, because if you go in these other areas, they won't even do that. But I want to be transparent and say, hey, if somebody says something positive, I won't just ignore it. So that doesn't happen in your area, non-area of Unslavia.
It actually did at the arm of Unslavey, as you call it, last night, because Snafu was going off on Jack Talcott about a lot of things I've said in the past that I've changed my position on because I don't think it's good for any of us. And I was a facilitator of that process for Mr. Talcott, as well as you the other day, to have a fair and equitable hearing, unbiasedly
With
as much as
Talcott?
possible.
You
I
got
don't
me
need
on that
mediation with
part.
Talcott. I don't need any mediation
You're
from these
claiming
people who
things
are,
again that aren't true. I just did court with you and Jack the other day, and I was very
That was
fair
not
and
the
equitable
other
to the point
day.
that
I was very impressed.
if you're
with your
going to
question.
encourage everyone for me to stop interrupting everyone, can we have the same standard back for everyone else?
Yeah, I'm gonna go get to you. Mute up.
Okay, well, let me ask you this then, Paul. Do you think it's worthwhile to do the court with the people who have never, like literally 0 times, had the courage to engage with some serious conflicts involving statements about my family or just
Didn't
a total.
you promise me a one-on-one today? By the way, as does it matter? Pointed out.
I did.
My defense counsel,
we can have a one-on-one. We can do that. Sure.
Once again, it became a 5-on-1 gangbang.
This is
And listen, I'm open, right? All holes are open here for the gangbang. You know, it's perfectly
too.
fine. I'm no victim.
You know what I haven't done?
You
know what I haven't done? Said, can you please get someone out of here because I just can't handle it? And I appreciate you for doing the same. So we're making progress.
Right.
Here.
So another statement you made that was false because I just entertained everybody here, answered to all their questions, didn't dodge or deny, copped to where I maximized and minimized.
I gave you credit.
Actually,
you didn't give me credit.
Actually,
I
that's
know what went on here, just like I know what went on the other side here today. You don't get to decide or arbitrate what it is and it isn't. The facts do that. The experience does that.
What
the
is
court
the
of
other
public
side?
opinion will do that.
Yeah, we learned so much. It's actually infotainment, people.
What is the other side?
I know, because that's not a thing, right? Bringing information and knowledge in a way that's somewhat entertaining or captivating. It's not just sitting there pointing at a board and reciting something. I know that's a crazy
Is it
idea.
as entertaining as
More bitterness and resentment because you suck on the air.
Is it as entertaining as the amygdala?
Whatever you want it to be, dude. Again, you told me something, you changed the conditions, you moved the goalpost, you brought four other people up to do your talking for you so you could cherry pick on where you're going to try to gotcha
you fucking
me.
interrupt nonstop.
Proved almost nothing. Everything else I've already copped to.
You talk
and I've been honest about why I'm that way, and there's a good reason
Nobody
for it.
wants to see this. I'll tell you that. That's the proof. If you want to talk about
nobody. You decided nobody else wants to see this.
They don't want to see one-on-one between you because you just try to dominate.
Everybody else wants to see, or are we here for you to be honest and genuine?
I'll have it somewhere else, right? I'll have the
one-on-one. Keep it straight.
I'll have the one-on. No, you can't keep it straight, dude. Get real.
I know. It's me. It's me. It's always me who's not getting it. Who's not sticking to the agreement.
It's never me.
It's weird because you have the same track record with pretty much all these people who you're all new with. Gen X Jeff, Jack Talcott, OTW. You know, you got the same fucking pattern already with everybody, and you've been here 2 months. You haven't even given it long enough to establish all this kind of. You agree to certain things. You want to work with everybody. You don't stick to anything. You go back on your agreements. You don't show up on time. You change the narratives. You change the conditions. Over and over again, you've done this already, and you've only been here 2 months. We've seen
what he does when he's not here, right? Whenever I'm not there to respond, and he kicks me out, and he says stories. You know, didn't you hear when I talked to his wife, and she said she's just been miserable with him the last 3 years, and it's not true. And then whenever I pull it out,
you keep changing that statement.
I was maximizing.
You keep changing that statement, huh? How much more are you going to ragdoll that statement before it's completely? No, my statement was I made an offhanded joke to try to do some truth and jest idea to see where it went, and she bit right on the bait. She said that she's been telling you to get it together. She doesn't see any value here.
She's been telling me to get it together because she doesn't see any value here. It's again, that's closer, but it's still the false statement, right?
Okay, that's fine. You seem really upset about it, which makes me think there's some truth to it. And instead of finding out where that truth is and changing it, you want to make sure that I didn't say just the wrong thing, just the right different way. Okay, Landry, it was whatever you say it was. Doesn't change the fact that it went on and it fucking bothers you.
You are surrounded by liars. I just want
there we go.
Out, right? No,
Girls night out. We want Paulie to ourselves. He's surrounded by he's surrounded by people who's controlling. Now he's surrounded by people who are
me and you. We need to stop. We're just doing too much here. It's getting really, really it's too much.
Right.
Slow it down. Let's slow it down. Right. We're spinning and twisting. So let's just slow down and take it nice and steady.
Nice deep breath. Right.
Joe Cool.
Right. Joe Cool.
I just want to hear Joe Cool's voice. I want to hear
his voice. Okay.
I do. Excuse me. But he might be. Oh, I said he's going to get some food or something.
Right. Try to keep up.
Give me a powder dusty voice. Just give me anything. I just need some sort of distraction. Oh wait, hold on.
You need some sort of deflection, obfuscation. Right.
No, it's not. No. Have you ever been in like a relationship and gotten an argument with your partner? And sometimes
I've never had that happen. It's never happened.
If you stay in it, it doesn't go anywhere until you just like take a moment to do a timeout.
Right, but the facts don't change just because you timed out and breathed a little bit, right? You get right back to whatever caused the issue.
My favorite song. All right, I'm good. All right. Okay, so you're upset that there's not a one-on-one. I believe that you are.
I'm not upset. You don't have to put an emotion before everything that I'm saying. You could just stick to the facts. See, I didn't get into how I felt about
What is
anything.
the
I'm just
facts?
talking about what
Did
it
you
is.
have 100 subscribers in one stream that joined, or was that a lot?
No, I had 89, and I
That was
had
for the entire
50.
month. You said 100 for one day. We found out that was false. That it was less than that for the entire month.
Right.
Come on. So what are you doing here, trying to play this position of you're the most honest person and everyone else is lying? And it's just you don't have that position.
Well, my percentages are way better than yours. You got me on a maximization where my numbers went up from 9,480 to 9,540, and it was 40 to 60 people, whatever it comes out to. And when I looked at it, I said, okay, the first number went up from 4 to 5. So another 100 subscribers. I spoke off the cuff and I maximized to keep myself inspired.
Absolutely.
You got me there. You got me there.
Absolutely.
And then we also had you do the same thing right in front of our face, by the way.
Do you remember?
Wait, are you missing that part? Did you do the same thing and
What did I
even
do?
worse because you missed out on the fact that my metrics are 5 times yours when you said they were equal because you want to inspire yourself.
No, let's pull them back up. 5 times, right? Let's go ahead and get back into them.
Yeah,
So,
we established that you
The
stream
loop is getting severe.
severe looping, right? You have loopitis. So you stream 3 to 5 times a day. I stream once every 4 or 5 days. So even if our metrics are the same, you have 5 times more content you're putting out. Which means if I was to stream 3 to 5 times a day, I would have 5 to 10 times your metrics and very small penis. Yes. Whatever makes Dusty feel large and in charge.
Yes, say my cock is bigger than yours.
It's so big. Oh my God, it's taking up.
All
all
right,
the
never mind.
space.
Never mind.
Oh,
Never
yeah,
mind. I
taking
made a
up all
mistake.
this. We can barely get on
Yeah, it got
panel
bad.
because your genitals are so huge.
I had to drag it in the back door.
Yes, you
Oh.
can now think about that later. You can
All
fantasize
dirty,
about
no
it.
pause.
That was just a nutsack.
Well, why don't you
was all
add
was
something to it,
dragging around.
Dusty? If you know, you got.
Yeah,
something
why
to
don't
bring
you
up.
like take up for Landry and bullshit for him?
I don't
if
even
you're
need him
able?
to fucking take up for me. I've never asked him to do that.
Why
once
are
in my
you still
life.
not giving me the one-on-one? Oh, that's right, because the
I am
15 live
adding
viewers
something.
here
I'm
don't
adding my
want it,
penis
right?
To the equation. Let's
Could you
now
switch
Alright.
Paul and Flo? Could you switch
Everybody's
Paul
thinking
and
about
Flo?
my penis now. Ha
Switch Paul and Flo. What do you mean?
Yeah, in that side view where you had us all lined up on the side. Put Paul underneath me, please.
I'm fucking all your brains with my imaginary penis.
Thank you.
I knew Wesley was on something.
No,
All
not
right.
Joe. Paul.
Now
sorry,
I'm getting the ball chinny.
There you go.
Oh man! Oh no! He's putting the balls on me.
The
Oh
ball
no!
chinny. Yeah.
What am I gonna do?
You know what this panel needs right now? It needs some
So,
Cynthia.
Some personality,
I was about to
Music.
say. I was about to say bio.
some talent, some ability, anything.
Music. Ass.
Oh yeah, remember the song that we came up with, and he got our good friend Patrick all excited and giddy. He got inspired to do the Concordia, make some forwards momentum, and he didn't put me in the video, and that never got me upset for a single second. But you don't get in the rude mud crab list, and you lose your shit. So, what is this thing about? Like, well, why do you feel like you have to be deserved the right to these spaces? It's a small community, dude. If we can't realize that you are sort of banging your hammer and saying, I want to have control, then we are not going to be able to ever move forward because these
I
people
don't view
operate.
this as a community.
Well, that's
You have a
probably
very,
because
you
you
have a
are.
very loose definition of community.
What is your community? The 7 people who are or are not on the land because
Absolutely.
you will not confirm?
Absolutely, and the 5 or 7 other people who are attached to them, and 5 or 10 or 50 other people who are connected with me, and
You're
yes,
making
that's
shit
a
up.
communal network. I'm making stuff up now.
You are.
What am I making up?
He's part of our community, whether he acknowledges it or not.
Well, that's what it's all about, right? You're going to decide who and what I am and what I'm not,
That's
just like
right.
you projected
This is
onto me that I'm doing it to you,
community,
right?
and
Yeah, we go through this shit
I
in
may
the 1A
meet with you
shit.
all online from time to time. We may share online space, but it's hardly a community as far as I'm concerned.
I'm gonna shove that community right into you, no matter what you say.
All right, I bet you are. You already admitted that you're predatory. Are you going to get the other 5 beta males to hold me down while you do it?
No,
This
I'll do
shit
it
is
myself.
getting
I like the
gay.
struggle. I like the struggle.
Okay.
Predatory as you send your cultivated members over to Jack's panel to get
Who did
it.
I send over again? I wasn't aware that I sent someone over.
Oh, sure. Of course you weren't.
Hey, girl.
She
Hey,
changed her picture.
I forgot why I was over there earlier. How's everyone doing tonight?
It's going well, actually. It's just not horrible.
I just thought I'd come up here and break it up because it's just
Be
at
worse.
this point it's
Yeah.
loopy,
Thank you.
loopy,
That's a very
loopy,
good
loopy,
idea.
loopy.
I think we're making progress, though.
Do you?
Yeah, I think
No.
so.
I don't think Paul doesn't know how to. Because
Oh.
I do want to be genuine and soft with
I
him.
just
I'm
don't
not
know
going to
how
use it
to,
against
man.
him.
You might have to like take it really slow and long with me. You know, don't get slow.
What
sticks
do y'all
excited up
think
there, but-
Paul would like to talk about? If we
Fucking
were in
about
your
himself.
Himself.
He wants us to listen to him and
Himself
just tell us
being
about
a
the truth
victim.
and the way he always does. Yeah, the God force
I mean,
inside
I
me
don't
and-
see Paul being a sports guy, so I don't think he's
No.
talking sports.
I'm sure he
Okay.
wouldn't mind talking about how you're
Shut up,
vaxxed.
Sylvia.
I'm sure he wouldn't mind talking about how you're
Oh,
vaxxed and
oh,
faithless
he's
when
gonna
he's the fucking
definitely
heroin junkie.
bring that up any
All
minute
right.
now. Hey, Kazumi.
Hey, how's it going, Cynthia?
Chilling.
Are
like
you
a
here for the
villain.
loop?
Yes,
Mhm.
enjoy the loop with us.
Nice.
You want me to explain it to you?
You know,
Where-
when it comes to the word community, I think about how like 15 years ago, people used to consider that I was in the atheist community on YouTube, but then people started defining community differently, and then it eventually became, oh, well, I guess there was never really
You read
an
my mind.
atheist community, and so the word community it's
You read my
iffy.
mind.
Using that word is iffy.
Niggas needed to be iffy because they want to separate themselves. The community from a guy on the outside is just a bunch of atheists people over there who get together and don't believe in God, but because they have to feel different from each other. Well, I'm a different Christian than this Christian bullshit happens. You're a community, man. We're a community. I don't give a fuck how you look at it or don't want to be a part of it. You're here every day, motherfucker, associating. You're part of the community.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like the way that he says he never does it on his broadcast, but he constantly does it in other places that he wants to have control over, including here when he wanted to.
How does
have
that make
control
any
over the-
sense? I have absolute control on my broadcast. I don't do it there, but then I do it
You just
everywhere else.
show
I
up here.
don't.
If it was a big deal, you wouldn't do it anywhere.
Very good.
What is that? What do you mean very good? You just say that.
The
Whatever
shit,
you want
no,
to agree with.
that
Very good what?
nonsense shit that you won't do on your show.
Why do you keep having defense
you-
counsel?
Why are you
Where's the
writing
one-on-one?
them
You
That
said you
nonsense-
wanted to talk with
Don't
me
cut
and do
them off.
resolution. I can't even talk to you because I have Joe Cool, Esquire, as defense counsel and
Yeah.
cheerleader. It's
That
ridiculous.
nonsense-
Dude, if I said something bullshit, like Joe Cool would fucking tell me. That's
I'm
an
not
impression
interested
of
in
you.
you deciding who's going to be the arbiter who obviously hasn't once yet stopped you or said I've made any points and
Yeah.
done nothing but said I've been wrong.
You
He's
got a
biased.
point, Landry. On his show, he doesn't do this loop
I know.
bullshit
This is
and talk
ridiculous.
about
You're like
people, but
completely
he goes
removing
to
yourself
everyone
right now. This
else,
is
and he
triangulation.
cannot
You're
stop.
calling me a
You're
narcissist while
absolutely
doing
right,
it.
Landry.
Like
You're
the
right.
other day on Gabriel's when he white
More
knighted
excuses. Okay, let's go around the horn for excuses.
Yeah, like the other day when he was on Gabriel's and white knighted for OTW, and OTW sucked back and said, "Yeah, I gotta let Paul have this one."
I thought
But
you
that-
guys are better than me in OTW, but your metric for what you're going to do is what we did according to you.
Listen, dude,
Bizarre.
I've been saying this for a long time that I would rather be having an engagement of any kind with him, but you got to gray rock him, so you're the best I got. Essentially, I'm just using you to get to OTW, Paul. How does that make you feel?
Damn, you're the
I don't believe that. I think that's part of the dynamic, but that's not the whole dynamic.
When we were in the
Using
car, he
everyone
talked
here for
about how much he
content and
likes
drama and
OTW.
relevancy, so you can bring attention and energy.
I always
Not
talk
only to
about
get
that. Joe
dopamine
Cool.
hits, but to
Yeah,
try to
that's
get the cash you're begging for.
He spoke a lot about how he misses OTW. That was like a home for him.
I
He
made a
spoke
short
lot
about
about
it.
OTW.
That's what I'm not. Here's the thing.
I
I'm
want to
honest.
cultivate a home actually at home.
He was Landry was talking. Excuse you, Flo. Excuse
No,
you.
it's
Flo.
okay. It's okay. No, we
Weird.
all interrupt each other. It's
I
all
love when
good.
you guys think you're making points and being clever. For the outsiders looking in who are unbiased, you just had a horrible
Dude,
showing
you
here tonight.
don't have
Just so you know.
Dude, this is okay.
I came out smelling like a rose because I
You
was
have
honest with
zero
myself and others.
smell
You guys
like a
ganged
rose,
up
bro.
on me, played power games,
This
posted
is the
problems,
beauty.
like Andrew.
pointed my
If-
responses.
If any of us showed up in your areas, you would make sure that we were taken care of because you can't handle one of us. So
You're better
Hey,
than me.
you know,
Why is your
OTW.
metric for what you do what I do? Unless I'm your daddy. And
What
you
do you
look
mean
up
he
to
can't
them.
handle one of you? What do you mean by that?
You're
From
not.
that ledge, my friend.
Hey, let Kazumi get a little one-on-one
Yeah, go ahead,
with
Kazumi,
Paul
sorry.
for a little while. Go
All
ahead.
right, I'll go ahead. Yeah, go for it.
No, I was just trying to get what you meant when you said that that Paul can't handle one of you. What did you mean by that?
Kazumi, it's another projection. All you got to do is make whatever they say opposite, and it makes sense. They need all of them to handle me, and they still haven't been able
Not
to do
true.
it. They've embarrassed themselves and revealed themselves. If anything.
We've caught you on many.
So for
many-
every one man, we need 5 beta males. We've done the conversion here tonight, and maybe 1 beta female.
Hey,
About a 6-to-1 ratio. I would contend that's about what it would take if we were in the room to do whatever you said you would do to me earlier. Take about 6 or 7 to really hold me down and get it done, and even then, 3 you're going to hit the dirt.
I know
Doubt
what you're
any of
talking
that
about, dude.
answered your question.
Yeah,
Kazumi.
well, I want to ask you something because
Just talking about what it is.
If I told you that I had 100 subscribers from one broadcast and I was bragging about it with nobody asking me, and then we went to confirm the truth, and then it turns out I only had 89 for the entire month, would that be a lie or a maximization?
I was not being accurate.
It could be considered both.
Okay. Fair.
Yeah, I was not being accurate. Did I maliciously, with malice aforethought, intend to deceive people from the truth? No, that's what I consider a lie to be.
89 ain't far from 100. I'd have gave him that without complaining.
No. But no. It's 89. He said 89 for one stream. Sorry, he said 100 for one stream. He had 89 for the entire month.
First of all, I'll go back in it right now because that's just not true.
Hey,
I know for a fact I had one stream where I did 200 new subscribers, and that was in the beginning. That was when I first got let back in the algorithm, however that works. By the way, it happened not only on YouTube, but on Facebook. I went 3 years without any friend requests. This is where you all say there's a reason why. I get it. But,
one of the things
I went 3 years without any Facebook requests, and now all of a sudden, the same month that my YouTube now started going back up, all of my Facebook is now unhidden. My posts now no longer get 0 views or likes or anything. I get 50 to 100 at a time, and I get 5 new requests a day. So I know pretty much for a fact the algorithm has been fucking me in a lot of different areas and has recently let up for whatever reason. However,
one of my critiques of some of the ways that you say things, Paul, is that you'd like to brag about your channel and how many subscribers you have and all that, and you sometimes will use that as some sort of an argument against what other people are saying.
Yes, the
and
more
that's
subs
been very annoying for a while.
And when we look at the actual proof, we have very similar metrics, and that's all I was trying to say is that it's not so big and bad after all. You said, "Well, I don't do it as often as you." Fine. I'm just saying you talk like you're 10 times when in reality you're maybe 3 times.
What's your audience retention rate?
Right. So there's the intimation again.
Why is how many subscribers someone's had? Why is that even an argument anywhere in anything? Why is that even important?
Penises, very small penises.
Yeah, the biggest dog on the block doesn't say anything about that.
Because it can be an indicator of the value that you're putting out or the presentment that you're putting out until they stack the deck and interfere with your authentic momentum.
See me lean
But
on how many subs I got
YouTube
even
pushes
once,
some people
Paul.
down who have great channels, who have great content.
I don't deny that. That's what I'm basically saying, and I'm not. The only difference is I'm saying Landry's not one of them.
Well, you ever see me brag on how many subs I had or use how many subs I have? That makes my point, makes me more logical or reasonable. But you're about to dodge the question. Have you ever seen me use my subs as a metric to how smart I am or something like that?
I don't believe that I've done that.
The answer is no, you have not seen me do that. But you seem to get your worth from how many subs, views, and shit. That doesn't matter. Your word's strong enough without all that bullshit attached.
So this might be a selfish thing for me to do here, but what I've been trying to talk to Paul about, right, when it comes down to our issue, is that I have a conversation with him. Hey, we should try to do something a little bit bigger and better than just a live stream, right? To where maybe we can take some time, work. I've said it to others as well, to where we could get, because that's what the algorithm really favors is quality videos, and we can't even get past that conversation because it seems to me that many people are just sort of set in their ways, which is fine. That's why I can, figure out how to do it myself. That's why I get the GoPro and sort of making these tiny steps as we go along. However, Paul, I think that would serve you well. And I've said this, and we've had these conversations, but we can never agree on getting past the time we spend doing that being somehow less important than all this time we would spend 12 hours live streaming.
I don't see how, again, you've done enmeshment with me where I'm responsible for what you create and your success on YouTube and the cash you make and all the rest of it. If I saw value with you, if I trusted you and respected you and thought that we were in alignment, I'd probably pursue that. I don't. So this is about as good as you're going to get.
If I kicked the people that you wanted me to kick is what you mean.
And kiss his ass.
You give him the
Again, you're free to interpret that however you wish. I'm not telling you to do anything at this time. I'm here interacting with you and engaging with you, even though there's nothing really, well, redeeming coming out of this as far as I'm concerned, if there's no resolution. So,
let's interpret.
What does Paul have to gain from this entire conversation?
What a great question, Kazumi.
So what about the content?
They're not going to answer it
because
the answer is nothing.
The conversation.
Well, what about the content? Because the content of a man that's living on the land that doesn't have any content as to living on the land, like Cynthia was trying to point out, it seems to be it's not just the last year and a half in the desert, but the last 4 years. You've been traveling around, and every time it's been somebody else's fault or a problem here or there. What happened with Chen? What about that investment in the land? What about
now we're getting on to the woman that I was dating.
Hold on. I'm talking here. You can't deal with the blood sport debating with your own tactics and shut the fuck up and go somewhere else. Okay? So what about the other people? The 5 people that you're living with. Evidently, they don't have the knowledge collectively to steward the land where they're at. All 6 of you are going to blame it on the land being desolate. I say all 6 of you are desolate.
You can say whatever you want, but you don't have any results to point to, whether it's land that you own, which you don't or can't afford.
Neither do you.
You're now talking over me. I just let you speak.
That's supposed to be a man on the land.
You said I can't handle the debate, and now you're talking over me. You don't have any cash to care for yourself. You don't have any land.
Cash, Paul?
Now we're going to where I get my cash. Dude, I'm not answering any financial questions from you or anyone else here about where I get
You always give people shit for not having a job, but you don't.
I'll tell you where I don't get it. I don't get it. Well,
But you're gonna project mine like you know mine. I don't discuss that either.
Do you have land?
Again, nice projection.
Do you live on the land? Are you steward of the land?
I never claimed that I did. I do steward.
Do you have legs, Paul? Do you have legs?
So I never claimed that I didn't.
I'll give you $100 if you go for a walk.
The presumption is that I need to take $100 from you when you can't even make what you need for your bills.
See, now
I never said that. I've been making it just fine. Do I look
Again, we're playing games. We're doing bit games. You watched me walk around just a week ago, 2 weeks ago, whatever it was. Everybody exclaimed, "Oh, Paulie's got legs. He can walk around like a bunch of little children clamoring at my feet."
I didn't see that. I'm sorry, I missed it.
I know.
If you're steward of the land, I assume you do a lot of walking.
So you really believe that I can't get up and walk around, Landry?
I don't believe that. I'm saying that.
I know. But why are you saying things you don't believe?
Because you don't do it enough. You do it more.
Hey, I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
I'm walking over here.
He's gonna be heavy breathing after.
That's the kind of.
I know because you're so fit, Cynthia, right?
We should do that shit.
This is embarrassing, man. Good thing we're doing this here in your area.
More steps in a day.
This is your non-cast and not mine. I wouldn't want to have to deal with this.
This panel is giving me cancer.
This is really.
What did he say?
This panel
he retreated because he was smart enough to know that this was going nowhere, and he couldn't get in on the hate Paul session without revealing himself more. So he exited and let it you all
Paul session.
Burn yourselves down.
Your people do nothing but hate and banish.
Okay. I don't remember making streams about you. I remember you making them about me.
You don't do it in your area. Like I said, you do it.
I comment on what's going on at times on OTWs. Again, you want to keep moving.
Not at times. Remember when you were restreaming me with OTW? Everything I said, you were just responding to it in real time.
And when I everywhere.
When I ended my stream, you said I ran. Like we were actually having a conversation. I ended my fucking stream.
Am I trolling here tonight, or are you? Were you trolling on Jax tonight, or was it me?
I was me.
You're trolling everywhere you are and playing games. I'm having honest conversation and doing accountability responsibility, and I'm also holding you to the same.
Good deflection, though.
Paul can't walk around. Now we're going to pay him to walk around. It's ridiculous.
I'm back for the hate Paul sessions.
Yay!
Well, great. You should
Back.
take up the position you do on
Reveal
your
something about
non-cast
myself.
every day for profiteering.
But
You should
bro,
do it here.
You're a fat fucking crybaby loser bitch. You ain't done shit as long as I've
Great.
known you. You've been hemorrhaging clout from
Great.
day one. You've done nothing. You overcompensate by accusing other people of doing nothing.
Right.
It's pitiful. Get out of your own ass and go do something.
At least
So
you
you've
admit.
been
At
hemorrhaging
least you
clout.
admit. At
Hey,
least
how
you
about
admit I
hemorrhaging
had
clout
clout, the
since
same
I
clout
met
you were
you?
chasing and are still chasing from other streamers who can get more
There's
than 40
nothing
live
left of
viewers.
taking everything you
At least you
have.
admit it.
The only channels I consider to be non-tent are people who they can only talk about one person the entire time. Like I know some channels that there's some guy named Von Helton, if you've ever heard of him, right? And there are people that their entire channels are completely dedicated to just talking about Von Helton. Every single video is
I got
about Von
friends
Helton.
like that, yeah.
That's non-tent to me. I don't consider anyone on this panel to, well, I don't know about
Shout out
some
to
of the
Ghost
content.
Jack
I know
Stuff
that
That's
Powder Dusty doesn't just talk about one person. Landry doesn't just talk about one person. Most people don't just talk about one person. So
No,
And
he has
Paul,
to put everyone
too,
down to
is
soothe
not
his own
the
little
same
broken
shit.
ego because he knows that I'm fucking right and he knows that he's too scared to get out of his comfort
Course-
zone and
of
do
course he is,
something.
dude.
I don't believe
I'll
that
put
you're
a
right. I
thousand
think
dollars
you got a
on
very
you.
biased,
Fucking right.
one-sided
Don't
view, and you
Don't
just admitted
bullshit
indirectly
any more than you bullshit yourself.
had clout
You are
for what I do,
constantly
and I'm
lying to
hemorrhaging it,
yourself.
and you're still
Look, it's
chasing it because you
obvious-
never had it,
it's
and it
obvious
burns
to
you up.
everybody.
You know
It's
I'm
obvious to
right, and it
everybody
burns
that
you
you're
up. You're
terrified.
really
Paul,
annoying.
you have to just let him fucking talk. Come on, Paul.
Everybody can see that you're terrified of looking at yourself honestly and that you project all over the place. It's not disguised from
Really?
anybody. You know that.
Yeah.
Yes,
You're
it's
setting
clear.
narrative for everybody. So what? The 5 people on this
Everybody.
panel decided that?
Everybody. Even
Right.
OGW can see it.
Not the 7 people who are throwing in with me to get land.
They can see it too. Everybody can see it. Whether or not they like you,
well,
whether
that's
or not
fine.
they're
Again,
going
as
to go into
Kazumi
the
pointed
land
out,
with
I
you,
get no benefit from buying into your narrative that I don't
here's the thing,
accept or
though, Paul.
believe.
Here's the thing. Here's the out I'm going to give you at the end of the hate train or whatever you think I'm scared of. You don't need to prove shit to anybody. You're so busy shit talking yourself inside your own head, feeling like you haven't demonstrated that you're worthy, that you project it onto everybody else. If you're this big a piece of shit to the people around you, I can only imagine what you're like to yourself. Get the fuck over it and stop being a douche to yourself and everybody else.
You're right. I hold myself accountable to the same standard I
No,
do
you
everyone
don't.
else. You
Is that
don't
what
have
you
it.
heard?
You're talking.
You're self-indulgent as
We have a
fuck,
double
and you
standard
beat
right now
yourself
because
up.
Landry doesn't encourage others to stop cutting me off and projecting onto me the way he encourages
You
you to
made
stop cutting
everyone
you
kick
off.
it out.
It's time for
You
you
do
to
that
listen.
on
you
Banish
bitch.
me.
It's time for you to
Everyone's
listen.
channel, Paul. You do
It's
that.
everyone's
everywhere you
channel now. It's
go.
pure
So you will
communism
not
and
be treated
collectivism.
with any
Great.
way that
That's
you
what
do
I don't
not
want to be
do
part
that.
of.
No,
If I'm going to be
you will
part of
not
that, I'm
do
going to be
that,
part of it.
Paul.
We're respectable,
incapable
trustworthy,
of
safe
that.
people who are honorable and practicing good faith and have a
Flo,
standard,
is
unlike
You did very
Taylor.
well there, Flo. You did very fucking well there.
You did great. You totally revealed exactly what I've been saying this whole time in
I
your own way,
did.
and you think you made a point. You have no
Yes.
standard you adhere to. You don't hold yourself to it. You'll say anything
There
for
you
clout
go
to
again.
chase it, and you think I'm
Deflector.
There
hemorrhaging
you go
clout
again.
because
You
I'm
don't
being
know shit
humble
about
enough
my
to
standards.
question.
You're projecting your own bullshit.
Can I talk about that? Our poll says, according to Paul, he coined the term non-tent. Because
knew
And
you
I
were
took
gonna
it
bite
from
that.
him like everything else he had. So fucking what?
So what? So what if I did make it up in my mind off the fly and
I took it. I used
other
it.
right?
You
At least you
couldn't
admit
do
it now.
shit
Thank
with
you.
it. You can't do shit with anything
Thank
that you
you.
had.
You and Tommy and everyone else take the words that I come up with on the fly and use them incessantly while claiming
Why is
that
it
you.
we're able to capitalize on your inventions and you're not? Why are you so impotent,
Who
Paul?
says that? Who's saying that I don't get value or that I don't hold an audience? You're delusional in denial.
I didn't say that.
Flo
No, yeah, I'll
definitely
say that.
I just don't get technical legal income with contracts that are taxpayer
Because
You
obligation
don't get
based.
income, bro. Your dad pays for you.
We're gonna go to that now when there's 3
That's
to
what
5
it is.
people a day
That's
who
what it is.
There's 3 to 5 people a day who contribute to me on my broadcast when I used to do it every day, at least.
Okay, so you paid for your fucking gas bill or whatever you have.
He's already told me he doesn't even need money. He's got it.
Is anyone else going to call him out on his just cope troping?
No.
What do you mean, dude? He's calling you out. He said like
you're trying to get me on record to show documents and numbers so you, Mr. January 6th Proud Boy, can try to report me on something. And you're trying to use ego and pride to get it done.
You're
saying my dad pays for all my stuff.
Your dad pays for your shit. Yes.
It's not true.
Well, according to him, it is.
Oh.
I've heard
so because he's like you, a hater of his own son,
everybody's lying. You're right. Everybody's lying. Your dad's out to get you. I'm out to get you. We're in cahoots with the government.
No, all you're jealous people who aren't great at what they do. My father literally came on my broadcast and tried to sell his book when I asked him not to do it, and then he laughed at me about it.
Oh man, he did more.
And then when I told him I don't want you crossing my boundaries and going against my wishes on my broadcast and pushing your
about your boundaries or your wishes, you're a
I know you won't. Narcissists don't care about people's boundaries and wishes, and you cross them at will, and then say I'm supposed to feel safe and trusting, and not get out when I respond or react. Well, you just made up a lie about me because you're so jealous and envious.
I'm starting to feel a little bit sad. Because I feel
it is. It's pathetic and embarrassing that he would deny all my results to feel better about his supposed results.
He should hurt. He should look at it and stop projecting it onto everybody else because he's too much of a coward.
Here's my daddy. Let's pull it up again like we did last time. All gifts, non-taxable events. Let's pull up. Let's pull it up.
Coward.
Let's pull it up. Here's all the. Here's my daddy. Here's my daddy.
I don't. This isn't the way that I want this
my
to go down.
Dude. You want me to feel the way you allow
my daddy.
I got you. I got receipts.
Yeah,
but it's not about the money. It's about the truth.
Receipt time.
Those are all my daddies.
I want to
That's
see
my daddy doing all that.
Pay my.
Those are extended friends and family. Technically,
I thought you were going to show your
community who love me. Well, those are
to
non-taxable events. Those are gifts from people who love me.
Gifts are taxable, you dumb fuck.
Yeah,
we can go over that right now if you'd like.
We don't. I don't want to go over your fucking.
Of course, we don't want to clarify the truth.
Or you could call it that to make yourself feel better. Hey, can I get a one-on-one?
Taxable. If gifts are taxable, it's the gifter, not the receiver.
Hey, let's wrap for a little bit, see if we can get the toxicity. And please, I'm gonna try and follow a little train of logic here. So if you could keep your answers brief, your responses brief, that would help a lot.
Yes, Mr. Cool.
All right. Can you tell me some of the people who I might know or know of that you respect?
From the broadcast, people you would know. How would I know who you would know?
People in I don't know, public names. Don't have to be people we know personally. Name some people that have your respect, so I'll know what type of people have your respect, because obviously most of us don't.
There's probably nobody, including myself, who I respect completely. I respect some of the things that people have done or presented.
Can I throw OTW in there?
To an extent, yes.
Can you give me another name of someone I may know who you respect?
Timmy.
He does not respect OTW.
Hold on. I know.
We're almost getting there, I guess. We'll get there one day.
Okay. Now,
Timmy, Thomas.
Back
David,
to an earlier point. I don't know Thomas and David. Timmy, I think
Carl
I do
Lentz
know.
would be an example of someone who's come on at one point.
Right. Okay. Well, let's go with OTW and Timmy. I know that these people who earn your respect, and even to some degree, Wizard, Snafu, when they're agreeing with you, they have your respect. I've seen them on panel, and at the moment, they have your respect when they're agreeing. When they disagree, they no longer have your respect. Can you see any truth in what I just said?
Yeah, but the prerequisite there would be whether I'm self-deceived or not. When they're speaking the truth, and when we're all doing what we know we need to be doing, that's when I believe respect is appropriate for me and everyone else. When we're not, it's not appropriate.
You understand that, and this is a really good catbird position to be in, because you get to determine the truth and everyone's worthiness.
No,
and you end up with. You no longer have my respect because you disagreed with me.
No,
that's what you end up.
No, because you won't cop to what it's been shown to be, and you want to make it into something it isn't to cope about it. That's what I don't respect, and I
I'm
wouldn't
not
expect
sure I
anyone to
understand what.
respect.
I'm not
Well,
sure I
we
even
did
understand
2 or
what that
3 of
part
them
meant.
tonight. The
still-
equivocations and the false equalizations.
I'm not sure I understand what.
And again, and then
what moments you're
beyond that,
talking about tonight.
objective truth metric would be I get to decide for me what's entertaining and interesting for me or not.
One more question, because I'm losing you anyway. I'm not sure I'm understanding you.
Okay.
Tell me some people who are your equals here on the internet.
Whoever is
Give me
seeing
names, please.
I don't necessarily go searching for content that aligns with who and what I am to
Not
make
sure
a
that was
value.
my question. My question was name some equals. I could have named 7 off the top. Give me some of your equals. You see where I'm going with this?
What's the metric?
You pick one.
Okay. Rights, freedom, principles, civil disobedience. If folks are doing that, because we know that we
I
need to
haven't
do
heard
that.
a name yet. Which is my question. Give me a name. You understand you can't do it because
I guess
so
you
much-
would be I guess you would be an example of that, although you
Of course
highly
we're
tarnish
equals.
that. Are you gonna let me finish anything I'm saying?
I'm probably gonna big brother you a little bit here. Of course we're equals. Of course we are.
Well,
Right?
that's debatable because you attempt to do what I do, but I don't think you're as well spoken, articulate as I
Right.
am.
Right.
Okay.
Who-
And I don't think that
Well,
you're as
if not-
knowledgeable. Excuse me, if I could
not
finish.
me,
If I could finish,
I asked for please
I could
don't
finish.
finish. I asked for a name. You said me. You're withdrawing it. Please give me a name that you're equal then.
Carl Lentz, when it comes to the legal lawful
damn
idea.
it. Oh, Carl Lentz.
Oh
I've
my
seen
God, I can't say anything without
Okay.
you
Go ahead.
talking over me.
I don't.
And you're
care what
calling
you
it big brothering me.
Carl Lentz and who? Carl Lentz. He does the legal lawful like nobody looks like he's brilliant. Who
Right.
else?
Again,
He's your
I would-
equal.
I'm not even saying he's my equal, like I'm on this high pedestal. I'm saying everyone else is on a low pedestal.
Well, who's
They
on the
have a
same
very low
pedestal with
standard
you?
of what to them is acceptable for all of us. And I don't accept it. I don't think it's good for any of us, whether I hit it or
Yes.
not.
You understand that you're not on a super high pedestal, but you're on a higher pedestal than everyone
No, I
else.
think there's levels to everything. And I think that we would be being gullible, naive, or disingenuous to not accept that there are certain inherent hierarchies or levels to anything that you engage with if you had to make a competition, right?
And you don't know where you're at on the hierarchy. Let's watch your dad
You
talk.
really get that energy.
Well, just one thing: when you're broke, don't call me for money. Thanks.
Oh, we're back
Good
to
day.
money now. When's
Good
the last
day.
time? Oh, you're gonna run now, huh?
All the time, all the time. All
So
the
you're
time.
gonna do what the moose does: bring up money and then run.
No,
Don't
no,
run
because-
now.
No, I'm not
Don't
going to
run
run now.
now.
No, because I'm done.
Don't
because
run now.
you lie too much.
Don't
Tell everybody
run
about
now.
all the money. Tell everybody how I support you. Tell
We've
everybody
got-
that.
You give
Tell
me
everybody how I
money?
support
You give me money?
Yes, I've given you $40,000,
When's
$50,000.
the last time?
$50,000.
What have you done for
Come
me
on,
lately?
Don't lie. You put it into crypto.
Okay, pause
put
it.
it
Let me know.
crypto.
You let me know when you're done.
I
Various familial investments. You tell me when you're done.
I set up your channel. I paid for your trailer.
Wait a
I
second.
paid
You
for your
set up my
crypto.
channel?
All your equipment is from me, guy. All your equipment
You
is from
paid for
me.
this equipment?
Yes, that's my money you spent there. That's correct, guy.
This
So
is
have-
amazing.
have a
Please
nice day.
stay.
I'm
No,
going to-
please
I'm
stay.
going to Jack's.
Wait,
I'm
please
going to
don't
Jack's
run.
show.
Why
Please
did he
don't
run off to go to
because
Jack?
I'm
now going to show the receipts. I'm now going to show the. There you go. Why did
You don't
he?
ever
Why
show
did?
the receipts? You don't ever show the
It's
receipts
so
on here. We
weird.
can keep
Why
playing
did
it.
he? Why did he?
Is there a button to like backstage everyone at the same time and they send me when I want to say something?
No.
I have an idea. Me and Paul's dad do a show, and then Paul and my dad do a show.
Please no.
No.
Why
Just
did he
kidding.
leave after lying openly to everyone to get back at me to try to hurt me? Because that's how he is, and that's why.
I'm backstaging him for a fucking hour.
No. I don't
Yeah,
like
dude,
my
yeah.
father or respect him because he will do that, what he just did right there, and
I
then
know.
run off.
Every single person is a liar except for you. You're the truth. Sure.
Why wouldn't he stay around to prove it? Why
It
would
wasn't. It
Okay,
wasn't
we're not gonna-
necessary. Everything was revealed in what he did, what just happened, that video clip we saw. He said, and he gave a number, a really big number. Your rebuttal was you didn't buy this particular.
No, it's not true. He said what he gave me money for. He gave me money for a crypto investment, and I could show you where that is.
No, I believe him. He said he gave you a bunch of money.
If he's going to give you money to invest in crypto, he's going to pay for other things. You're an only child. Of course he's paying for you. You've admitted he bought your trailer.
Yeah, ain't no fucking shame in that shit anyway. I don't know. It's your
Again,
pop. I wish you niggas got along.
I went to a tent with 40,000. He's aware of that.
Sure, you and Tommy, the richest homeless people on the street, you're just big balling.
You're just going to keep talking over everything that I say.
Paul,
everything that you say is
you've already now, and this is another big.
Dude, it's 80% of the time it's Paul's voice.
I know.
Yeah, of course.
This is another reason I cut my father off and won't deal with him anymore.
Sit there silently and just listen to people. That's how scared you are of what people have to say. Just listen for a minute. You haven't listened in years.
I think I just heard what just went on. Am I not going to get a chance to respond to what just happened there?
I like your comment. Doesn't matter.
Joe, you notice how Paul couldn't answer that question?
Are we to believe that everything that you're...
We're now going to presume my father. You're saying I'm a liar, but who I've come from is truthful. Everything they say is truthful. And then when I qualify what he's talking about, and when I asked him to stay so we could prove it, he ran to go over to Jack's because he thought that would hurt my feelings.
Going over anything.
Are we supposed to assume that he was lying about everything? That your father was lying about everything?
He was taking it out of context. He gave me 10 to 20,000 in crypto that sat there. Okay. So that's not paying for my livelihood day to day. It's not paying for my equipment or setting up my channel. He just inferred that. So that investment has been sitting in crypto. He gave me another 10,000 for a trailer when I decided to live in a tent because he said,
I'm sorry, Paul. I'm sorry. I just have to ask you one thing. Please, if this was the tables turned, would you not do everything in your power to just call it out and just say, can you believe he got all this money from his dad? But when it comes down to you, it's just, oh, well, it wasn't 40,000, it was 20,000. Dude, if this was me, you would be publicly executing the situation. Just like that's just how you operate.
Imagine 5,000 that people gave out of the kindness of their heart, right?
Very
but I
good.
begged for it.
Oh, yeah.
Both of you guys are right.
Joe, did you notice how
I don't see the relevancy because again, I accepted that from my father when I wasn't even dealing with him and talking with him, and it just goes to show why he did it. Because he's the type of person to do for you and then hold it over your head later.
That's what the fuck you've been doing to Wizard for years.
Kind of like all the people in chat that I didn't know, right?
Kind of like you do the Wizard.
I don't see the relevancy. My father came onto my broadcast to try to sell a book. He said he was
No, he didn't. He didn't talk about his book at all.
Everything I'm saying. You can pull up the broadcast of him coming on my broadcast within days of him ever first coming on there. He violated my boundaries and wishes. Okay.
Your boundary of what? Not talking about his book?
He tried to get me to talk about his book because he said I would make money off him talking about it.
Man,
and I
gave
said,
you 50 grand and you can't mention his book?
He didn't give me anything beyond a certain point in my life. He's bringing up money. He called me up. He called me up and said, I want to get into crypto. You've been talking about it because I was already working with it.
A fucking
You're
favor,
talking
really?
over me.
I know I am.
Yes,
I don't respect your bitch ass.
I know, but you're not letting me be heard because you don't care about anyone's
Because
boundaries
it's
and
trash.
wishes
We've been listening to
either.
your trash for years.
If I was
And
there,
you've been
Paul, I'd
lying
give you
about me.
I'd give you a hug.
Just like my father, because you're willing to lie and talk over me and
No,
run when necessary
He's
to try to play
maximizing.
power
He's
games.
maximizing.
So my father called me and said, you've been invested and working with crypto and you've been talking about it. I want to get in on it.
Yeah.
So then he gave me something to invest.
Trailer game too.
Hello. So he gave me an investment to return. Upon,
Did he ask you to get him invested in trailers, Paul?
I'm gonna go to
Again,
my
you
heroin.
saw me
I'm
on
gonna
a
go to my heroin
broadcast.
Bought
junkie
for
son.
crypto advice.
Yeah.
Saw
I'm gonna go
me
to my
on my
heroin junkie
broadcast.
son for crypto advice.
He
Who
told
lives in a tent?
me on
Lives
my
in a
broadcast.
tent.
Go
He
ahead.
heard
Paul.
me talk about on my broadcast me living in a tent. And he said, I don't want you living in a tent. And I
That was-
said, you don't have to worry about it. I
So
have no
all the
problem
shit
with
that
it.
he gave you was you doing him favors. You fucking kidding me?
I didn't say that I was doing him favors.
He
It's
did
a
you
different
a favor,
context.
right?
I got more receipts.
Now,
Let's
with
move
that
on. You're just
said-
open. We've heard
now,
this
with
shit
that
before. You're
said-
just open. I got receipts for how you sent Snafu to strike channels. Let's go there because you denied it earlier.
Yep.
Paul, he
We're
sent
bouncing all
Snafu
over
to-
now.
I
We're
like
bouncing
it.
all
For
over.
that. Joe, did you notice how he couldn't even answer your question on who's equal? Like it's really in him.
I hope that gets him later. That he thinks about that later. You can only do so much in the fucking one show with 8
I
niggas
don't think that most people strive towards certain things within themselves and in life. That's evident by the last 5 years. Not
You're
only on
missing
these
the
panels.
point. You're missing the point.
You
You should
haven't
see
let
a-
me answer to anything
I
yet. You've done
know.
nothing but pull up
I
clips
know.
out of context or
I
project,
haven't
and you're
pulled
not.
up a
You're not.
clip.
Backstage.
We've
I
all
haven't
been
pulled up a
talking.
clip.
So I believe Taylor one time shot off his mouth after my father said that,
Okay,
and he said,
play the clip, please. I can't.
"How many channels are you going to strike today, or have you or the crew? How many channels is the crew striking? Why are you cutting out the rest of it?" So this is great. Another out of context clip.
Hold on.
Me
No,
asking him how many
you're
channels
asking
he's
him
going to
how many
strike
channels
today is me telling him to strike channels.
Yeah, I
There's
didn't see
more-
it.
So if Walter Cronkite asked the guy how many people he ate, he's eating people.
Videos of you talking to him about striking channels. This is just one.
Out of context, censoring indirectly, not allowing the rest of the clip to be heard,
I'm
taking
getting
it out
his
of context, just like the collectivists and the fake
It's
media does.
It's
Clips
artistic.
out
Like
of context.
you put over your police interaction video. How about that?
I'm
Like
getting his
taking chairs.
So
like
because I
taking-
put a
You want that filtered
Like
one? I
taking-
got you.
Well, I mean, what
because
what
I
was,
put a
what was the
Waco
point in
filter
playing?
over my video to be
I
kind
didn't,
of
I didn't understand
I
that video.
think
either.
the
What
point-
was the point in playing that clip when music just went over everything else? What was the
Wasn't
point
even-
of that
yeah,
clip?
I wouldn't call
take
that
it out of
music.
context and try to set me up to look a certain way.
What are the context of you asking Snafu to report what channels he's stricken?
Now he's reporting to me. I'm not just commenting on what was a buzz around the panelverse and trying to drum up some interest and energy, which obviously worked because you're talking about it 3 years later.
I think
You're
it
lying
sounds
about
like you're
shit 3 years later.
co-signing him.
So now,
We
because
talked about
I asked
that
a
3
controversial
years later,
question
too,
that I
Paul.
knew would generate attention and energy in the moment, I'm telling him to go strike all these channels. But I never did it myself, though, right?
But
Oh, you
okay.
probably did yourself too. I guarantee you did.
I guarantee that I haven't because that's
Let's pull
one
it up.
rule that I
Let's pull it
set
up.
for
They
myself. No
never
matter
go away.
how.
Let's all go. Let's go check and see who.
And we'll
restricted
just
and not.
hop on. We're doing 5 at once, huh? You guys are
Here,
real
I got
good.
another one for you.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yay,
How many
another one. I
people-
like this.
How many
We
cultists
notice how we haven't taken one road all the way through yet. We just keep hopping all around to whatever's the most convenient
That's
because
what
you
you
already
do,
know you're
Paul.
going to lose the last place you went.
So how many cultists does it take to strike 19 channels from
My
a
father
nobody?
gave me 40K, right? So how'd I get the rest of the 6 figures?
I don't
You
know.
have
but
6 figures now?
Probably from sucking dick, you fucking
There it
whore.
is. I must have sucked some cock, man.
Maybe from Rachel's house or Jennifer's house. Whatever her
Right.
name
I
is.
stole from
Oh,
the
yeah,
woman I was with.
Jennifer's
See how we keep kicking the can down the road?
Yeah,
Call
kind of
me
like me
daddy,
living
we're
out.
never
Why
gonna
are you
take
asking
anything because
me
he
how
says
you
that he
got
would
money?
never lie and play power games
Why
to
are you
hurt me
asking
because
me
I
how
don't
you
like him
got
and
money?
respect him and never have. I won't even talk to the motherfucker
No,
beyond a
why
certain
are you
point.
asking
And he
me
thought that because
how
he bought
you
me a
got
trailer,
money?
it would give him access into my life again to
because
do the
he
same
wants you
things he
to
did
assume he
that
got
took
it
me
in
away
certain
from him.
places
Not
rather than just
respect
say
my
it.
wishes and boundaries and try to use
Nobody
me
gives
while
a
claiming
fuck
he's going to
about your
give me
wishes,
stuff
you
because he
crybaby
cares
bitch.
so much.
Nobody cares.
Kazumi, if you were my
Okay.
daddy, let's take a third party impartial person. If you were my daddy and you really cared about me and you really wanted me to succeed and cared about how I did my broadcast, would you, when I asked you not to, come on the broadcast and try to sell a book to my audience? A book that, by the way, my father claimed on the back of it he was an accomplished author because he wrote that book that he wrote that statement on.
He say that he lives on the land.
Activist.
I just don't.
Yeah,
If he gave you money, lots of money, I don't see a problem with allowing him to advertise his book.
I didn't ask you whether you
There's your
would be.
impartial
That's
guy.
not an answer. I didn't ask you whether you would see a problem with it or
He
not.
needs
I
you
said,
to agree with
do
him
you
wholeheartedly.
respect my wishes and boundaries that I'm saying I don't want to sell anything on my broadcast?
Well, then you shouldn't have taken the money from him.
And you shouldn't have sold t-shirts.
He never get. See, this is amazing. I'm glad
You
I
sell
asked you. Because it
t-shirts
doesn't
on
make
your
any
channel.
sense.
What the fuck are you talking
I did
about?
not take anything from my father with an agreement that I would push his products on my broadcast. Those are separate.
So your terms are
And
he
the
gets
fact that
nothing in
people
response.
think- This is perfect. The fact that people think
Your
because he
terms
gave me
are he
something
gives
one
you
day
money,
that I
you
owe
do
them a
nothing
spot
in
to
return
sell
for
crap
him.
on my broadcast is enmeshment. And that's what I don't want to be part of. I don't want to be part of covert contract that because you gave me something
let me
out of
get
love and
this.
care, I have
So
to
let me
sell your
get this.
products on my broadcast.
So let me get this. He
Those are not
provided
the
that.
same
But
ideas.
it's your
That's
father.
manipulation, and that is not okay.
So let me get.
I'm not a hater. Just keep it fucking real, and there won't be a problem.
So let me get this. He provided you with thousands of dollars that provided you mic and equipment, but you couldn't allow that for a
He didn't do
consideration.
He didn't do
Oh.
that.
Oh, okay.
He said that to try to get people like you to
Well,
turn
I think
on
I
me
believe him. I think
because
I believe him.
disrespected him
But Paul, you're
according to
talking to a
him.
room full of people who you've lied about. You've lied about all of us. We all know that you're a fucking liar.
What have I lied about you about?
Not playing this game. Does
What?
anybody on the panel doubt? Has anybody on the
So
panel
now,
not been
so
lied
after
about
me
by
now
Paul?
answering to everything, and I turn around and ask you,
yeah.
you're not going to provide any context?
No, I'm not. This is not a reciprocal thing. I don't respect you.
You're
I'm not
right.
doing
This
you
is
any
the
favors.
one-way street. You're going to be biased, take clips out of context, not let me respond, and then set a narrative because 5 of you's better than
You've
1
been
at it.
talking for
That's
3
you.
fucking years about your
That's what
cope.
you do.
I didn't lie. The reason you're not going to play the game is because there's no game to play. I haven't said shit about you. You've been the one lying on me the whole time, and you're
You're
projecting
lying by
again.
saying I'm lying.
Great. More games. You just said you're not going to play the game while you're playing a game. You're not going to answer the question because you don't have an example of me actively telling lies about you.
Dude, I had 3 examples earlier, and you call them maximizations.
Everybody here has seen you enough to know that you're a fucking liar.
Again,
I'm not playing the game.
you first came around me and wanted to use me or be part of what I was doing. At a certain point, I lost a taste for many of you and don't want to deal with you. I don't like you or respect you.
But
now,
Jake,
I'm willing to interact with you
like
to a
people
limited
who
degree,
come
but I
to
don't
you.
want
You
you
didn't know
part
where
of my
you're at on the
broadcast.
hierarchy, do
I
you?
mean, you've made a lot of assertions about what everyone's not what a lot of people's intentions are.
It's obvious. These are people who, when I met them, all didn't have broadcasts, save Joe Cool, maybe Wizard.
You barely have a
I
broadcast.
had stuff.
Okay, I can't respond to anything, Kazumi, because they're all going to band together to cut me off to
Yeah,
try
you're
to
a fucking
equalize
victim. You're a
the
victim.
parity.
Kazumi, and we're correcting it.
And then, you know what the pathetic part about this is? This is all just to cope with each one of your feelers and to try to play some political game in front of 20 live viewers. It's embarrassing. And it's
not
equally as
political.
embarrassing and
Hey,
pathetic as my father doing it.
You should
And I
have
haven't
made
spoken
when
to
I
him
left.
since.
I left because this was boring. It's the same fucking loop. You're like, oh, he's running.
Yeah, you're bored of the
I can
drama
be a
and
hater.
dopamine
If you
all of a
want a
sudden,
fucking
right?
hater,
Yeah, okay.
bitch. If you want a fucking hater, I'm good at it.
Okay,
And
my
no one
father gave
sees
me
the
all my
people in
money
the
for
audience up
trailers,
there.
YouTube equipment, everything else. He pays for everything, but we don't know where the rest of the value came in from since. We're not going to talk about that. It doesn't matter. We're going to take everything out of context, and we're going to believe known liars who on the back of their own book says they're an accomplished author when they didn't even sell 20
You say
copies
that
of their
you're an
book.
accomplished fucking activist. You're not.
I am.
You
I've
haven't
been
seen-
arrested
I've
6
done more
times.
activism than you have.
Hello? I've been arrested 6 times in 5 years with
Because you're a
felonies and
fucking
years hanging
loser.
over my head.
Me
and I've
and-
gotten
me and-
dismissals
without
on
a
every one.
license.
No,
Me
one
and
of them
Joe Cool did
one
more
of them was for
activism in
buying
one night
land
in a
and
week.
being accused
year.
of trespass.
I
I had
got
a written agreement to be
trying
there,
to
but I'm
squat and
using it as
steal
a
land.
firing
I know.
range.
I heard you talking about it. You're trash. That's stealing. That's not virtue.
What are you talking about?
when you try to squat on somebody's land for 10 fucking
This
years,
is another lie you came up with. We showed
no,
the sign.
this is what you said about
No,
it.
I said I was interested in adverse repossession. I never said that was
Right.
that time.
Adverse repossession is stealing from
I
unsuspecting
showed on a
people.
broadcast because you kept lying and projecting the signed
I
contract.
had nothing to do with your explanation of it. You were talking to someone
I
else
showed
entirely.
on the broadcast the signed contract of the purchase for the land. That is
No,
why
you
the
did
charge-
not.
Yes,
You
okay, you're
lied,
gonna
you
deny
lied
that.
to the
Okay.
people and said that you were interested in buying it when you didn't have money for it, obviously, so that you could get access there, leave garden hoses laying around.
It's just not true.
That's
Jennifer,
exactly what the fuck you said on your own
that's
panel.
not what I said. I never said that I was
Okay.
squatting on land or trying to adverse repossess. There was a signed contract. We showed it, myself and Jennifer did on the broadcast. For anybody who was there, they will know.
What
They were
land
Have
in
you
the
have
audience.
tried
adverse
adverse
repossessing?
repossession yet, Paul? Have
No,
you
I have
tried it
not.
at all?
No, I have not.
Adverse repossession is stealing.
Sir, I have not done it yet. So
I know. It takes a long fucking time. You're not that good. You got arrested trying to set it up.
I did not. I had a signed contract that I showed on my broadcast. You can keep lying and projecting to cope because you're real angry right now and jealous, but that's not the case.
Jealous?
This is great.
What
Yeah,
the
I'm
fuck
the reason
would
we
I be
started a live
jealous
cast
of?
because you had a feeling that you could stop doing drywall horribly and
fuck
somehow
would I
make
be
a
jealous
livelihood. You
of,
haven't even
Paul?
stopped crowing about it since.
No, Paul,
Hold on.
what is
That's my
one thing
point.
you have that I'd be jealous of?
That was great.
Land.
An ability to do a broadcast and speak
Oh my
fluently
God, dude.
and openly and honestly and authentically and
You have
affect people and
such a
inspire
small
people and get
amount of
dozens of
words.
results at court.
Dozens of results. Okay.
Dozens. It's hundreds at this point. There's
We
been
can't even
dozens
get
and
you to
dozens of
show
people who come
yourself
on the broadcast with
Fucking
dismissals.
digging a hole.
I got a guy. I got one guy with 5 of them. Josh Broken System Broken Trust. He's got his own channel. He's been on there multiple times.
And I'll
That's
bet
my
if you look at
man's.
flow stats, I'll bet flow stats are better than yours.
Oh, 100%.
Great. Now what?
Well, they don't matter, right? Until they do. Until they
No,
beneficial
again,
for
there's
you.
priorities. Flow State
they
does
don't
gossip,
matter
drama, and
until they
hate.
do.
At one point, I did some of that.
You do virtue, right?
He does truth. He doesn't
Have
care
an
about the
O'Shea
money.
call his fucking mom and ask her if she fucked black dicks. That's what you do.
Are we going back to 3 years ago? You must have missed what I was just saying. I was doing kind of, shock jock stuff
Oh,
at
like
one point. I've kind of
snafu.
dabbled
Like
with it here and there,
snafu.
but I've gotten away from accepting value from it because I just don't really believe in it. I don't
Well,
think
one-
that it's
one-
valuable for.
Because you failed at it. Because I took what you were doing and I stole it from you and I did it better than you.
That's what you
You
want it
didn't
to be.
capitalize on
You
shit.
keep
You
projecting
took the
that.
loss. You thought you made it when you had a viral video, and then you hadn't made it, and you
Sir,
crashed,
wandered
and you
it.
haven't bounced because you're a fucking pussy.
Sir,
One thing I'm really glad
took
of
a
is
break
that
from all of it.
Paul.
Hey, he's
Paul,
gotta
one
go.
thing I'm really glad of is that, okay, a few years ago, you used to say constantly that you have no ego at all, no ego, and you don't do that anymore. And I'm proud of you for not saying that anymore. You recognize that you do. Everyone has an ego, but you're not trying to constantly claim you don't have one. And I'm glad for that.
Well, what I've meant to articulate was that I've attempted to direct that ego to do something to better myself and work with others to do the same.
That's his purpose.
Okay. I'm just saying,
So,
you
so
used
Flow
to
State's
try to
claim is
make a
actually
claim
more-
a lot, and
I
it was
actually
false.
got
So.
more value at certain times when I did do drama, gossip, back and forth paneling, and I got away from it because I didn't like how it felt, and the fact that I made more money wasn't a reason to keep doing it.
Well,
It
let's
didn't-
address
because
the
I wound
elephant
up
in the
getting
room.
sick, and I didn't like how it felt. So
So you're getting
All
sick.
right.
Let's talk about that, right? Hold on.
Let's
The
address
sickness.
the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room. Being able to sit there and project your issues upon everybody else. That's your whole problem.
I don't know what that means.
Every
You'd
time
have to be a little
every-
more specific.
every time you speak out against somebody with your bitter words, you're making an accusation of things you do. Vaccination, you're faithless, ungodly, untruthful. Yet you're
I
the
see
one
where
that
he's
sat there
going.
and injected your fucking veins with heroin. What the fuck are you doing? Accusing other people of things that you spent your
Well, this
fucking
is going to be
years
simple.
in.
This again,
Spent
nuance and
years.
context. This is going to be very
Yeah.
simple. It's 12
Nuance
years
and
ago.
context.
It's 12
Good
years.
job.
It's 12 years ago, and I'm willing to sit here and cop to the fact that it was bad, wrong, and evil for me not only to do it to myself, but to engage
It was
in
12 years
doing it
ago.
with others. So, unlike Cynthia, I'm willing to
What's
be
that
accountable.
snow? I didn't know
Oh no! This is the same man who told me he can't use me because God can't use me. This is just an example of who he is.
Yeah, I don't believe
delusional.
that someone could actually talk honor and good faith or truth, accountability, responsibility, who won't admit, just as I just did, that putting vaccines into themselves is probably not good for them. Just like I admitted that heroin into me is not good, right? See the difference? You all do at times. I'm honest with myself and others about it. I try to cop to it and be accountable and responsible, and I don't need to project onto you lies in order to make the distinction and the differentiation.
I still stand behind my decision, and it's you and your insecurities and your little boy mentality. They can't get past that. And you always hold it over my head.
Why did I show up today?
Why are you speaking when I am? You have been speaking
literally
all night.
every single one of you.
If you cannot be quiet, you need to leave the panel. This is an adult panel, and if you can't get the fuck off of the panel.
Adulting, according to you?
You sit around.
This
you
isn't double
over
standard.
my head for years and
Is that
years.
Rose?
Some of them girls
get mad when people do it.
She
to
can't
you.
dance. Rose. She can walk again.
Oh shit!
That was another chick I didn't.
Is that fucking Rob?
Yes.
Let's deflect and obfuscate and pretend we're having fun because you all just keep saying
No, I
shit.
am having fun.
Yeah.
The fact that this is fun to you is rather revealing.
It is.
And how does this make me insecure when I'm literally having to deal with all 5 of you at once right now and answering to everything you're saying and pointing out what you're doing and not doing?
Dude, it wouldn't be this way if you had everywhere I go. It's like, why do you come to every other space?
I don't give a fuck if it's this way. You think that this is going to change anything about what I do or don't do from here on out, or what you all do and don't do?
I highly doubt that.
Stubborn.
Hey,
We won't
go
change
get.
you
If you
to
go
You act
get,
like you're
OTW,
revealing
that's
yourself
cool.
now, Landry.
Yeah,
You're
if you get
punishing
OTW
me.
here, I'll kick
You're
them all off.
punishing
I'll
me
just
to
have
prove a
little love
point
fest.
to me.
Who's
When,
that?
by the way,
Is that
me
Who's that?
being here tonight has
Who's
once
that
again
in the
made you
black top?
more money
Is that
than you would have
Rose?
made if I wasn't
That's
here.
okay. Wait, hold on, everyone. I gotta. We gotta stop right there, right?
Yeah, black
Say-
top.
Do
say
you
it
think
again. Say it
do you
again.
think that's all he cares about is money?
Hold on,
Absolutely.
It's not true.
Absolutely,
Show.
that and his addiction to power games and dopamine hits. Absolutely.
It's not fucking true. Just like everything
You've
else.
not
that
been
you
honest tonight.
project-
You've not been fair. You've not been equitable. You did not treat me the way I treated you on OTWs, and I didn't even like you. when you were around here.
You're a victim,
I allowed
Paul.
you to speak. I cut everyone else off when you talked. I gave you the one-on-one. I even advocated for you.
Do you think what you're saying is true?
Absolutely.
When on OTW did you do that?
When we had the court proceeding.
That was so fucking long ago, and everything in between.
What have
then
you
and
done
now,
for me lately, right? Didn't you just
no,
project
no,
it onto
dude,
me?
everything that was
So
happening
long
between-
ago, what, 3
Dude,
weeks
you
ago?
got your feelings hurt because of a $100 donation y'all both did.
Just revealed yourself that if I don't.
It's impossible. You don't fucking listen. I cannot talk to you without you being backstage. Why can't we just have the back and forth? We're one-on-one right now. It's just us. Can you not breathe?
I can breathe. I'm right here.
Okay, there we go. So we can breathe. Right.
Right. We got that down. I'm breathing. I think if I'm talking this much and so loud, I'd have to be breathing or I'd be blue by now. No? Or are you missing something?
Okay. Very, very, very good. Very clever.
Reflection, obfuscation.
It's another one of your favorite two.
You just proved what this is all about. Every time you talk, you reveal yourself, right?
What do you
So
mean?
this is all about teaching me a lesson here today.
I haven't even said
show
anything
me
yet.
How it feels when you're not doing what I'm doing. Okay.
I'm trying to. You just lied about me. You said I brought in more money tonight than I would if you were not here.
Slow Stick
I
just
brought
proved it. You all just proved it tonight. I went to Cynthia, asked her about the vax. She won't cop to it. I copped to the heroin. We went to the fucking money.
What am I not copying to? You have to slow down. Stay slow.
I have to slow it down for you. Okay.
Well, no, because
Well,
you
maybe-
said you're trying to move past the point. You said I made more money tonight because you're here and we're arguing than I would have without you. It's not true. I made $60 in an hour just being out on the fucking town. What have I made right now? I think probably what, 40? So what the fuck is your deal, dude? Just stop lying. I don't need you. People love seeing this shit, dude. They love seeing me go for a walk because it's not this. It's not you. They're sick of
Right.
you.
So why don't you just keep going for walks then and
I
making
am.
money?
I did it both today. Best of
Right.
both worlds. I told you once, and I'll tell you again.
All right.
I'm
You're
just
like you
using
look
you
like
to
an
get
AIDS
to
patient.
OTW.
You can walk for
I'm
money.
just using you to get to OTW.
AIDS walk for money.
I'll keep doing it. The
so-
more I do it, the more he's going to play into it. Say, oh, he's just obsessed with me. He's obsessed with me.
And
You
the
know
more
what?
you're going to make videos about my name and then call up all your buddies to come over here and try to teach me a lesson so that I can give you access to OTWs because you believe that I'm the one who's going to decide that or
I
not.
don't
Yeah,
even
you
need
laugh
access to
because
OTWs.
you know
I'm
it's
just
one
I'm
big
provoking.
fucking
I'm provoking the bear here. I don't need access to OTWs. What I'm saying is that I'm more interested in having that engagement than I am with having this one with you, because this is the loop, right? We just sat here and watched you lie how many times? No, you didn't lie. You maximized. You obfuscated. You did all this shit. Everything you say, you are that's you. It's you. That's you is you. It's not everyone all the time. If I go, shoot a dog and say, hey, did I shoot that dog? And I said, you say, no, it wasn't me. It was you. It's not how it works. So just think about this shit, dude. It's not me. It's you.
All right, that's the narrative you're setting. But every one of the points you brought up has nuance and context to it.
You say Landry calls up his buddies. You think he calls back up before he does these?
No, I don't think that he does it directly. I think that you all sit around in the same places and wait. And then when the opportunity arises, you engage in what you've been dying to engage in
You
this whole
banish
time.
us in the other places.
And you all start broadcasts and make money. It's ridiculous.
We like you for the same reason we like Mike Cerrone. You're a joke and a lolcow.
It's almost like you wanted me to be like you and keep you all hanging around to do this for 3 to 6 hours instead of telling you get out, start your own broadcast, and then be successful according to you. I did you a favor, didn't I? I did you and Tommy and Slow State and all the rest of the parasites a favor. I said, get out of my face. Stop taking up my time and energy and airtime. Go start your own broadcast. And now you're making money to watch.
And I obviously said no. I said no.
No.
I don't need your consent.
No, Taylor, you're another coward. You told me you were going to bet me about money and that I didn't have it. I was
going to bet you about money.
You wouldn't put up on it because you knew you were going to lose.
You know what, Paul? You're right. I did. I ain't going to go through with it.
You're a punk ass bitch and you're a liar too. And that's why you're a liar, because you're afraid of the truth. I don't need to lie. I have the truth on my side and I'm confronted by
on your side. You've got a lot of cope on your side.
My father gave me $20,000 and I matched it to put into crypto. That's not him paying for all my shit.
Sure.
Cynthia took vaccines and claimed to trust me and do it again. I don't do heroin. Wizard took $5,000 and said he didn't need it, but he took it anyway and bought motorbikes with it and can't pay for his own shit.
$50,000 and right down the list of how you're all full of shit completely.
Landry said he's not talking about me, but just did a broadcast with my name in it after he texted me earlier, and I blocked his bitch ass. You guys lie like drugs. And then you want to point out the one place that I maximized to inspire myself after getting a shadow ban deleted channel. Because even Google and YouTube wants to lie on me. This is what
lying on us.
Is all about.
I used to admit when I was wrong. Then I learned a better trick, saying it was nuanced.
That was a good time.
As I said in the text comment, this definitely reminds me of Mike Cerrone saying that people have no content without him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's the same kind of mentality.
Yeah, that's dope.
I don't see the equivalency. What was the content
because
here today?
You're in denial.
Centric.
You've been saying that you're making people money and that's all that matters to them, and it's just like, no, that's not all that matters to them.
What else
you're assuming that they have nothing without you.
Doing something different. I told you many times we could, do something different. You just want to do the broadcast.
Right.
Everything that I've tried to do, you said, why do you want to suck up to other people's team and edit for them? Why don't you just...
And Landry, you're not worthy to work with him.
That's
right?
fine.
You have to jump through some hoops. Then
I don't trust you. I don't think that you're good faith and honorable. You're not accountable for anything.
You like me a lot. You like me a lot when you can control me.
To lie about me and take you out of context, including my father.
You loved me when you controlled me. You remember those times?
It makes no sense. Why wouldn't I want my father to be in my life? He's such a great guy. I know he's giving me money with nothing on the back end. If he wasn't trying to push products on my broadcast when I asked him not to, why wouldn't I talk to him?
Do you know how entitled you sound?
I don't know what that means.
You don't know what entitled means.
Now you're gonna play stupid.
You don't know what entitled means.
Yeah,
I'm willing to do a bit non-bit with my father. We even did one at one point.
I'm not doing non-bits with you. Or I'm not doing bits with you. This is not a bit.
Yeah, let's get back to entitlement.
I know it's not. Well, if I'm such a whole bitch, why don't you come meet me in private when you said you were going to do violence with me?
Stick with the entitlement.
We're full of shit, right? I thought so.
Hey, we can
So-
still do 3-piece, fat boy. We can still do that.
No, I don't want public cloud chasing.
You want to
I
meet
want
somewhere.
you to show up
You
and put
want me to go
yourself on the
somewhere
line
where
with
you're not
no
going to
audience
show up.
and stand on something.
Hey, your mic's a little bit.
You want to go somewhere
Dusty.
private so that you don't show up and you can say that I didn't show up. I'm
Well,
not doing
why
that.
don't you put it to the test? You can lie about that too, and you can record it and take it out of context like you do everything else.
We agree that's public. We could do it publicly, Paul.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
I think that.
How about you just stick to the truth and what's right and being
Dude,
honest with yourself
if
and
we
others
can't be
instead of
truth-
projecting
if we
onto me?
can't be
I was
truthful
honest
with
with
each
you.
other,
I
we can't be
submitted to
truthful with the
I
whole truth.
submitted to the accountability responsibility session. I copped to the maximization on the numbers.
That is not copying
Okay.
anything. That's changing the narrative to lying, to using a word that sounds better.
No, I'm not.
It's
directly-
nuancing.
I'm not
It's
directly
nuancing.
repeating a known lie. I, in the heat of the moment, said I'm up 100 subscribers because I checked it in the middle of a broadcast, in between going to articles, and I saw the number went from 4 to 5 on the first end. So I copped to that. It's not an accurate statement.
Bro, he's sick.
You brought up my heroin addiction. I copped to it. It was evil behavior. It was bad and wrong for me and everyone around me. Cynthia won't do that. I copped to my.
What you
I
did
copped-
has nothing to
I
do with
copped to
me.
my
Quit putting your
selfishness.
trauma
I
on
copped
me.
to my- You're
Quit
not letting
trying
me
to
finish.
put
I
this
copped
on
to
me.
my
This has
selfishness
nothing
in
to
wrong
do
ways
with
online by saying I
Stop
stopped
being
doing
a
drama,
pussy little
even though I was getting
Polly.
more money when I was doing it than when I stopped.
Hey, Paul.
Nobody is going.
Why are you
Paul,
comparing
stop
your
streaming
problems
for
to
2
everyone
months because
else?
Yeah, you're
I also
equating your
stopped
drug
streaming for 2
addiction
months.
and your death, your faithlessness and your drug addiction to her good faith one-time vaccination. You did it for years in faithfulness, and
That's not the point. It's not
now
a
you're
competition.
projecting
You're
that
so
she's
dense you can't
faithful.
figure out the difference. It's not a competition of who did it more.
Yes,
It's
it
about
is a
being
competition.
accountable. that
Exactly.
I bad
Then
wrong
why are
as
you
well.
speaking out against her
As
about
long
it?
as you have to protect
It's
your
about being
ego by
honest with
attacking other
yourself in the
people,
moment that it's
you're
bad
gonna
and
get
wrong and
people
you
to
shouldn't have
push
did
back.
it.
You, Paul, Flo
If you
said
can't
it.
be honest with yourself and others that it was bad and wrong, you
I
were
was
manipulated, and you
honest
shouldn't have
with
did it, then you're not
myself.
going to be
You don't
honorable
know
and good
that.
faith in
You
the
don't
moment now.
understand that.
Hey, the
As
audio
long
of this
as-
show has gotten so bad because everyone's
Let me do it.
upset.
Because you have a tard show again who are ganging up on me and they're not making one fucking point that isn't
This is the
revealed.
I have a
only
good point
way
to make.
to encounter you, Paul.
You're
You don't allow
already
this
doing
civil
what you are and
disagreement.
what this is about.
Then
Landry, you
need
did
to
the
be
same thing.
backstage
What happened
so we
yesterday,
can
dude? I
speak.
tried to
Basically
talk to
said,
you.
if
doesn't
this
let us-
bothers me, then
if he
change
wants
what I'm
to do
doing, or if
it,
not, you're going to keep doing it.
then he
That
needs to allow us
you
to speak. And
admitted
if
that
he
you're
can't
doing to
do
me
that,
what you're saying I'm
that-
doing, trying to control everyone and manipulate them.
If he
I just told
can't
you to
allow
fuck
us to
off and go to your own
speak,
area.
he needs to
Take your
be
garbage
backstage.
with you. That's all I said.
I don't even know what
You
you're
are
talking
the
about.
garbage. As long as the only way that you
I'm the
can defend
garbage
your
who runs
ego
around to try to
is
use
by
yourself off
attacking
like
other
every
people's,
other
you will
slave
continue to
here.
get this response from people, anybody that matters.
Right. You just better worry about you
Oh,
and
you're
creating
right.
content long term. If you're making so much
You need to
money,
worry
you
about
shouldn't be
you.
There
worried
you go
about
again.
me.
You're
'cause
doing
that's
it.
the
You're
main
doing it.
goal
You're
here,
doing
right?
it again, Paul.
No, that's his main goal. I'm not doing anything.
No,
He said his main goal-
Oh my goodness.
I haven't had any interactions with Slow State over the last 3 years, here and there, sort of as shallow as possible, right?
Doesn't stop you from talking about
dozens
him
of outright
nonstop.
glowing lies
It
about
doesn't
me.
stop
Shallow as
you from
possible as
talking
you've got
about
a
He's
him.
short of
somehow
him
making
shake loose the
equations
shake
to me,
weight.
asking Snafu Snaps how many channels he struck today, one of which was mine. This is
But
what's
you
so
were talking
ironic about it.
him on
I'm laughing in
OTW
front of the
for
guy.
everything.
I'm laughing in front of the guy who just got done striking my channel, and Taylor's pissed off because I asked him how many channels he struck when another one of them was Taylor's. Amazing.
Hold
Who's
on,
the
dude.
victim? Who's butthurt? Who's
so I can't
projecting?
come
Who's
to your
denying?
area,
Who's
right?
taking clips out of context?
Mike
Who's not
check.
letting me finish any of
Hold
my
on, wait,
responses?
dude, you talk so much. Just hold on.
I know. I did all the talking today.
What is going to happen here? Is he going to try to make you kick me? Maybe that was after like 30 seconds, dude. Because you fucking anywhere I go where you're at, you know, you can't handle it.
Change
Same with
your name
Cynthia.
5 times and even put my name in the title.
This
of your
was
video.
not the same day. This was not the same day. This was a different
It's
day.
the same garbage you do every time.
Nope. I was just sitting there talking. I was just saying, hey, don't you clean out your area all the time? Because you do.
Why
You know
did you
you
come
do.
to Jax to talk about me?
I didn't. I didn't even say anything about you.
You sat there in silence, and the first thing you said was something, don't I do whatever in my channel? Why did you come to Jax to talk about me? He doesn't want it, and I don't want it.
You come there to talk about you. You got brought
You're
up.
here now. You could have the one-on-one with me here now. You won't
I
do
tried.
it, even though
You
you
can't even
promised
do
it.
that.
You tried, but you couldn't
can't
handle
do
it. So you
that.
had to bring in 5 other people to play this fucking game, and this is why I stopped dealing with you weeks and months back, because you did the same thing after asking me to work with you and co-host. You're a a joke.
So nuance and context, right? I asked you to do that however long ago, when we have the one-on-one, you still scream, you still yell, even if I'm calm and cordial. This is the only
not
way
true.
to get
We
you to
have
sort
multiple
of, I see
examples.
some vulnerability here in you. To be honest, it makes me respect you more. And that's why I like this.
And you
Because
did
I don't
see that in me. And when
I
you
didn't
were
see
one
it
on
before.
when you
That
were
seemed
one-on-one
inauthentic.
when you were one-on-one with me, we did have those moments and interactions here, and you're
I
denying
felt like
it
you were
now.
trying to use me for something still back then. It seems like
You
it's genuine
felt there
because you
we
feel
go. More of
uncomfortable.
your feelings corrupting the genuine experience that you're projecting onto me.
I know it's not
I'm
genuine when it's
responsible for
scripted.
your
When I
fucking
know the
feelings.
words about to come out of your mouth and I can predict them with almost 100% certainty, I know it's not genuine. And I've
There you go.
realized that
You're
over time.
predicting and soothsaying now whether I'm being genuine or not. When I took my time out to come over here, restream you on 2 channels, and try to
you
bring
showed
what
up
I
real
thought.
quick. You brought all your friends here, and as soon as they, you didn't like what I was doing, and you couldn't control me, you turned them all against me. And not only
I
against
didn't
me,
turn
they-
anyone against
you
you.
did.
Mic check.
They
Yes,
watched you bring up
We
5
got you now.
people to do this
Yeah, that
over and
sounds
over
better.
again, and
Let anybody
allow.
else talk. Is this just going to be all about him?
Of
He
course, every
made. What are
show
you
is.
not getting? He just made a
ridiculous.
stream with
He
my
is a
name in it. He
child.
wants it to be all
He
about
is a
me. Are you really
child.
this autistic? This is why you took a vaccine. You're not that bright.
Oh my God, you're an idiot from the
Really, just
inside
don't ever
out.
see what it is,
Not
and
an
your
idiot.
feelings.
You're equating
while
taking.
you
I
project
think
that
it's.
onto
I'm
me.
just.
My
I
feelings
just
are
think
not
it's.
involved in this.
You're equating
Well,
taking
straight
a
facts
vaccine.
today.
Earlier, you equated someone taking a vaccine with you having a heroin addiction.
Yes, that's exactly what.
That's that's ridiculous.
Absolutely. However, in his
I mean, if
mind, it's not.
I mean, if you want to be
I didn't make that
anti-vax, I
equation.
mean, go
Try to
ahead, I
keep
suppose. But
El Slavo made that equivocation and equalization. I never made that statement.
You just made it.
I was responding to the claim that he made. If he's going
You
to
do
put
that all the time.
That's objectively true because you admitted to being a heroin junkie, injecting it in your veins for a multiple of years.
I was honest and open and vulnerable, as Landry said I never am,
Now you're saying
with
that
my
she is
audience,
faithless,
knowing
which
that
she did
scum
in
like
good
you would
faith.
use it against me, but you can't because I've recovered and I'm not powerless over drugs and alcohol. And I've changed my
Did
life.
he not use it against you, Dusty, like this week?
What?
Did he not use drug use against you this week or last
Oh
week?
yeah. He tried to say that I was tweaking.
No, I said he looks like he's bouncing off the walls over the last couple
You
weeks.
intimated it. That's right. You nuanced it. You intimated it.
No, I was direct with him and I asked him. And if anything, I gave him notice of what he looks like. If anything, I'm helping him. He doesn't have to admit
all
anything to me.
these words. We can't see you.
You accused him of it, though. You accused him of
Hey,
it.
heroin addict.
You
Why did
accused him
fuck
of
your
it.
Dad?
Excuse me?
Why did you fuck your dad?
Well, I didn't.
What?
Oh, I'm just asking you in good faith.
That's fine, and I'm answering. I didn't. Next.
Your dad?
No, next.
I'll ask you again tomorrow. I'll ask you again tomorrow in good faith, right?
Okay. It's literally what you're doing. You claimed I was living off of Jennifer. You claimed I'm broke. Used my father's garbage out of context. Presume everything he said was true when he was the one violating my boundaries and
I
wishes.
know that. Yes, he has way more credibility than you do. I don't.
Right,
I
because
don't know
he's
that
against me.
I don't know that he's honest. But I know
Anyone
that
who
you're not
doesn't,
honest.
anyone who doesn't like that I set a boundary or a standard for myself that they can't cross
My
with
boundaries-
regularity
you
doesn't
crossed
like
my
me.
boundaries. Where's your
Weird. Almost
racism,
like what you said I was doing is what you're doing, trying to control my mind and what I do and make what you want me to believe is true for me when it's not.
Fucking Paul therapy session again.
Another beta bitch session. Another girls' night out session. We've seen this for years now. I don't do this about any of them. They do it about me.
Okay. If Paul
I'm
and
not
you
victimized by these people. They are victims.
Hold on. I can't hear her. What are you saying?
I know. Maybe if you and Paul make up, then you and OTW.
I know, but that's what I'm not.
Maybe you're going
I can't
about
do
this
that
the
loop.
wrong way.
But that's the loop, right? To fake it, to make it, and then just.
But I think it's the wrong way. Maybe
That's the
if you suck
only
up
way.
to Paul,
Fuck that.
he'll put in a good word with you for OTW.
I know he doesn't even need to put in the good word. Like he knows his place. Patrick will just show up, and then it'll be like, okay, we don't need to talk about it. We don't even need to go and do it. And I'm like, no, we should, because it would be way more interesting than this shit. because
You
it's never
don't
been
get out
seen
of it
before.
without kissing ass, though, Landry. You don't get to OTW without kissing
I'm fine.
Paul's ass.
I'm running
It
around.
sucks,
I'm
but
losing my
that's what it
wallet. I'm
is.
getting into my own shit. And,
Why
they're
do you
still
need
coming
to
around.
get
I'm
to
loving it.
OTW?
I'm
This is
loving
the
it,
weirdest
Landry.
fucking conversation ever. You
Why
guys
do
are
you
like
need to get to
showing how
I
jail?
fucking
remember, Landry,
Why
when
do
you
you
were
need him
just
not to get to
hold on. We ain't
OTW?
got to be about
the
fucking Paul all
presumption
the time.
again is that I need
Landry,
something.
I remember you were sitting in there and you were saying that I got to get out more. I got to do things. I got to meet people. I remember when you were just, wishing, hoping, and saying you were going to do a thing, and now you're out there all the time. Right? I see it. I see
Eight and a half miles I walked last night, dude.
Very
Wow.
good.
Good job. Hey,
You
are
need to
you
lose some
feeling
weight.
better since you've been walking? Like not even.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it
I
make you feel
am, and
better?
it's
Yeah.
just, I feel like I can monologue better. I feel like people, they still come out of the
Very
woodwork.
good.
You aren't talking about shit. You have nothing to say. It's like, well, I don't present
Yeah.
as the person who has all the truth, who
That's
knows
all
everything
people.
that you need to hear.
And it
I know.
takes time, Landry. Remember, I told you that shit. Nigga, you've been out a week. Don't
I
think
know,
you're
I
going to
know.
have the
I'm happy about
conversation
it.
and all that shit down. It takes
They just built
time.
this new dart rail, dude. It's so nice. It's like a fucking airplane.
I saw it on your
It's
shit,
beautiful.
Joe. Yes.
It's like, I mean, I don't know. It's like local history. It's just brand new.
And I
was
saw
just
you
gonna
filming
say,
that.
I
You
just
know,
went out-
people like me get in trouble for filming there because they tell you can't film. This is private property. So be ready for that shit. It's public money, public transportation. Be ready for that shit if they try and push you about your
Yeah, I
camera.
mean, it's such a cool victory, for just this part of town. Like, I mean, I used to talk so much shit about the public transportation here.
Yeah.
No Chicago, but
All right.
I mean, all my favorite places now I can walk to, take the public transport.
Very
and-
good. That's
Did you
good.
get a chance
Nice.
to talk to anybody on the bus?
Just went out and did a history video the other day myself, and I'll agree, it was exhilarating getting back out there in that fresh air and a nice
Yeah.
long walk.
Very
It's the
good.
longest walk I've taken in a while because
Well, did you-
traffic was down.
Did you broadcast it, Perro?
Did you go to jail though, Perro? Doesn't matter if you didn't go to jail.
You didn't film with cop.
No content, non-content.
Yeah.
Well, did y'all talk to anybody out there while y'all were out and about?
Yeah, there were
That's
just
a
couple
good
people
question.
I walked by, but they were busy doing some remodeling of an old
What
building.
about
so-
you, Landry? Do you have any engagements out there?
Yeah, they've been like minor and minuscule.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
The,
I
the
meant-
guy
yeah.
who was the first thing he did was start complaining about whenever you meet like an employee, and as soon as they start talking to you, they just start venting about some shit that just
Yeah.
happened to them. Like,
Yeah.
oh, this other bullshit customer did this, and as soon
Yeah.
as you leave, they're gonna be saying the same thing about you.
Yeah, lean into it though, right?
I know you're like, yeah, fuck that guy, dude. Who does he think he is?
Hey, next time, like have the camera on, but have it facing you, and just
Yes.
focus on your facial expression, so they can still hear the story.
And that'll give you
We can hear the
practice.
story, but we won't.
I was thinking about just leaving my like business cards in every single train until they tell me to stop doing it.
Hey, does it matter? No, you might want to go back and look at Landry's record. He's actually done quite a bit of walking around.
See, that's what I'm saying. Those are the kind of people. Who doesn't matter is one. He will follow me everywhere I go, and he watches 100% of what I do just to complain, tell me it's not worthy.
It's a
Paul's
thing,
doing
bro. I
better.
don't know
I
what
know
to
it is.
tell
I'm
you.
just
It's a
saying. So,
thing.
but he's lucky I haven't blocked him, because if I was Paul or OTW or Gabe, I would fucking block him. But I don't fucking do that.
No,
I let him just sit in here and just say whatever he wants to say.
Yeah, they laid their own rope. Hang, motherfucker.
Not
I'm
everybody
against
has to
kids.
align their channel and their projection or their trajectory with what you do or want.
Don't make it about you.
So
Paul.
now going outside is sucking in the chemtrails. Can you see this? How you just can't win with your type of people, Paul?
Yeah,
Now
they're
you
just
open
not.
the door.
They're just. It's just who they are. It brings about the balance in the world.
Yeah. How about them Bears?
Did you get everything you needed, Landry?
Yes.
Sure you did. Will we be doing this again, most likely? Probably.
I don't know, dude. I told you I'm just using you, but
I'd make it good tonight because I probably won't be back for a while. So make it good. Get it all in before I
was good,
depart.
dude.
This is you making it about you, not Paul.
I know I made it about me. Totally
Look,
not
just
about me.
right
I
now,
did. I'm so
you
egocentric.
changed the subject, and now I accuse you of it always having to be about
Hold
you.
on, Paul. This
and
song's
brought
about
it back
you.
to
It was
about me.
subconsciously about me because even when you said you were outside, you made a quip about getting arrested, which is a subconscious reference to me.
Of course it was.
So
Of course it was.
it's more passive aggressive, subliminal,
So
right?
gay.
I know I'm so gay.
Then that was
That's you.
who made that comment. Not
What
me.
color earrings do you have in tonight, Taylor?
I don't. I'll put in my green ones in a second here.
All right.
doesn't like what she sees, then you'll face.
So, Paul, can we talk about something? You kick it off. That ain't you. I don't know. Quantum physics or something.
You should make a talk about me.
You're
Cole, do you think that after all that I want to sit around here and hang out and just chat and shoot the shit?
Incapable. Either you're gonna brag about yourself.
I'm totally capable. I just don't do it with you and other people here.
Okay.
He only does it if we're going to sit here and listen to him, and he's the authority in the conversation.
Yes.
It's not going to be a conversation. It's going to be a, well, I have the truth. It's something you don't have, and you can
right. I came here to address the truth and practice accountability, responsibility, cop to where
we're looping.
Cop to where I've made mistakes or fallen short or maximized or minimized, and point out how you guys will stack up to try to project onto me and deny the reality and what we know.
I don't know, man. I feel like he's the lupus. The loopiest is him.
Yeah.
We can get our parents.
Okay, so I'll ask again. Is there anything else that you all, any of you, want to address with me before I depart?
No,
because I don't want to hear that I didn't.
You. No.
Okay.
I think I've heard enough about you tonight.
Yeah, I'm fairly tired.
I've definitely learned a lot of things tonight.
I'm about to do a live stream, and I'm going to show the receipts that you said I don't have of you talking.
Yes, close it.
I'm going to go over them right now. So, you're welcome. You are welcome. You're invited to join, of course, because it's about you. Although I'm tired of talking to you.
Well, you're tired of talking to me, so you'll talk about me without me there is what's going to happen, right? So good luck with that. I hope that the drama sluts like you, as you call yourself,
that's you too,
will send in all the cash for you to feel better about your horrible life.
Yeah. Wait, receipt party.
Don't spend it on Tweak either, right? Because you didn't look so well the last couple of weeks when I can see the difference when you're off and when you're on, right? I suspect. I can't prove it, but I suspect.
Okay.
So. Many other people around you are saying the same thing. They just won't say it to your face. That's the difference between us, right? So I'm saying it to you,
right? Like everything else.
Well, yeah, that's the talk of the town. Look at Taylor. He's bouncing off the walls. His eyes are darting all over. He's snorting and sniveling. He looks ridiculous.
Yeah. This is how you.
Are you still asking me? Are you still helping me by asking me in good faith? Or
no, I'm just telling you what I believe and what I think. I can't prove it, but I'm being honest enough, unlike you, to say I can't prove it.
When I say I'm going to cover receipts, if you're trustworthy and honest, the receipt should help you, shouldn't they, bitch?
Again, you're just this is a monthly, bi-monthly, I guess pun intended, bi-monthly loop that you do when you're not getting enough attention or cash over there, and you know that drawing from this well is sometimes profitable. You know that people like to pay you to hate on me and talk shit. So that's what you're doing. Why would I feed into that to make you more money? Why would I do that? Again, Kazumi asked a good question early on. What does this benefit me beyond just showing up to supposedly have a resolution and talk one-on-one in good faith?
Landry, this is not appropriate. This is immediately going to be issued.
Because it's a fucking power game you're playing. I was out with friends all day today. I lived with 3 or 4 people on the property.
Landry's alone.
Shut up. Blow that shit up.
Black cat, Landry.
I don't know what that was supposed to prove or what that means, but
it's just, dude, it's the same shit you're doing right now. It's just a different day.
You ruined my of your loop, of your loop.
So who's going to be the next person not looping while they talk about me and begging for cash? Who's going to be the next?
I'm going to leave. Is there any last things y'all want to say?
Right, I'm giving every one of you the opportunity to supposedly do what Landry said he was going to do that he couldn't do once again and wonders.
It's still here because you've got nowhere else to go. You've got nobody else to talk to. You've got nobody else who will listen to you. You can't pick up the phone and call anybody. This is all you have.
That's what you want to be true, and that makes you feel better. Great. It's not reality.
Sure.
There's a whole network. Again, are you missing? Did you miss the 7 people who were going in with
7 losers who got on the phone call?
So everyone I can call. No, I can't call anyone, but everyone I can who has more value than you to put in our land is a loser,
one of y'all
right?
has done money transfers.
God can't use you, Cynthia. God can't use you.
You can't come up with 30K toward land. I guarantee you.
Your dad can't give you 30K like my dad.
You said you can't afford to dye your own hair. So
my hair dye is $200. I'm not spending $200 to dye my hair. I have plenty of other things I can do.
I'm not a hater. Just keep it fucking real. and there won't be a problem.
Is it even planned? It's just quiet?
They don't see the value in just being authentically them and being thrown out of some places and respected other places. No, they snake everywhere. Snake everywhere and start doing political games. Sucking up to people and convincing them it's different now, just like your narcissistic boyfriend will.
I got what you wish you had.
What a moment. He, at this point, right, he had removed my stream, right? He removed the stream that I was restreaming. So I was just here in the moment, like,
He was butthurt.
I just run the stream, dude. This is my house.
And neither Paul nor OTW, they were speechless when they realized the money wasn't theirs.
Now, OTW, I want to be clear. Don't lose sight of the fact that what these people are all crunching for, that you're not being lustful and greedy for, that I've already done today before my broadcast, as I have many days before, what you're going to do working at that diner. I'm not lustling on you and ego tripping. I'm saying I'm a heroin addict who had no careers and prospects, who did low-level odd jobs. You'd be lucky if I come up with $100, $150 a day, busting my balls.
The God force, as it reveals to me, says you're fucking pathetic. Get up off your knees. Stop sucking Satan's dick. Remember who and what you are, what your power and value is, and bring it to the damn world and do something.
And I get what you're getting at, man. It's just that from where I'm coming from, these kinds of situations I've never been through before. You wanted my channel to look like a fucking trolling piece of shit channel. Look at all my videos, man. I'm respectful. I treat everybody with. I don't want to look like an asshole. You're taking no responsibility on TW. You can hit the button. What are you talking about? I'm up here taking responsibility.
You can give me $1 billion. I can't wait. They're already doing it in my email, offering me tons of obscene money to just say shit. I won't take it. I can't wait till they offer me $1 billion. I turn it down.
30, all this money makes us thirsty. 40, 50, 60, so much money Lindsay is flirting with King Stadium while he's donating. 33, 33, the Chuck comes in with the 50. 1, 2, 3, 100, are you kidding? So many dominoes, Patrick is shitting his pants again while admitting it ain't about truth, it is about bitching. Because Chuck is always winning and Patrick is always bitching. Whining and crying, it's out of this world, man. Crying like a disempowered girl, man. Screaming, hey Landry, man, I freaking blocked you on Telegram. Like Flow State when OTW is whining. Grifting all state is prone to hypnotizing. We welcome the God of karma to entice me. So Patrick, when will you ever stop crying?
We are in luck, but not you silly ducks. Cupcaking with Chuck. He wants to bring peace and love, but not from his Scorpio sun. That's where the power is from. Bum, 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 bum.
Notes Landry or something?
This is okay. This is the moment here. I need a moment of silence for this moment of silence. We gotta honor it again in the same spirit that it started. Okay, here we go.
You taking notes, Landry, or something?
No, I'm just appreciating Jack. Sorry, Chuck's super chat. He's really on fire today.
No, they're on this.
The God force, as it reveals to me, says you're fucking pathetic. Get up off your knees. Stop sucking Satan's dick. Remember who and what you are, what your power and value is, and bring it to the damn world and do something.
I got what you wish you had.
You know, I have to take a minute for that petty moment, obviously, especially when people keep running around
the stream.
and saying shit about my family all the time, like it means nothing, you know. So that's the only real way for me to really have a sort of, what would you call that? The camera's now no longer. Oh wait, because it's still going. Here we go.
Flow state at heaven's gate. Now we have to say.
All right. Okay, I'm done.
Hey,
All right.
Land. Oh, sorry.
Yes. I'm here.
Oh, hey, I didn't realize that Bonnie and Clyde are buried here in Dallas.
Really?
Yes, and I saw this story, and you know who I thought of.
I'm sure.
I will send you the information, and this might be something.
I'll go tomorrow.
And also, isn't there the Bonnie and Clyde? You might want to check into this up there by Waco. There is the Texas Rangers Museum, and I think they still have like the car, or at least they did when I went years and years ago. But there was just a story today that came out. Like, what's the title of the story? I look back when Bonnie and Clyde hid out in the Fort Worth stockyards.
Absolutely. I mean, if everyone here is good, I'll end it. And it's just gonna automatically send the people over to
Flow State,
and you know.
Better push live then. All right, let me get out of here. Thanks for having me up. Salute to the panel, except for Paul, you're a pussy, and salute to the chat.
See.
All right, see you, man.
Bye. Good to see you, Kazumi.
I'm gonna keep doing what I do. Keep walking. Keep. Like I said, I take that award show. That was an L for me. You know, Snow, she hypes it up, but I know it's just sort of she's trying to be proud of her. You know, some people don't want to take their L's. I'll always take my L's, but tonight, man, this was a W because this was about the truth, Paul. We got to the truth that you seem very insistent on providing us, but you never want to be accountable because it's obfuscation and maximizing and all that. But I don't know, man. That's the way you position yourself when you can never be wrong. And sometimes we are all wrong, including myself. So mostly, you know, I've failed many times, but I got to fail more because if I don't fail more, then I'll never have that big win. And that's all I got. And I will close out.
I'll agree with that. And I'll say that the percentages, as I always say, I don't claim to never be wrong or inaccurate. The percentages are much like the metrics, about 5 to 1. So my percentages are way better than yours. That's all I contend.
3 months in, buddy. Let's check back in a year and see how things are going.
But you have 5 other representatives here who all have the same spirit as you and the same perspective as you and the same reasoning skills and lack of logic, morals, and ethics.
We have a lot of difference of opinions.
So
they'll prove my point 5 times over, right? In their own way.
So if y'all check the audience,
Kazumi, he didn't really go down that road too much. He dabbled with it,
if you
but he
check
didn't go down
the
that road
audience
because he doesn't-
retention rate, you'll be able to see who can hold an audience longer. That's definitely something that
yeah,
I
but when you get 17,000 views, it's going to go down.
No, it
when-
doesn't
versus
matter
when you
how
have
many
20.
views you have because it goes on how long the audience stays engaged with your
right
content. 5
But
minutes.
the larger
10
the
minutes.
audience
I
gets, the
wanted to
harder it
see-
is to hold them for a longer time.
So I can't wait to see like who can hold an audience longer, Landry or Paul. With that being said, thank you so much. I had a good time up here tonight, Landry, and hopefully I see you over at Flows.
Yeah, I guess I got to do a pop in for
sure you do,
for
especially if you're
solidarity and.
I want to thank you for having me on. I don't think I've actually been on one of your streams. I've been in the comments a number of times, but I don't think I've actually been on one of your streams. So
well, yeah, no,
it was good.
To meet
It was
you,
good
man.
to be here. This was a good stream. It was very informational. I learned a lot.
What did you learn
I
exactly?
appreciate it.
Can I ask what you learned? Can you give me maybe a synopsis of that, or were you being like sarcastic?
I've learned a number of things about different people, about what some people's motivations. I learned more about you, Paul. Some more background information. I learned a lot. So,
right. That my father invested in me and got me a trailer 5 years ago. That's returned 10x
I
on
want
the
to tell
investment.
you, Paul, what I
15x on the
learned.
investment.
What I learned about you, that like I've suspected this whole time, there's a soft side in there that I know. If it wasn't so afraid of how this might happen, which this happens because it's so buried, it's buried so deep, and this is the only way to get through to you, then I think that it would be much more.
That's not an excuse.
All right. It's not an excuse.
You
Paul,
playing
I
power
think-
games and trying to demean and devalue me and take things out of context and project onto me is
You
not the
do
only
that,
way to
Paul.
reach me. That's not
Yes,
true.
it is. It's that
Well,
or conform to everything
I
you
don't
say.
need to. I don't need to
I-
stack a panel with 5 or 6 people to have an interaction with you when you said to me we were going to have a one-on-one and do
Yes, you
resolution.
do,
You
Paul.
didn't resolve
No,
anything with me.
Disagree.
Didn't
I
talk
don't.
to me
Landry,
genuinely.
I disagree. I think there are other ways to get this kind of information and to have different sort of interactions. But something I do want to say is, Paul, I think you've been hurt by people in ways that you'll probably never describe to anyone.
No, I've been open about it. I will talk about it.
You may. I'm just saying, I think you've been very hurt by some people, and I think
person
sometimes
there
I
who
think
lied on me has a history that calls himself my father, my biological father, including bringing me to a mental institution because I was questioning about God and interdimensional intelligences. And there's a host of other things that he did, and he came online and lied about that too. Why don't you bring that up? Bring up the day he came on my broadcast and said he just wanted to help me.
If that's the worst thing you can come up with, then I actually might have overestimated
your
your
worst
trauma.
thing I could come up with. It's not a fucking competition, scumbag.
With
you don't.
you
give
it
a fuck
is.
about
With you
anybody
it is a
else's pain
competition.
and suffering.
You
You give
wanna
a
see
fuck about
people fail.
competing with everybody to
bringing-
win. It's not a win or lose scenario.
You
You don't
make it
love
that
me.
way.
You don't care about me. You're a fucking snaky scum. And you try to lie to everybody and masquerade when you really want to compete with me because I inspire you, and you told me that privately, and you said it
I
fucking
said it publicly. Yeah, what do you mean I'm trying to lie
So
about
cut
it?
the
What?
bullshit. Just like I inspired my
Where's the
father, and what
bullshit?
did he do with it? Shit on my boundaries and wishes once again, as he's done all my fucking life. And you don't think that's traumatic?
Was
at
that all during your
lowest
days
point-
of heroin
at your
addiction?
lowest point, your father, the only person who was left in your life, brought you to a mental institution where they told you they're going to keep you forever, and he said you're sick and crazy. And he's
Was that
never
during your
apologized
days of
for it.
heroin
And
addiction?
That's
and
messed up,
been
man. That's
Hundreds
messed
and
up.
thousands of those events with him. Okay, so you can suck my dick, Landry.
Have
You
you
don't
tried-
know about me and
have
my
you-
background, and
Have you thought about the things that you've said about my dad?
Was that during your days
what,
of
that your
heroin
father
addiction?
that your father ran over a child because he's probably as addled as you and autistic and has no focus and wasn't fucking paying attention? Yeah, I did bring that up because that's true.
Do you bring it up as a weapon?
Again,
Do I?
again.
No, I don't.
What does
I
that
bring
mean?
it up because I'm
You just did play a video of someone lying on me
I
who's
didn't play
lied
that.
over and over again on my
Everyone's
broadcast who
lying.
I
You
haven't
sound just
spoken
like
to since.
Talcott. You sound
And he
just-
still tries to
Everybody's
speak to me,
lying
and I
but
asked,
me. He's maximizing. He's not lying, and this is about as
Well,
much
I'm-
all I can take.
I'm sorry that Paul, that you've went through some of that, man. I'm
I
really
don't want
sorry
you to be
hear
sorry.
that.
I'm not looking
So-
for anyone to be sorry for me. I'm just looking
Well,
for
I'm
us all to be
saying
honest
it
with
help-
ourselves and each other.
It helps me understand why you react the way you do to some things, though. It helps me understand that. So
Right. And these people don't have the capacity to care about themselves or anyone here. And them feigning like they care about me and love me and want to help me is grotesque. They just want to make me feel whatever they're feeling. That's the bottom line.
well, I'm gonna head. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you. I'll see you later.
Thank you, Kazumi. We'll see you later.
Alrighty. Oh, it's Kazoom, by the way. It's Kazoom.
All right.
Beneath it, there's a little case of what it means to be alive and afraid of seeing what is under you, and the cover is being sorted through.
Is this part of the vulnerability you wanted to see out of me so you could try to use it against me or pick fun at it? Just like a hoe would? Is this part of it?
That's what you would do to me, buddy.
Right. So you're not better than me then, right?
No.
Right. Well, you're doing the same thing, but I'm doing that, right? Because I came over here today to try to keep you vulnerable, like you say, so I can pick fun at it, right? Because you're such a loving, caring, helpful person. Full of shit, Landry.
I didn't see any of the
In every
vulnerability.
way, shape, form, and fashion.
If it's everyone else but you,
You attacked everybody when they came on panel.
Like they're loving and caring and want me to like have a breakthrough and understand them and then go, we're going to do worse to you by actually lying and taking shit out of context. And then when you're honest about your pain and why you are the way you are, guarded as you put it, We're gonna play violins for you and call you gay. Yeah.
I'm not calling you gay. I'm playing the David Wayne song.
You don't have the capacity to be honest and genuine, open-minded and hearted here and be real. And you want me to be vulnerable so you can pick at me and play power games, and it doesn't matter. Okay? I choose to do that. I choose to be open, honest, and vulnerable. I'm showing courage, Landry, something you know nothing about.
Oh my God, it's David Wayne!
Yeah, if we could just have someone like Landry who does what Landry say he's gonna do instead of be a drama gossip hen who gets nothing done.
Fuck, we'd be fucking awesome, dude.
All right, Landry, are we done with the one-on-one here? Doesn't even look like a resolution. Are we done with it? He has like running plumbing and everything.